you only get to use it every so often. It doesn't happen.
Okay. Finally. So the thing is, we've been streaming from my computer for a while. It's just that the
using Tides of Chaos and have the DM.
Sorry. You can use it.
I'll be right back.
Once per long rest, or the DM can have you roll a while.
There we go. There's the line.
Oh, okay. Let me go open up some stuff. Just keep doing it. Just keep rolling on the wild magic table. It'll be fine.
That's what my character's built
Or-
for. Just rolling on the wild
And I'm
magic.
a nice person, so I'll tell you what I found.
Okay, let's all shush real quick.
Hi.
Alright.
Hi everyone.
Start it off.
Welcome to the stream. Ben is not the DM today, neither is anyone else of any significance. Hi, I am Corbin. Wow. My name's Corbin Poole. This is my first time DMing, and today we're going to be going on a magical journey to find the mythical Fountain of Youth. And whenever I pull up my papers for this thing, because I need to go find them again, we shall begin.
Also, the sound is a little overbearing on the voices.
On the voice, so too loud on voice, too quiet on music?
Too loud on music, too quiet on voice.
Oh.
That help?
Technical difficulties.
Like I think we'll get over the music.
Cool.
We're definitely
I'm over
a
it.
group this big, but
Yeah, we're loud enough.
We're done.
Okay.
Okay, this I need.
yeah, we'll be fine.
Where's the thing? There it is.
Shall we introduce ourselves in the interim?
Nope.
Okay.
You shall not.
She
Sorry.
said no.
Shred my character.
Oh no!
Show myself
The
to
ink
the
catches
door.
fire, everyone dies. From the characters,
No,
everyone.
that's not so
Oh, my first roll was in that one. Fantastic.
Alright.
That was well.
But wait!
It's 2.
Ooh, look! A paper!
Okay.
Oh, look! Another!
Look, it's all of the old characters.
Hey, look! A bunch
Everyone
of dead
who's
people!
died.
Hey, none of my characters are dead except for Spriggan.
He's just MIA.
Isn't he reincarnated though?
I mean,
It's
yes,
alright, we
technically,
have glasses.
but it's
now.
not him anymore.
He reincarnates and he's MIA as far as we're aware. The characters wise.
Everybody else is
This is gonna be great.
We're all
It'll
gonna
be okay.
die.
And?
Ooh,
I mean,
we have a mappy thing.
if I die, it'll be my own fault.
Design.
If you die, it's neither of your faults.
We're so sorry!
You are not allowed to cast Fireball.
If I die,
I don't have
I
fireball.
don't have
Everyone
fireball.
ready to begin?
I figured this would give it to me.
3 voices at a time.
Is everyone ready to begin?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm so glad you guys are all on board. Let's go. So, during the last few months, word has begun to spread about yet another quest being planned to find the mystical Fountain of Youth. In the past, lords and kings of nations have commissioned adventurers to travel the world in search of its restorative properties, but sadly, all have either returned empty-handed or not at all. Perhaps you heard of this quest from rumors around town, from a friend or a relative, or read about the specifics of one of the many flyers posted around the town of River Run, which is where you guys are currently. This one right there on the map. Regardless, you are all here for the same purpose, to meet with a fellow by the name of Frederik Sneakle. He is the owner of a small ship, a retired sea captain, and the person who is leading the search for the fountain. According to rumor, his younger sister was an adventurer who left Onondaga nearly 40 years prior, but returned 2 months ago as a 20-year-old woman. While most people wrote this off as being nothing more than rumors of some kind of mythical curse, there is a possibility that this could be just the lead you were all waiting for. Currently, you are in the Iron Squid pub, waiting in line to be let into the back room for an interview with Frederik. I do need, well, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, there is a young brunette woman who opens the door ahead of you, allowing another interviewee out, and she yells, "Next!"
Go!
We're going around the table. Come on, let's go.
Good, I'm not like here.
The interview, I wasn't prepared for this.
I am ready.
I didn't bring my resume.
Okay, so before you, and you all in turn will see the same thing when you walk into the room, there is an older man sitting at a desk. He is very thin, he's hunched over, he is balding. You notice that one of his eyes is completely white, and the other one is about 80-90% there.
It's mostly there.
Well, I mean, mostly white. It's, you know.
Hello there, young man.
The brunette woman is standing off into the corner next to the door, just watching you. Oh, hello, you must be my new interviewee. Nice to meet you. My name is
Hello.
Frederik Sneakle.
You can call me Nana. It's nice to meet you.
Is Nana your name?
Yes.
Okay, please have a
Yes, it
seat.
is.
So, I'm sure you know quite a bit about the details of this little quest I'm planning here, but I just wanted to learn a little bit more about you. I only need a few people on my crew and as I go on this little adventure of ours, so if you wouldn't mind, in character, describing yourself to Frederik Sneakle.
I am a
Right now?
tabaxi monk with what is?
I'm sorry, you're a what?
I'm a tabaxi monk.
What is a tabaxi?
I'm a cat person.
She's a furry.
I am a furry. I am a real life furry.
Okay, continue.
I am 75 years old, and I've always been longing to go out for that last adventure.
That last adventure.
Well, there could be more, but if it's not, I'm excited.
Did you
for the
adventure before?
possibility. I have done a little bit of adventuring, making my way around, you know.
So, what is your interest in joining this quest?
I think it would be so fascinating to be able to get the story of what is there and who has the Fountain of Youth and what it is, to be able to take back to my clan. To be able to share it through the ages.
So you're a storyteller.
I am.
Well, that's very good to know. We can always use more of you, more myth for the history books, as it were. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. When are we sailing? I'm so excited.
Well, that actually kind of depends on whether or not I can get enough people to staff my ship. So, do you know anything about sailing?
I'm sure I can learn very quickly.
That's all I'm looking for.
All right.
So, if you would like, I do have a bit of savings stored up for this very occasion. I have reserved 2 different rooms here in the pub. If you would like, if you do not live here in River Run, you may stay in one. You are welcome to stay in one of those rooms. Otherwise, you may go back to your residence. We are meeting here in the morning if I get enough people, and if not, when you get here, I'll let you know.
Alrighty. Thank you so much.
Very nice to
It
meet
was
you.
very nice to
Nana.
meet you. I hope to see you again.
Okay, the brunette woman opens the door for you, and as you walk out, she sticks her head out and goes, "Next!"
Hello?
Hello there, my name is Frederik Sneakle. It's very nice to meet you. May I have your name?
I'm Miss Turnip, but you can call me Granny. Or my stage name.
We got Nana and Granny.
Isn't going to be an issue at all.
Ben, are you Grandpa?
My stage name, I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm very famous, or at least I used to be.
I don't know, I have trouble keeping up with
Yep,
the
I am the
news.
great Elphaba Fiero. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you're a performer
Yes.
of sorts. Okay.
Yes, I am totally a performer.
I'm sorry, I've gotten kind of old and deteriorated over time.
Don't worry,
you
honey.
understand.
You're
What
just
did you look
fine.
like to me?
I'm, as you can tell from my voice coming from below you, I am a halfling, but a whole 3 feet tall. I'm very proud to be so at my age. Yes.
Yes, of course. I get it. I've lost at least 5 inches by now.
Yep. Yes. I've been in theater all my life. Yep. And
And what is your interest in joining this? You do realize that your life could possibly be at stake.
that's okay. It would be a great adventure. Like the one time I was in Peter Pan, and I played Tiger Lily, which was quite fun. But there's a great line in there that says, "To live is a awfully great adventure, and to die is an awfully great adventure." And I'm ready for one of those. And I would like to return to the stage if we find the Fountain of Youth, and come back as what was it? Esmeralda Fluffy Pants. I don't remember.
Well, I have no idea. I've never heard of that play before, but it sounds like you have a very good head on your shoulders, and I would love
Yes.
for you to join my crew.
Yes.
Are you interested?
I am very interested. I think I have a lot to bring to this. I have 150 years of wisdom to add to this crew.
All right, great. Are you from River Run, or have you come in from out of town?
I come from the thriving metropolis of
Throws dart.
You got a crossbow bolt.
Acresia.
Acresia.
Acresia. And I've been in their great opera house there for many years, but I've also worked around, just great cities.
Well, I haven't traveled around very much in recent years, but I was pretty sure that Acresia was a farming community.
With a great theater.
Alright, well, it was very nice to meet you. Do you mind if I just call you Granny?
That's fine, honey.
All right,
You're good.
perfect.
Okay. Thank
Betty,
you.
if you don't mind. Okay, the brunette woman opens up the door, lets you out,
Alright.
yells, next.
With
Okay.
the snack.
Before I walk in, first things first, I use Fiendish Vigor, which I've already done. I have 8 temporary hit points now. And I would like to... Are there any fish or people with innate swimming speeds within 120 feet of me?
You are inside a tavern in a back room. There are barrels of different kinds of alcoholic beverages around the room. There is a desk in the center. The man is sitting at the desk. There is a woman off to the right of the door.
So there's no swimming creatures.
Not unless they live inside of alcoholic barrels.
Good! It's quiet!
The
That's a good
alcohol
sign.
leeches.
I do the kind of little chicken dash where they flap their wings for additional speed to move forward. I just...
Oh, you're a bird, I forgot. The brunette woman notices the man sitting at the desk does not seem to pay any attention to that.
Good. Yes. Hello, yes.
Hello, my name is Frederik Sneakle. It's very nice to meet you. May I have your name?
Many call me Jackdaw.
Jackdaw.
Jackdaw, yes.
You have very soft hands.
Oh, thank you, yes.
Okay.
My wings are up here, but it's fine. Alright, so... I hear you be looking for the Fountain of Youth.
You're a cook, correct?
Yes, I'm a Aarakocra.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I have, angel wings and I have actual arms.
He does have feet.
Yeah.
He's a
And
guy.
then
I'll look this up
I have
for you.
claw teeth. Unlike the Kenku, my wings work.
Unlike the Kenku, you can speak.
Unlike the Kenku, I'm fun.
Unlike the Kenku, you're worth playing.
Thank you, are so disappointing.
How you be
I quickly change my character to a Kenku.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Jackdaw. Do you mind explaining why you want to go on this quest, and do you realize that your life could possibly be in peril?
Peril! Lad, you don't know the meaning of the word. And in a very shaky hand, I hand a slip of paper. It appears to be pulled out of the recipe book of some kind. So this is a sacred text.
Make an insight check.
But on the other side,
Am I bad at that?
good!
Oh, wait, yeah.
That is a 14.
18.
Alright, sounds good. You notice that the man does not notice you handing him literally anything in front of his face because he is blind.
I start handing it over to the brunette. This here.
I'll take that, thanks.
This is the black spot. The dead's being called in, and they wrote it on the back of a religious document! The horror!
I'm sorry, what am I looking at?
Davy Jones is coming after me, lass.
Gosh.
He's coming to pay the debt, and I need to find a way.
The brunette leans over to the man at the desk, and you kind of hear her ask whether or not they should call the authorities, because it seems like this man is possibly wanted. And the man just shakes his head and keeps looking at you.
I'm very wanted by specifically pirates. So, now, here's the thing. I don't know exactly what your setup is like. Do you have a ship or a crew?
So I'm not sure how much of the flyer you actually read. I'm actually a retired sea captain. I do have my own ship and my own crew, but again, they're a fishing vessel that went up and down the Boss River for most of my career. So they're not necessarily experienced in traveling off continent.
I have some expendable experience.
But I have threatened to fire them if they do not come along.
I have extras if you need them. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We can totally go.
Expendable ones.
I said exceptional ones.
So do you own your own ship?
I do, yes. The Jet Jewel.
The what?
The Jet Jewel. I have not heard of it, I'm afraid. But that
I
is
look a little
all...
hurt.
He pulls out of his pipe.
So yes, actually, I'd be very interested in actually using your ship. Are you willing to lose your ship?
Well,
You do realize
10
that
years
this
ago.
is an adventure, and you do have the possibility of losing your life, and literally everyone in the crew does as well.
10 years ago, my ship was at the bottom of the sea, and being a young man, of 6 years old. I had it raised to the bottom of the
Just
desk.
looks over to the brunette and looks back.
And 10 years later, the debt's been called in, and he wants his due. Now I am a middle-aged man of 16. I'm in fear for my life. If I die now, it's not different from dying later. But if the payout wins, then that's something worth living for.
Are we like one of those people who like sold your soul to learn the guitar or something?
No! No!
I've heard of that before.
No! I'm hiding guitar behind my back. No! I throw the guitar out the window. No!
Window shatters.
Totally not that.
Totally was
I
not.
saw my sword with the banjo!
The hex lock, it's the banjo.
Ooh, I like that.
If it would put your mind at ease, I do have a small retirement saved up. I have about 150 gold. Would that interest you as possible insurance for damages to your ship and or your crew?
Yeah, sure. What do we sell?
Would you mind if tomorrow we write up a contract for that?
Whatever.
She said contract! I said your word! Oh my gosh, guys! No, I'm just kidding. Alright, sounds like a plan. Very nice to meet you, Jack Dot. Do you live here in River Run?
I live on my ship, unless you have lodgings on land, which I would like to stay in.
Somewhere Silas just like,
Upstairs. You have some rooms reserved. You may
Silence
stay in
becomes
those
the
tonight
daily
if you prefer.
contract.
We
Every
meet
time
tomorrow
contracts
at
Excellent.
dawn.
I jump out the window
Like, hold
that
on.
I threw my guitar through, and I fly up in face.
He does not notice that. He just hears a lot of scuffling around, and as soon as you went out the door, the brunette turns around and explains to him before opening up the door and yelling, "Next!"
ah, yes, hello, yes, good evening, mademoiselle. Monsieur, you must be, Frederik, yes?
Frederik Sneakle, yes, very nice to
Yes,
meet
it's
you.
very
May I
good
have
to
your
meet
name?
you. It's very good to meet you. My name is Mortimer de Riviere.
Do you need to
Come in here, boy, come in here. Stop lurking around out there. And, my cousin comes in.
The brunette kind of stops him at the door. Only one at a time, please.
Oh, we come as a set. He comes with me.
Alright, that's up to you.
Alright.
Against the wall.
So, I've heard we are looking for the Fountain of Youth, yes?
That is the idea. Do you know the story behind this?
Oh, yes,
Why,
I've heard many tales of the
fires?
Fountain of Youth, yes.
You have.
The contract.
Do you know anything about it?
Supposedly you get younger once you bathe in it or something like that, or you drink from it. I don't know.
I'm just imagining some really dirty
Something like
person
that.
bathing
So,
in
why
the
do you want to
fountain
join
of
this quest and potentially put your life in peril?
Oh, you know, sometimes
Like spirited away.
it's good fun. I'm getting older. It can't hurt. And, you know, if I go out, it's just, you know, I'm not
So you
fun
seek youth as
adventure.
well?
Hmm?
You seek youth as well?
Move this toaster.
You, if that happens, very good. If not, it was good fun.
I like your style. I like your philosophy. Very nice to meet you, Mortimer. Do you stay? Are you living here in River Run? If not, we have lodgings above, and we meet in the morning at dawn. I would love to have you aboard my crew.
Oh, yes, I'd love to stay here.
All right. I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, I'll see you. Boy, stop lurking around. Come on.
The brunette woman opens up the door, lets you out, yells, "Next!"
I walk in.
Hello, my name is Frederik Sneakle. It's very nice to meet you. What might your name be?
Ustakes.
Ustakes. That's interesting. Sounds foreign. Where are you from?
Around.
Would you also like a dart for the world?
Good luck.
Can you pronounce them?
They're not that hard.
But everybody says them wrong.
You have
I'm not-
snort? Bring snort with you?
I'm not
experience.
really from around anywhere.
I'm not really from around. I'm just from around.
Didn't really live in town.
Well, that's slightly suspicious, but I don't really care too much about that. So why are you here joining this quest? You realize your life may possibly be in grave peril.
Unlikely, but...
Why do you want this fountain?
Oh, I was told
Leave
to
the
go
elixir.
and find it.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
Do you mind me asking by who?
Just somebody important to me.
Oh, you're doing this for family. That's very good.
Yes.
All right. So, do you have any particular skills I should know about?
Oh, yes, I'm quite good at killing mages.
Looks over at the brunette. Looks back.
The mage looks over at the other mage.
You hear just that sentence as you're waiting in the other room.
So if we ever run into any hostile forces of an arcane nature, then I am quite useful to have around.
Good to know, good to know. You know anything about sailing specifically?
Lived inland most of my life.
Alright. Yeah, we live here in River Run and... Oh wait, you said you were from out of town, never mind.
Yeah.
We do have lodgings for the night. You may stay in one of the 2 rooms I have reserved. Ask the barkeep about it.
Outside
We
is
meet in
fine.
the morning at dawn, if that is alright with you.
Perfectly.
Alright, it's very nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Brunette lets you out. Next!
A little head pokes around the corner. Is Fred in here?
Yes, hello, I'm Frederik Sneakle. Very nice to meet you. And he holds out his hand and just waits for you to get there.
It doesn't really shake it. Still kind of by the doorway.
Kind of just looks over to the brunette. It's still by the door. Do you mind coming inside?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank you. Shuts the door behind you.
Instantly on edge.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hi, it's very nice to meet you. I already gave you my name. Can I have yours?
Jolyon.
Jolyon.
Yes.
Oh, that's adorable. I love it. It's kind of like joy, isn't it?
I suppose.
Jolliness, I suppose.
Yes. Still nervous.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm 12. This is my little friend, DeRoche. Holds up a little rat.
He does not look down at your hands because he is blind. You can make an insight check if you would like.
Yeah, I've noticed he's blind. Do his eyes look funny?
One eye is completely white, the other one is about 80% white.
Okay, to the lady, mentally. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Why?
He looks scary.
That's a little bit rude. He's blind and old.
He looks scary.
He'll get better.
Okay.
Just eat the cinnamon roll.
And she kind of just goes over and like awkwardly pats your shoulder and then walks back over to the door. So, why are you here on this quest? Do you realize your life could possibly be in great peril?
What's peril?
Danger?
Oh.
There is a possibility you may not make it back if you go on this quest because there are dangers out there that I cannot foresee.
I think I'll be okay. I'm good at hiding. I played lots of hide and seek. No one ever found me.
Sorry, I was distracted. Do you remember repeating that? Thank you.
What?
Do you mind repeating that? Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh, I'm very
Started
good at hide
signing-
and seek. No one ever found me.
Would you like to have a seat and talk about it?
No,
You
okay.
see the
I
child
don't like sitting.
therapist.
Makes me nervous.
How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
12.
And what are you?
I'm a halfling. So I'm like probably, what, 1 foot tall?
Granny's gonna adopt
You have 2 grandmothers who
I
will
know.
adopt you already, and they have not met your face.
Yeah.
Not your face.
Would you like her to?
You have like 3 or 4 weird uncles.
This is really bad.
One
My
of your
whole,
uncles and aunts may accidentally
class
kill you.
feature is about helping you.
Okay.
Don't stand next to me.
What do you mean helping?
My whole pack boon is helping other people.
So, why are you in search of this fountain? You seem very young.
Well, I heard it helped
You
people and
realize it's a fountain of youth.
might make my parents young again. Didn't like that.
This kind of looks up at the ceiling. So, wait, where are your parents?
Oh,
This
they're
got way more complicated.
not around anymore.
Then, would you like to sit down? I'm serious. The
I'm
chair
okay.
is right
Are you
there.
sure you wouldn't rather work in a sweatshop or something?
I couldn't get up on the chair anyways, probably.
Do you know what the Fountain of Youth supposedly does? The myth behind it?
Makes you young.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Are your parents still alive and old?
They're old. I suppose.
Child,
going to
not
find
say
it.
in good conscience that I feel okay with you trying this.
Then,
Is there anything you can do to prove to me that you are capable of defending yourself at least?
I'm gonna go
what
one
can I do that's
side.
not deadly?
Corbin, yes, I would like Granny Turnip to come back looking for her glasses glasses at this moment.
You do so.
Wait, karate chop the
I
table.
want
Brunette is about to punch you in the face because you opened the door without you doing it.
This
Oh,
table
don't
does
worry,
piercing damage.
dearie. Okay,
My
I was
character,
just-
my character immediately ducks around behind the desk on the other side, and that is a 25 to stealth.
I'm
And
looking
it's gone.
for. Did
Cannot
you
see
see
them
where
at
I
all.
put my glasses? Because I'm pretty sure I have them, and I can't remember where they are. I don't know what I did with them. And
Have you checked the top of your head?
oh, Terry, you're so good. You are so good. I put them back on, and I would like to roll an investigation check.
I'm hiding them really well.
He has a 25 to stealth.
And I'm 1 foot tall.
Better be really good.
Better be real
Behind
good.
the desk.
Yep, that was terrible. Never mind. All right, then.
Alright, so if you wouldn't mind going and staying in your room again, please, and thank you, bye.
All right. You know, it's so
You're out.
funny. I heard a sound that sounded like one of my grandchildren. Oh well.
Don't worry about it.
I wander back out.
Tiny child, you can come out now.
Okay. Comes out slowly.
Were you hiding?
Yes.
I want you to feel like you can at least be safe, at least with me and Letty here. Can you do
Okay.
that for me?
He's willing to trust you. A little.
Just a little bit. Alright. Sounds good. Now, back to what we were discussing. Is there any way you can prove to me that you can at least defend yourself if something horribly goes wrong?
Mentally to the old man, because that's who's talking, I assume. I have mind powers. Teleport. I'm good at hiding.
You see him kind of twiddle his fingers. Alright. I'm going to call this a probationary basis. If we get to where we are sailing to, and something goes horribly wrong, you are stuck on the ship. Agreed?
That's fine. I was gonna look for it anyways.
Alright. Do you live here in River Run?
I don't really have a home.
Great! Alright, so I've paid for some rooms in advance. You may go ask the barkeep if to go and stay in one of those. There are going to be several other adventurers who are already on board this adventure, and we're going to be meeting tomorrow at dawn. Does that catch your fancy?
I get a room? Yay! Runs out.
The saddest thing I've ever heard.
And that grumbles that you opened and closed the door for her. Opens it again. Next!
Oh, rather, he doesn't run out. He jumps by the door and goes, he can't.
In that case,
help.
the brunette opens the door.
Micah, I have a thing in a minute.
What?
There's a thing for you in a minute.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, come in, please. Hello, my name is Frederik Sneakle. May I have your name?
Oh, hello. My name is Jensen.
For context for the viewers at home, Sam is wearing retainers, like this.
Your name is what?
Jensen.
I'm sorry, can you say that a bit louder? I'm a little hard of hearing.
Excuse me, I'm just choking on my own spit. My name is
It's gonna be payoff, trust me. Shoot, camera shoot.
Jensen. It's Jensen. I'm sorry.
Jensen.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Jensen.
my name's Jensen.
Alright, it's very nice to meet you, Jensen.
Nice to meet
And I
you
already
too.
gave my name.
Yes.
So what can you tell me about yourself? If you don't mind giving me a bit of an introduction.
I enjoy biology, archaeology, vehicle maintenance.
Do you know anything about sailing?
No.
But you said you worked on vehicles. What, you mean
Yes.
Like wagons?
Yes, like land vehicles, off-road vehicles. My
Okay.
squad works off-road usually.
Your squad.
Yes.
Do
I'm
you
part
work in
of.
the military? or
Yes, I'm
something?
a soldier.
Are you from Stonekeep or some other town?
Yes, from Stonekeep. My squad sent me out here.
I wonder why.
They said it was really important that I go find the Fountain of Youth. My lieutenant said that he'd really like it if I went and then brought some water back for him. If I came back.
So this is not for selfish reasons then?
No.
How old is your lieutenant? You can make an insight check if you would like.
Yay!
I'm 3 feet old.
I mean, giants are just old people.
Insight. This is 17.
Okay. Good enough. You notice that the man is blind and he's just staring straight ahead towards your general direction where he assumes your voice is.
He's, well, it's hard to say. I've only heard him talk a couple times. I don't know, maybe he's like 30.
So you're not even close with this person?
No, he's my lieutenant. He's my commanding officer.
Alright. Do you realize that your life could potentially be in peril in going on this little
Yes.
quest of ours? And you're alright with that?
Of course. I'm a soldier.
Why?
I always put my life on the line.
Do you realize that can also put your life in peril?
Yes.
Alright, good to know. Can you tell me anything more about yourself? Like, where you're from, what you do, whether you have particular skills for this?
Well, originally I
I
was
know
from...
you're a soldier, but...
Yes, originally I was from Stonekeep, and then of course, there was a bit of a... Anyway, I joined the army.
Don't tell me.
I joined the army after I finished college because I had to. Anyway.
Oh, you went to Grandeur!
Yes.
So wonderful to meet another alumni, and he shakes your hand aggressively.
Excellent. What did you study?
Astrology.
Oh, excellent. I had a wonderful professor who taught astrology. He was very nice.
Alright. No. Do you live here in Riverrun, or are you in from out of town?
Yes, I'm in from out of town. Yes, I
Yes,
was wondering if you had
please.
some place for me
We
to
do
stay.
have 2 rooms available. Go ask the barkeep to check you in, and we meet tomorrow at dawn if that is fine with you and your schedule.
Excellent. I will see you tomorrow.
I will see you then. Hold out his hand.
Jolyon, when you walk upstairs to one of the rooms that you were told about, that was supposedly uninhabited, you enter in and you see a bird man just sitting there. Oh, hello, son. Hi.
He just books it out.
Close the door on your way.
Nope, just close the door. And
walk
you're not
over.
going to find me anytime
Close the
soon.
door. Kids today not knowing how to close doors with their whole raising barns. I was raised in the barn. It was a nice barn.
I can see the calculus equations dancing around your face. Alright, so during the night or during the early day, is there anything in particular you guys would like to do?
I'd like to go downstairs.
Innkeep! Around for the house on me! Now, my boys, what you need is a good song! A good song!
Oh no, no.
The barkeep starts passing out alcohol to everyone.
A real
except
bard.
for Joe.
I got it the second time around, okay?
Alright.
Continue.
Okay.
You get to drink, you do not.
His
Sorry.
voice changes.
You get to drink, you do.
That's
I
life.
have some water.
That's life.
Alcohol.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. That's life. That's life. And I can't deny it. Sometimes I think of cutting out, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it.
It's too small. What happened?
Would you
Pass
all?
out?
I'm
Medicine
downstairs
check!
for a drink
What would
and
you
I
like
walk
to
right back
do?
upstairs.
Alright.
Medicine check.
Who is in the room?
As soon as I was handed my drink, I'm walking back upstairs, so I don't know where that place
Who
is.
else is in the room?
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down,
You're right,
over and out, but I know just one thing.
You guys
Each
can
time
make medicine checks
I
if you
find
want. Or
myself
perception checks.
flat
your
I would
choice.
like
On
to
my
pull out my
face.
accordion and accompany him.
I pick myself up and get
I
back
got a really good
in
medicine
the
check for this
ring.
guy.
Performance, Anna.
That's life,
amazing.
that's
Why
life.
not?
And I can't deny it. Many times I've fallen cutting out, but my heart,
Watch the spell. I rolled a nat 20 on a medicine check, Corbin.
I rolled a 14 on performance, and I am playing the accordion along with him. I have not noticed that he's passed out, and I'm continuing to play the accordion.
Hannah, everyone around you seems kind of enraptured by the fact that this man just passed out, but there is someone very close to you who kind of leans over and gives you a gold piece just because he feels bad.
Oh my gosh.
I am not here.
I'm using one of my leg
I'm
talons
outside.
to clamp a pillow over my ears as I drink
Somewhere.
upstairs in my room.
I'm easily hobbly over there.
When you make your medicine check, you notice that he is not breathing, his heart has stopped beating, and his body is starting to go a little bit colder than it probably should be.
Oh gosh.
What I'm saying is he's already dead.
What?
Hun?
It died.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
If you don't mind getting up and, like, going to your room if you're going to be all, spastic.
He does not respond because he's obviously dead.
Barkeep gets a little bit concerned.
Sir. I think he's dead.
He's very
my
dead.
tune to the funeral.
Now, Vraymont comes downstairs,
There's
sees
another
this,
woman that turns
and
around
is
gives
horrified.
you a gold piece, like, oh my gosh, yes, yes.
Cousin! No! He goes over. He shakes him. He's not waking up. It's very tragic.
I start playing
He
the
starts
Amazing
crying.
Grace.
Sir, I'm sorry. I think your cousin is dead.
I'm so sorry, darling.
Mortimer!
Excuse me, sir, who is next of kin?
Yeah, I was a distant cousin, I would say.
Alright. Do you have any
Nearest
preferences
kin.
or know if he has preferences on what you would like to do from this point forward?
I think the best thing to do would... Oh, gosh. Oh, why did this happen?
Oh,
Mortimer.
gosh. Oh,
I
God.
told you not to go. You're hot.
I would like to direct
I-
this young man to a chair to calm down.
We must send his body back home.
Alright, we can make arrangements.
Hearing that things have lulled down downstairs, I head down and I see the body. How tall is Mortimer?
Mortimer is 6'2".
Don't forget, I'm also still playing Amazing Grace on
Back upstairs.
accordion.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
What are we going to do? Eat him?
No, I'm looking for someone else who's 4'10".
Alright, the barkeep motions over to a bouncer at the door. Bouncer goes, grabs body, moves it to a different location, and the barkeep is going to start talking to you about funeral arrangements and transport of the
Where
corpse.
exactly does the body go? Is it just thrown into the alley?
No.
Okay, good.
Most
Why, are you
likely
in the
to
alley?
the morgue,
Yes.
or possibly
So I probably don't know I'm with you.
Oh no.
you may follow the bouncer if you would like.
No, my character ran outside. He's hiding in the alley because it's safer from the Birdman.
The alley is safe.
This was my plan all along.
I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
Children
Save.
don't have logic.
I've
I'd
been
just
in
like
the
to
alley
say
my
that
whole
I'm
life. It's
sorry
perfectly
for
safe.
your
I know
loss.
what I'm doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Is there anything I can get you? It's on the house.
Oh, I'll just take the strongest whiskey you have.
I'll check the back.
Why do I feel like Mortimer was never here at all and was just using this as an excuse to get free drinks?
It's just an illusion.
He's
I would believe
an
that.
unseen
I would
servant, but,
believe
you know,
that.
seen.
All the way over to the board. So that's
you
taken
touched
care of.
Man, why are you rolling?
I haven't rolled this dice in a
As a
while.
minimum, standard characters
Now I'm
have
bored.
10
And
gold
this is
and
rolling
more than
1s and
pays
20s
for
like there's
drinks
no
on the
tomorrow.
house.
Gotcha.
That's good and bad.
No money.
Oh, is it sad, Micah?
It's
my
free
name is
and I only have
Raymond.
2 things in my
What was your
equipment.
background?
I took Hermit, but I only took the 2 things I needed, which was clothes and arcane focus.
Is there anything I can do to
What's
help
your
you?
arcane?
No, it's okay. We had a room
Oh, this
upstairs.
is-
It's just an
An
arcane
arcane
focus.
No, it's this
Can I bring you some supper? Something?
crystal thing.
No. Thank you, Nana. I
I'm
very
sorry,
much
mine is my
appreciate your
retainer.
I'll
generosity.
always have it. Just trying to help. This is a horrible
Yes,
night.
this is horrible. I'm so sad. He was so set on going on this adventure anyway.
Why
He was so
face
excited.
the ocean?
No, it face inland.
Awesome.
Okay.
She had to go into her mind palace for a moment.
I did. I'm an interpreting major. Everything's visual. So,
I'm
yeah.
continuing to just sit in the corner and play.
Alright, is
whatever I
there
think.
anything you guys would like to do before going to bed and getting up at dawn?
I'm going to use Armor of Shadows before I go to sleep.
Alright, sounds good. please keep track of yourself.
Aye, Ally.
Raymond cries into his glass with amazing grace.
It's at will.
Bye, Allie.
Cool, because I can't do it. So.
Yeah.
I
You learn
borrowed
to
the
keep the
local
focus, like,
bakery to
do some
justify my
serious
bag of
damage.
cookies.
I asked what your
Just are you paying
dear
for that?
Hearted's favorite songs were.
I
and
have the
played all of
ingredients
them.
already.
Okay.
I'm just borrowing their oven.
You have
Good,
the
you know,
ingredients with you?
goodly or
Yes.
badly?
Well,
You let me start out with the bag
You
of
play well.
cookies. I'm just
I've
justifying.
got a +8 to performance, so
That's it.
Did you make the cookies yourself?
Yes.
also totally a bard.
That's
So
the best
Yeah.
way to make it.
It's
Can you
unsanitary.
make some kind of check to see how good the cookies are for fun?
Okay.
That'd be a cooks utensils check.
I never turned that light back on.
Yay!
Hey.
I remember
Hey,
doing
they're
Ah!
right.
I'm gonna say
She's belting. She's belting.
Turn it back!
19.
And I have dark vision. I was fine.
Ben,
These cookies are excellent. Yes. Whatever they are,
where'd
they
my
are
jacket go?
just
Where
shy
did your
of
jacket
absolute
Oh,
perfection.
it's under the pearl.
Did you read it?
As
Yes.
always.
Wait, which one? Oh, I see.
All right, so you all meet in
Really?
the tavern in the morning.
know,
It's a
that's
little
mine,
bit too
obviously.
early for patrons to start coming into here. It's mostly just whoever was staying the night at this tavern, so it's fairly empty. Frederick is sitting at a table with the brunette, who none of you actually met, right next to him. And he's waiting for everyone to arrive.
Do we?
Hello, miss. I don't think we got a chance to meet.
Shush.
My name is Nana. Or you can call me Nana.
Agreed.
Nice to meet you.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this. No, it's not
Letty.
good. You okay?
And I'm just going to say, in general, Letty probably introduces herself to you all individually later.
Okay.
To save on time, I'm going
Yo.
to say that you are all getting on the Jet Jewel and boarding it currently.
We're on the scary
You
Birdman's
are
boat.
all traveling from, of course, the town of River Run right there. You are traveling about 2 weeks in this general area.
Oh, I am gonna say that because of blah 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 backwards last night, we discussed that this is in fact in the Phoenix Triangle and that I can get there. So, yeah.
I did message you about that.
Yeah. Talking happened last night about getting there.
Okay.
I totally believe you.
I'm talking to whoever will listen at this point. So, the trick to going to the place where no man can find is to have already been there in the first place. And that is how you can go back. Yes.
I feel like I read that in a book somewhere one time.
Books are dangerous.
Books are dangerous.
Books
They're
are
big and heavy.
knowledge.
I'm pretty sure that was on a stage play, dear. I'm thinking it was, let's see, what was it? Was it Mutiny on the Bounty? Or was it, no, not that one.
Pirates of
Just hear the word
Pirates
mutiny and
of
freak
the
out.
No. My friend, there's no mutiny here.
I have
Good.
a very model of a modern major pinafore.
Okay, so
Alright, so if I may have all of your attention, please. And he pulls out the map I literally just set out a second ago.
Sir.
Alright.
Okay,
Having fun.
so I'm not sure how much all of you know from the flyers or rather rumors you probably heard around town about this
The
expedition.
billboard?
The flyers, on the billboard, yes.
Uh-huh. I
Alright,
have one.
good for you. Do they look nice?
Yes, I like them. I thought it was like a little bit, the composition was a little bit off. I think they needed to pop.
That's
a little bit
nice.
more.
Alright,
Just say who was playing the leads.
you've all met Letty. She's my older sister.
She's your little bit what?
She's
No,
my
yeah,
older sister,
right.
actually. And
Oh.
she came out about
We're
2
not
months
allowed to
ago
boys.
as a about 20-year-old woman. She has refused, and he looks over to her and kind of gives her an irritated look, and she just shrugs. To tell me the location that she was at, we did stay in contact while she was adventuring. We know she was around the island of, how would we pronounce this?
Taparakau?
Taparakau.
Taparakau?
ah, that was
Around
hinty.
around the smaller islands
Sacred
around Taparakau, the island.
Ah.
So we're going to be making our way. We're going to be making our way over there.
Was the
Any
sister's name
questions?
Letty?
Letty.
Letty. Okay.
It's
I have
Leticia, short for Letty.
I have a question for her later.
All right.
I have no questions for any.
Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, or literally anything else?
Are we
that I
there
will-
yet?
Doing something.
I'm hungry.
Did you get any sleep?
Oh, I'll
I
make you
should be fine.
something. Let's
I
go
like you.
over to the galley.
Okay.
Take you over to the galley and I'm gonna make you food. I don't know what kind of cook I am, but
I'd like to take Letty aside, or
Yes.
approach Letty. So the whole being big young thing, and that's all very good. But did you so just out of curiosity, did somebody claim they were undying and wanted to make you a deal?
Can't say that they did. Any particular reason why you're asking that?
Just because I just.
This has something to
Look,
do
if
with
somebody
your-
says I have a deal for you, it's all in your favor and it's totally fine. There's a catch. There's always a catch. Just want to make sure it wasn't that catch.
Never a catch.
Wishes.
Never a catch.
For the most part, I kind of do
read the fine
things
print.
my own way, so I don't think that's going to be
Good.
a problem.
Good. You say you live longer that way. Good. Okay. Good.
Is Letty
Because
also
of that,
old?
No,
she
she's young.
is about 20 years old when she should be in about her 90s.
That's scary.
Oh,
That goes
this is the
against
younger
all
one.
laws of
Okay.
biology.
He's freaking snaker.
Alright. I need you all to discuss
The two
which
chaos
island you're going to
magic sorcerers.
Technically,
The last
That's not how that
correspondence ended.
I read the
I
instructions.
want to say on this island up there.
Wait,
the
does
one
she
that's
not
on-
remember?
She has given last correspondence by sending
See, if
from
you open the
this
DMG.
island.
I thought Letty was supposed to be a person. Wait,
No, that's not how we started.
I'm confused. You just said she's 20.
Yeah.
She is.
Okay, so shouldn't she know where she
Yes.
was?
She's not saying.
She's not saying.
Why?
You could ask her.
Letty, so you
Insight
apparently
check.
know where we're supposed to be going, right?
I might.
But you're not saying.
That's correct.
May I ask why?
There are consequences if I do certain things that are outside of my parameters.
My
She
earfuls
signed a
prick.
contract.
Very
She's a
wide.
robot.
Can I roll Arcana?
You can.
That
Oh,
one
I'd like to
never
roll
has.
See
religion.
what happens is they just
Okay, let's see.
make you a new
Arcana.
body.
Good and bad at
That would be an 11.
Oh crap! I'm bad at that.
9.
Use Rowan's leg. Use his own
They just
leg.
Alright.
they just download your brain into a new body.
Religiously doesn't seem to be necessarily related.
Okay.
It could be. You have no idea.
Very religious.
On
It is
11,
religion.
I'm
Oh.
going to say you know that there are probably some spells that can
How
coerce
else do you
people.
think I was learned about this?
She does not seem magically coerced, or at least magically forced.
So, are you doing this of your
Arcana
own
check.
will, or is this something you're being forced to do?
It is of my own volition,
How many people have spell
in some
slots?
ways.
that sounds legit.
Go ahead.
Are you allowed to say what
Oh!
ways these
Oh, I
are?
thought you were gonna.
I
make
was
a
gonna
roll.
make an Arcana check.
Go ahead.
I also make
Thank
an
you for
Arcana
raising
check.
raising your hand.
It's a 19.
It's appreciated,
I'm such a good
school
student.
children.
23.
I'm just kidding. You're fine. I'm kidding. Sorry, what was it?
It was an Arcana check on Letty.
All right. She does not necessarily seem to be magically forced to do anything.
Okay. She's using like disguise stuff or something.
Would you like to
I
make
think
another
that
check?
perhaps we should head towards the
Yes.
island we started
Does
on
Letty
last.
seem like a spellcaster? Or is she armed in some way?
Does she smell
Attack!
like a
Does
spellcaster?
she do I smell spell slots?
She herself is a spellcaster. Yes.
Uh-oh.
How much can you...
Attack!
Hey, how much can you tell us without these consequences happening?
It's time for Ask Corbin Anything.
I cannot tell you locations, what it involves.
could always
Actually,
use the bones.
anything involving the particular thing you are searching for, literally at all.
Can you tell me why you can't tell?
Can you play hot and cold?
I cannot unless
21
you
lessons.
are
It's bigger than a shoe.
willing to look over a document with me.
What is this document?
You have to just be.
I smell fine print.
I really don't want to do this, are you sure?
Is this you, Corbin, telling me you don't want to
That
do
is
this?
Letty telling you that she really doesn't want to do this.
But also probably Corbin.
Are you sure?
I don't enter into anything by just looking at the document, do I?
Technically, no.
I have to actually sign something in order to agree to what's written on this document?
If you say the word yes, you are legally bound.
Yes, but it needs to be in audience with another individual.
Another?
So, in other words, by just looking at this document, there are no consequences.
There are no consequences unless this particular individual has an agenda with you specifically.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
We don't want to be possessed again now, do we, Jacob?
How do we get this
It
document?
depends on the mood of the individual.
Do we
and
have
what
to,
they
so we
want.
have to be in the presence of this individual to look at the document.
To look and to do anything regarding the document or anything related to it, yes.
What's about the document? Can you tell me before going in?
It's paper. Literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
Nothing.
It's just, where is this individual?
I don't think it's that necessary.
Very far away at the moment.
Everywhere
I can
and nowhere.
ask them to come.
I'd like to look over this document.
Are you sure?
I would like to go.
I'd like to look over this document.
I would also like to look over this document.
I'd like to land the ship.
Jacob's character is talking
sailing
for
to
Letty
London.
in private, so I need Jacob to come with me in private.
Okay.
Oh!
So,
Well, you guys have
remember,
talk
Jacob?
and entertain the audience.
Should I bring dice?
Yeah, we should probably all introduce ourselves to
Oh, I
each
have a
other,
pencil.
since we literally are just on the ship.
using like reverse time to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this?
What are you doing?
There we go.
Yes, hello. I am
Do you have a pen or a
Captain
pencil?
Jackdaw of the ship. I'm sure you've heard of me.
A pencil.
I will get a pen.
History check.
She wants it to be permanent.
Wait, we all need to roll a history check?
6. No,
Um,
sorry, I've never heard of a jackdaw.
Jack's ball?
Well,
Dog.
that's okay, well. Anyway, hello. I am Jackdaw. This is my ship. No matter what tentacle player, this is my ship.
You look funny.
Yes.
What
You
kind of
smell
prosthetics
funny.
do you use?
Where are your ears? Why don't you have ears?
Well, no,
I have
sometimes in
little
theater
holes.
you kind of cover your face to try to look
Oh,
different.
so he's
and
playing pretend.
I think
I like
so.
to play pretend.
No, that is very
Do you have a
rude.
costume for me too?
Yes, yes, I do.
You do.
And I pull off of my neck a necklace. I put it around yours.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I think that's a bad thing.
What does it do?
It
Just
gives you a
locate your
D4 to all
spine.
skills you're not proficient in. Yes.
How big is this necklace?
It's a compass on a string.
Ow!
Can I carry it?
You
Can I
can.
wear it?
It's only
Oh.
maybe like that big.
I'm 12. I'm like probably not even a foot tall. I'm
Opening the compass doesn't seem to work. You see, it's all pretend the compass doesn't really work, but hey, kid, why don't you hang on to it for me for a
This
while?
isn't a costume.
Well, it's part of a costume.
Oh.
It's what we call
Will you give me
prop.
the rest later?
Maybe.
Throw the
Okay.
prop
Josh
in the
Kevin
base.
boy.
But for the time
Stealing
being,
feathers.
I'm a guard.
kid, in the time being, until I pull out the rest of it for myself, why don't you hang on to that for a while?
Okay. And plus 1d4 to
Did you
skills.
find?
Skill checks you're not.
I saw a man and he disappeared, and that was about it.
Do you have message?
Not much happened.
I do.
I'm not allowed to see the document
You do?
yet.
I do not.
Dang
I
it.
told you.
I can
I
mentally
have
command.
only 2 spells that don't do damage.
Because I have
All right.
And they're still
I can
common
talk back.
spells.
So, have you as characters decided which island you are going to first?
Oh, are we supposed to decide that?
Yeah.
I,
Oh, crap, we're
I want to
starting
go
on
to
the
the
one-
big island, yeah.
You start.
It's like
Start on the
why you
elf-
go to the
no,
big
it's-
one.
Yeah, the rhino-looking one.
Yeah, the rhino-looking one.
I can't.
I
see
would
it.
like-
Starting on the one with the mountain, or are you starting on the one that's
mountain,
named,
this
or
one.
one
Where
of the smaller
she was
ones?
last.
The
Send
mountain
something.
one.
We're starting
The
where she
largest
started.
We're starting
unnamed.
with okay.
I would like to attempt to land the ship.
Would
Are
you
you
like
going to
any
try
help?
So
Why are we landing? It's like crashing.
Why are we
You
landing
can't
the
crash
ship?
it. Why are
I'm
you
proficient
landing it?
We're wrecking the
in water
ship.
vehicles, which I think
Ship
do this
crash. The ship
like
crash.
Ship
vehicle
crash.
rules. Do I have advantage using ships?
Micah.
Hi.
What?
Sailing rules. I add my proficiency to the ship's armor class. Is one of the things that happens. And is it just for navigation roll, or is it like I have advantage controlling the thing, or like?
Does
I don't know. I've never done sailing.
Does he have to roll to land it?
Because I rolled a total of 5 for a nice smooth sailing landing.
See, I would assume you just
Mine, I don't remember.
stop way angry.
Exactly,
and we go on
literally
like a
what
I
walk.
have a proficiency and I'm gonna use it. Oh, this is mine.
Oh, sorry. Literally what I just said.
Don't you have like a
Arcane
crew that
Mister.
does everything?
So I run my ship a little bit ashore. There, now we're on land. So the sea can't take the ship. It's good.
I don't think this is
What
supposed to be how
happens
we
when
do
the
that.
That's not how the ships work.
I mean, if the captain says so, it's his ship.
But sometimes the ocean has other ideas. If
What?
a man comes out of the ocean and says, I want to make a deal with you, say no!
Are you okay, mister? Okay.
No, I was hurt a long time ago.
And you took his
Is that why you don't have ears?
How old are you, young
Then
man?
gave him a necklace.
I've reached middle
It's about
age.
the
I'm
size of
16.
Honey, when you've seen a century and a half of problems, you learn to get over
I won't! I die at 25!
Just like,
Well, that's a problem.
And then you went.
Okay.
No, I mean,
You truly need this fountain of youth.
problem.
So Letty steps up to you all. So, obviously, Frederick himself cannot, and I will not allow him to get off the ship because I would like to preserve his life if I have the opportunity to do so. I myself will not be stepping foot off the ship.
Are you not allowed to?
Possibly. Okay.
Well, she
Yeah,
would
that's
say no
what
if she
this is
couldn't,
doing,
so that means yes, doesn't it?
Alright.
I take a tricorn hat off of one of my crew members. Just, Letty, here. There you go.
She's the captain now.
Takes off her hair and puts it back on.
No, I put it on him.
Oh, never mind.
on who?
You.
said
You wanted
You
the
said Letty.
laddie.
Laddie.
Okay, alright.
Does it fit me?
It's large.
Probably not too big.
You can probably hide in sight.
You're just like Boo from Monsters Inc. with little basically.
Would
hard
you
hats.
get like
You're
Too
Stuart.
big,
You are
mister.
Stuart Little.
You're right. Here's what you need. I grab a headband off of somebody else and just kind of tie it around it. There we go. Nice and snug.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I have a hat.
Okay, so now that you're on
technically
the
it's a
island,
head
what I'm
covering,
basically
not a
going
hat.
to be doing is have
Gosh.
all of you roll a particular check. I haven't decided which one. It could be a nature, investigation, or survival. You are basically trying to look for the Fountain of Youth on the island that you're on.
Do we get
I will roll
Or-
an investigation.
You mean any of the
Alright.
things
Because
that
I'm
have
going
a
to fly
plus
low
one
and do an area
in?
sweep.
I'm going to say probably
Hey, natural 20.
It doesn't matter what you're rolling.
investigation.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
Probably investigation.
no
I'm
amount
going to
of
say.
proficiencies people
everybody
have.
roll investigation?
Yes,
Very,
ma'am.
very few.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Barnum Road is great.
Yeah, it is.
I roll a
Proficient
7
in like 11
as I'm
skills,
flying.
minus-
I'm very distracted by looking at the ocean and making sure that nothing is pulling my ship into the depths.
It's
What
not
was
forever.
What's the roll?
I have no idea.
Man!
Maybe
are we rolling?
30.
Man!
Investigation.
That's a 9 from the floral.
That's a 7.
7%.
Alright. Micah, since you had, of course, the highest,
Woo!
I'm going to say that you find a set of foot tracks in the mud that start from nowhere, walk about 10 feet, and disappear again.
Do you tell us this?
They're headed in a particular direction.
I do not tell you anything. I just say, I think we should go this way.
I rolled a 22 on investigation.
You see the same
Why do
thing.
you think we should
It's
go
the same
this way?
set of tracks.
Okay.
I've got a good feeling about it.
I agree. We should go this way.
Alright, we're going this way.
How much longer do we have to walk?
What's your name again?
I'm gonna
Gustav.
How much
Are
do
you
you
telling
weigh?
the truth?
I was going to say,
I'm-
do you need someone to carry
I'm
you?
one, like, probably not even 1 foot tall.
Would you like
The island is
I
a
could
young man.
fly with you.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
please.
Now hold your arms out.
No. I run to. You're a tabaxi, right?
So
Yes.
sorry,
Yeah.
you're trying to be
You can
manipulative.
call me Nana. What was your name?
I don't think
Charlie
I'm clever
on.
enough for
And
that.
this is my friend, DeRoach.
I
Prefer
don't
more
like it
dir-
when people try to
Would you like to
manipulate
sit on
me.
my
I
shoulder?
prefer much more
Sure.
direct
There you go.
confrontation.
Then we shall get along fine.
Also, this hat is very large.
What are we talking about? Is it leaving? We should leave. Let's go.
Yes.
We just got here.
No. More inland. Let's go.
I am
So-
following. Say your character's name again?
Ustakes.
Usakes. The
I'm-
whole thing? Do we have to say the whole
Ustar.
thing?
You don't. Ustar is fine.
You could even give him a silly nickname if
will
you
give you
prefer.
Johnny
You are
Ooh.
whatever you want.
And you shall be jolly.
I will cast.
Cast
spells.
what? Cast what, Micah? I will cast one back, and then we
one
might
side
both
of
die.
the island
Maybe I
to
should
the
decide
other,
this.
it takes about a day and a half of travel. I'm saying it is
Spells.
about
I will counter your spell.
sunset-ish now. If
It
you all
doesn't
would like
matter
to
if
make
I
another
cast a spell.
investigation check. Yes,
Then we're both
Roll
in
your
wild
instead.
magic tables.
That
We're rolling
is
investigation
a-
again?
I can't see. My hat's covering my eyes.
If you're
16.
looking for something, if you're doing nature, I would say if you're doing that instead, you are particularly looking for differences in the earth or in the trees or possibly
That's what I'm doing.
things in the grass that are disturbed. You can do that as well. If you're doing investigation, basically doing the same thing, only you're not necessarily looking for something in nature. Yes.
So investigation or nature are our
Yes.
options.
Yes. What? 12.
10.
16.
Ah, it was almost amazing.
16.
3.
Not great.
You?
Could have been amazing
12.
either way.
Nature. 12.
Could have been a 13.
Investigation? Yeah.
11. Investigation.
My hat's too big. I can't see.
You have a D4 if you're not proficient.
I'm busy arguing with him.
It doesn't matter. My hat's too big. I can't see.
Gotcha.
Alright, sounds good. Ben, your character sees several more places
twitching?
on the ground beneath you because you have an aerial view of this entire thing. You see places where footprints have started in the dirt, probably disturbed some grass, and abruptly stopped. But you see it in several different directions where it seems to start in about a 500-foot area and go a certain amount of ways away from that area and then disappear again.
Huh.
Can you tell us?
So, well, first things first, I'd like to land down, take a look at it. Does it look like these footprints where it's left, do they appear to be chicken foot like me?
No, they seem to be the feet of a very large humanoid thing.
With a boot?
They
So,
are
so
foot.
these footprints, they walk for about a and then about 500 feet later they appear again. And it's not a person who can fly like me. Maybe they can
That
fly,
must be the Slenderman.
but not like me. Does the
I told you about this.
Does the Slenderman have tentacles?
Does the Slenderman have tentacles, Corbin?
You didn't notice any.
Not that I saw.
Okay.
That
So
would be
he's
a no.
not all the
Translation is a no. I'm trying to be easy, please.
Like I said, I went in there. I saw a very tall man who was slender, and he talked. He said, "Not yet," and he just disappeared.
So G-Man came.
So he's
You
not
actually, Jacob, your character
Old
would have
Hog.
also noticed that he is slightly fey-like.
He seemed a little fey.
Not old hop. All right.
Alrighty then.
He teleported away, and this makes me think of teleportation.
So I saw how it like picked up further away.
You noticed that in a 500-foot area, there was no footprints. At the edges of this area, footprints stop, walk away, and teleport again.
I'd like to try to follow this trail.
I think if we stop here tonight, this footprintless area might be the best spot to do so.
That means you start your investigation again in the morning. How many people agree?
Okay, that works.
Jolly, would you like
What
me
time
to
of day
hold
is
this
it
hat?
right now?
It seems pretty large.
Yes,
Something.
thank you. It's kind of big.
Alright, I'll take it.
Corbin,
Yes.
what time of day is it?
It is approaching sunset right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It took
okay.
you a while to walk from one end of the island.
Okay, that
to
makes more sense.
Towards the sunset.
You're like, what? It's
We're
like
speeding
morning,
for time.
basically. Why are we sleeping?
It's about sunset. The sun is setting.
We
so
should
if
do
you
this
set
in
up camp, it
watches.
should take you a few
Shifts.
hours. Got it.
I will take first shift because I don't have dark vision. As it gets darker, I'm not as much use.
Does anybody have dark
I'll
vision?
take
I
that.
have a dark
vision.
vision spell!
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
How do you have dark vision?
I'm a cat.
Reasons.
What does that mean, Micah?
You know.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
I'm taking first watch. Whether or not I'm taking it solo is whatever.
It's fine.
You can decide that in character.
I will take a second watch.
I'll
Alright.
take third.
How many watches are we
I head
taking?
up to you.
I think there's 4 or
wait.
5.
So
There
I have to
is
take watch.
an 8-hour sword
Can I hang
where
on
you
to my
guys are
hands for good
sleeping.
luck?
You're
I'll get
doing
back to you when I
watches at 2
end my
hours.
watch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take third.
So if you guys would like
Thank
to
you.
split off and
Alright.
two for every
I
watch,
now
you
have
can
my
do so.
talisman.
Oh yeah. Should we maybe like pair up people who have dark vision with people who don't?
Jolly, you can come with me for the last
I
watch.
have an explorer's pack, so I think there's
We're
torches
up
in there.
early.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Alright.
I'll take a middle of the night watch. I don't mind.
You know what? We should have the
Alright,
sorcerers
go
take
with
the
me.
watch
Okay.
together.
Whoever is
But you
taking
both have
first
dark
watch,
vision.
I would need you
Yeah.
to make
Well,
perception
I have to use a
checks.
spell.
Perception check.
Back and then poorly.
Are you on first watch?
I roll a 10 on my first perception watch.
Okay. Are you alone during this? Yes.
Yeah,
First watch.
no one's teamed up with me, so I'm very alone.
Sorry.
Okay, that's
Actually, I'm also up.
And does your character have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
You want dark vision?
It only comes at a price.
I'm also up.
You are also up?
Yeah.
Make the perception check, please.
She's going to do because she doesn't stay for very long.
10.
Okay, you do hear rustling in the trees, probably several hundred feet away.
Okay.
Doesn't particularly seem to be that close, but it's there.
Slowly and mildly playing on my
Who
accordion.
knows? Could be bats, could be giant pheasants, and could be a literal octopus out of the ocean come to haunt your dreams. You don't know.
Every
Could be a rival
minute,
adventuring party.
I'm using Fiendish Vigor.
I forgot what that does.
It gives me temporary hit points. It's an action. I get temporary hit points. It lasts. Lasts an hour. Every hour I'm using Fiendish Vigor.
As long as you keep track of it, go for it.
Yeah, basically the thing is I get between 5 to 8 temporary hit points.
Alright,
So
sounds good.
tell me how many hours in if anything happens, and then I can
You
roll
are
for it.
doing your watch for 2 hours. Nothing happens
Cool.
during that 2 hours. Next watch?
It's not me.
No, you two.
No, I'm waiting for someone to
I guess it's
tell
us.
me who. Yeah.
Sorcerers for second.
Sorcerers. Second sorcerers.
I slip the necklace
Hey.
back on you as I go to sleep.
Alright, then I would like to cast dark vision on myself,
All right.
which also gives you opportunity if you would like to roll on the wild magic table.
Right, Micah? You have to
No,
roll a
that's
d20.
You roll.
I
a
roll
d20.
a d20
and then
if
tell
it's
me
a one,
if it's a 1.
You have to, you're the one that tells me when though.
Yeah, it's not
you
every
can-
time you can choose as long
You
as
can
it's first
choose if
level
you
or
want
higher.
to make me, and it's any time after I've cast a spell.
And you can just give yourself advantage on something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in retribution, you can instantly, at any point, make her wild magic, but then she has advantage back.
Okay.
So you can constantly wild magic and advantage.
Yeah.
If you want to break everything you've done, you can do that.
It's fun.
It's
It could be very fun.
It can be very fun.
That would be a great one-shot
And you
shoot
do it
wild
too.
magic sorcerers.
Yeah, we're both doing that.
All right.
All right, hang on, sorry.
I'm not gonna say that this is serious enough for me to make you roll, so just roll perception and tell me what it is, please.
Okay.
That would be a fun
You as well
thing
if
to
you're on the
do.
same watch.
Yes, we are on the same one.
A group
Ooh!
of, like, lovely ones, so you can cast fireball on everyone.
Ooh, I like that.
18.
16.
Ha!
Okay. Which one of you has dark vision?
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Okay. You both notice that there is a few monkeys in the trees a few hundred feet away.
It's a monkey.
They're not doing anything hostile. They're just kind of hanging out.
Fireball!
I'm naturally a barbarian.
There's monkeys. I think they're, what kind of monkeys?
The rhesus monkeys.
Ones with fur and tails who live in trees.
Oh, I know
Tree
the name
monkeys.
of them. I remember it in my second year biology book.
I could say screamer monkeys if I really want to be mean, but I'm not.
Yes. Anyway, they're very rare.
All right.
I don't think so.
So nothing else happens. Next watch.
Alright,
Yeah.
so why are you here?
Why am I here?
Why am I here?
And she dies.
Fever dream. Ah.
Ah, it's a natural one.
Some hunky.
You see everything.
I rolled a 17.
Do we
I'd
have
like to
dark
ask
vision?
the,
No,
I'd like to say,
I don't.
What are we rolling for?
are you out there, Slenderman?
Oh, okay.
They're rolling, yeah.
Okay, sorry. What you roll again?
Slugmas just giving you a hug
I
right
rolled
now.
a 17.
I don't notice.
You
I rolled a
hear
natural one.
Okay.
Slenderman, are you out there?
You hear a rustling behind you as there is a monkey that snatches one of your rations out of your bag. You are asleep in the area.
You suck.
Snatches a
I mean, if
ration
you're not here, I'm very scared right now.
from her bag,
The cat's gonna kill
notices
us.
that you notice it, and runs away up a tree.
I death glare at it. That does nothing, but I'm
It
still
ignores
mad.
you as it goes up a tree.
Just out of curiosity, I'd like to take a nearby rock and throw it outside the circle to where all the footprints are.
You may do so.
I do that.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
A rock hits the ground somewhere.
Everyone
In
hits
the
the
middle
ground.
of an island.
Clearing
with
the
a
ground.
Just one ground. One of many grounds.
I I
Oh my
quickly
gosh, we're never
glance,
gonna get through
touch the
everything.
outside
Okay.
of my foot.
I'm gonna say though, the watches are done. Nothing happens. It is now morning because it's been an hour and a half, and you guys have not gone through literally anything.
Okay. I'm going to again, picking up where I saw footprints before. Aerial search and see where they lead. Best I can.
You see the literal exact same thing you saw yesterday. There is an area of about 500 feet where there are no footprints, and then there are footprints going in random directions from the center.
Random directions.
This is a new area.
Okay, picture this is a 500-foot block.
Okay.
Footprints start here and
Okay.
walk in a direction, literally everywhere from the edge of this 500-foot thing outward.
Okay.
Corbin,
I
in
would
the
like
interest of
We
moving this along,
are-
I'd like to roll insight on the footprints.
Actually, make a perception check.
Can I do Arcana on the
Actually,
square?
no, wait, make that nature. I'm sorry.
I rolled an
That's
investigation
fine.
check.
19.
Okay, you notice that these footprints
Is
are...
everybody a tracker?
I have no idea.
They all track
They are all different ages. They did not.
How do you
Some
find
may
the
happen
enemy?
recently.
Follow
Some
runners.
are probably a week or so old and the dirt has dried.
Can I do Arcana?
Some have disturbed grass
Can
around
I
them.
roll insight on them?
Arcana?
I rolled an investigation and I got a 23.
There,
I would
for
like to know
insight.
if we are making similar
13.
footprints.
It's just us walking around in
You
circles.
are making footprints in general, because the ground is kind of muddy. You are on an island right now, and but there are different sizes in the footprints that were there.
And so, and all the footprints he found, they're all the same size.
They are all the same size.
So it looks like it's the same person making them at
Yes.
different times. Okay.
So
Yes.
that's a 13 for insight on the footprints.
Okay, you notice that the footprints are the same size all around this 500-foot area, and that they are going away from the 500-foot area, and that they're all different ages, made at different times.
12 for Arcana on the empty space where the footprints are not.
The ground does not necessarily seem magical. It does not shine when you touch it,
Thought I
and it's
would
rather
try.
disappointing.
I'd like to fly just kind of as high as I can and see if there's any like interesting features. Like, is there? Oh, hey, there's a building over there, or like that's a tower, or oh my gosh, I'm being shot out of the sky, or
Would rolling history make any sense?
And he zapper this
I'm not
duck.
going to stop you. It's just not necessarily going to give you any
Magic
information.
missile, though.
Oh, wait,
Jolion's just gonna run into the middle of that empty
Okay.
space.
This
You
is what we're
notice-
doing for the rest of the session.
I do have chaos mode.
Some odds all over
You
again.
guys haven't even gotten off the post. I'm kind of
It
like,
was thematic.
I was freaking out so much about the time management thing, and I don't think that's going to be an issue. Or maybe that's...
I'm sorry, Corbin, you expected this to not become a mini
She was
campaign?
gonna write an 8th page because she
I
wanted stuff
already
extra.
did write an 8 page. It's only like 5 lines down.
Anyway, okay, just
Does anybody
You said you
track
had to get up
or
earlier
have any
tomorrow.
tracking experience?
Okay. Sorry, who was doing the check for what they see in the area?
I
That was
did.
one ability.
Why
Why
would we need a track? We don't have a curtain.
Jackdaw, you notice that on the far side of the island is
what
a
ability would
very
that be?
tall
Survival.
snow-capped
I
mountain.
have some.
Everywhere along the edges of the island, it
Yeah,
seems
so would you be
like
able to tell
they are
which
sloped.
one is
Not necessarily
the
cliffs,
newest
but
set
the
of
center of the island is slightly elevated from the ocean.
No.
Around the edges of the island, there's sand. In the center, there is a
Why are
lot
we
of
here?
I would
green
like to
grass.
try.
There are several kinds of
I'm gonna look
trees.
at
Next
those
of them
two sets
are
of. They're better.
what's the opposite of the pine tree? I forgot what that classification was called. It's like deciduous trees. There are
That's
several
deciduous
small rocks
trees.
That's just
jumping
a note.
down.
They have leafy
Follow
green.
up.
I rolled a
Follow up.
16 to find out which set of
For the
tracks
leafy
is the
parts,
most,
foliage is your friend.
most recent.
You find them. They are there.
I will follow them.
They lead to the outside of a 500-foot.
I'm gonna
empty
kill
area.
you.
I fly back down and report that basically the only interesting landmark I have found is just the big mountain.
All right.
Rather than let's go
Okay,
there.
we
I'd
go
like to roll
under
I'd like
the
to roll
mountain.
religion on that Slender Man.
It's a little
Micah
bit late.
knows.
He's not doing it anymore.
I'd like
Oh
to
wait,
roll
you can. Yes.
religion on
What's
Slender
going on?
Man. Okay,
Have you
finally.
ever heard
Okay,
of the building
that
goes from this
is a
big
total 21.
to this big?
No.
You have
You think
heard
that square could
legends
be that?
of fey
What?
creatures,
Never
some of which
mind.
are very weak, some of which are very powerful. Usually the weaker ones are far more chaotic than the more powerful ones. This one seemed like a very powerful one that was lawful. And some kind of fey creature. It's tall, slender, pointed ears. Seems humanoid for the most part. Does not particularly want to waste its time at the moment. When you were
Excuse me, Mr. Eric
What was it
Cocoman.
wearing?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of that king?
I'm going to
Go
say
to a
the
very
time
high,
equivalent
very
of
large.
kings some boots, and a very fancy inlaid
Have you ever
coat.
heard of it?
No.
Like, he seems a little bit
Could
over
be
the
an
top of
imprint
his
of where that
dress.
could have been.
Not necessarily his boots or
think
his
a builder
pants,
could have
but
made
definitely
this
like the upper half, very fancy. He did have some flowers on the right side, and braided in his hair.
I mean, not impossible, but
I'd like to roll history.
You can do so.
That's
Where are we going to the mountain?
That's a total 10.
I would like to go to the mountain.
Let's go to the
Never
mountain.
met
Let's
this
go to the
person,
mountain.
and
We're
there are
going
no
to the
legends
mountain!
necessarily
What?
confirming
Would you like
what
us to
it
follow?
is that
You can if you wish.
I'm
Okay.
following.
I would like to roll athletics.
Why?
Would any of you like to check out the area inside the 500-foot
That's what I was
That's what she did.
You
Why?
mean
Have
that
no
middle
interest
area?
in
Are
it.
we
camping in there?
Hold on.
You were camping outside of it.
I thought we said we were camping in it.
Okay, you are camping.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is the area with no footprints, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Jolyon
where
just
we were
runs
camping.
inside
You were all
there.
just investigating the footprints.
No, we were investigating the area.
I'm telling you what you see.
Jolyon is bored of
We were
climbing through all
investigating
the
inside
footprints,
it.
So he
Three
runs
of us.
into
Inside it.
That's what
and
we've
begins
been
to
doing.
look around.
Would you like to make an investigation?
Yes,
check?
I'm investigating.
Yes.
We would all like to investigate.
Natural
We're
20.
fine.
Okay, you find a very large tree that's slightly at the edge of a hill. At the bottom of this tree, you find a opening that's just large enough for possibly a medium-sized creature.
Okay. I
So
rolled a
the
22.
only shelter
Do you have
around
dark
us,
vision?
where we probably set up
I
camp,
poke my head in.
We
is
were-
where the thing is.
We were sleeping inside the circle.
You weren't checking trees.
All right, I would like to
I
follow
looked-
I
this.
was looking for an
I
he
would
was looking
also-
at top
I saw
down.
them too.
You guys were looking
Since
at
Jolly
footprints.
was
You were making
yeah,
Yes.
I
observations
was
about the person
I
who
would
was
like
there.
to follow you.
Sorry.
I am looking in,
No,
not quite
she
going
investigated
in.
inside
Can I
circle.
see well?
I did.
At all.
You. Let me bring up my thing. Oh, memento.
You like to call an adult who can see in the dark.
Hi.
Would you like to
I
call
have a
another
little
adult
torch.
who can see
I have a
I'm
little
a
torch.
cat. I can fit into
No.
where my head can
I
fit.
kind of want to see his character burn.
Would you like to call an adult
So
who can help
you
you
see
see?
a
always
hollow
find it
opening
like-
inside of this tree. The edges look like they have been dug out with tools. It looks just big enough for a medium-sized creature to crawl through.
60%.
Mhm.
I'm like
Da-da-da-da-da.
70%
You
want to see
notice
it
that
burn,
the
30% of it.
it seems to go
Yeah,
on
there's
a
one
little
big
bit.
thing back
It
there.
seems like a tunnel that's about 30 feet long. You notice the bottom of the tunnel is made of wood. The sides are carved into the dirt. There are roots along the outsides, and at the very end of this 30-foot tunnel, you see a stone wall with 2 levers.
What did you,
Are
what
we
did you
all
find
going in?
there, Jolly?
You tell me.
I
I
found
go
a
in.
little house. Runs inside.
I look inside.
I'd like
you,
to-
and then
I
follow.
will have to say though, you do have to crawl if you're going in there. It's not that big of an opening.
He's 1 foot tall.
You
He's
can run in
tiny.
there. I'm talking about the rest of you.
Oh.
I'm only 3 feet tall,
Sorry.
and I would like to follow him in.
You may do so.
I do.
Who I need?
How many halflings
Who
are
is
in
in the
this party?
front?
2.
Oh,
Jolly
he's in the
and
front.
Jolly's in the front, and I'm right behind him.
Okay, how
I'm
many of
behind
you
her.
are going into the tunnel?
I'm
Guess
going
I'm gonna go
as
with
fast
him.
as I can, but I was up in the air, so I'm probably near the end.
behind you.
I'm a child. I move fast.
I'm behind
You were
her.
on my shoulder.
I guess we could just go last.
Oh, good. In that case, I'm before you guys.
Okay,
Wait,
sounds
hold up.
I mean,
Does
I
anybody
prefer
have
being
above a
close to
56?
people, though.
Hit points?
No.
Close.
You're the only one with a D10.
Fine, you can go close.
I'm the
I'll
meat
go
tank.
last.
I will
You can
pull
go.
one of the levers.
he's in
I'll
the front.
bring up
Yeah,
the
there
rear.
isn't enough room for you to crawl around him.
Okay.
Don't worry,
she's
I'm used
There
to
are
it.
2 levers on a stone wall. What would you like to do?
I have
I
mage
probably.
hand.
Can I even reach them?
You can.
Both of them? Are they like this or like this?
They are. I'm gonna say the actual tunnel is only about 3 feet tall, maybe. The things are in the center, and it's
Okay.
literally just pull down lever.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and pull the left one.
Oh, the lever, Crump.
Right.
Chaos bolt.
Do I have to roll any kind of strength or?
You do not. So for everyone who is within this this tunnel of sorts, you are all sprayed with about 10 gallons of water. Nothing else happens. You are now in a tunnel. Most
Explicit
of you are crawling on your
language!
hands and knees, and you are now wet.
Uh,
Pull the other lever!
Oh, lever, Kronk!
Are there swimming creatures within
That's what it
120
was.
feet of
Wrong
me?
lever.
There are not.
Okay, we're good.
This is just like
I
basic
pull the other
physics.
lever.
Technically,
Why do I
we're
feel
in
like we're
the
being
ocean.
hazed?
It's not
Does,
120
when I let
Again,
go of
just
it,
like
does it go
basic
back up or
physics.
does it stay down?
True.
It
Hard down.
stays down.
Okay.
first shower
Okay, so
I've
the
had in a
floor
long
underneath
time.
the group of you drops,
Oh.
and you all land in a pile of sand. For
Oh.
those of you who are wet, which is all of you, you now have sand sticking to the water on your clothes. In front of you is another hallway. It's about a 10-foot slope down into this hallway from where you dropped into the sand. Yes.
I'd like to gently float and glide down instead of face plant.
You
They
can do
were
that.
clean
Yeah.
I land on my
5
feet.
seconds.
You now exclusively have sand only on the bottom of your feet.
I landed on
Oh.
my
Yeah,
accordion.
This is just like the tunnels in Philavandron.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, so in front of you is a
25.
long stone hallway
I've
lined
been
with
traveling
24
looking for
mirrors, 12 on each side. There is a large wooden door at the end.
So we can stand up now?
You can
break
stand
We
up.
are past the first page.
Let's
Yes.
not worry about the pages.
Yes,
Hold
we're
on,
in
are these
the center
funhouse
of the
mirrors or
second
regular
page.
mirrors?
These are large mirrors, about 3/4 the size of that door.
I'd
I'm
like
gonna
to
say
break
I-
one of the mirrors.
I reuse
You
Fiendish Finger.
do so.
Ah!
Aggressive.
Roll
You
a
take
D7.
1 point of piercing damage as shards of glass stick into your skin.
mirrors?
I take one
Furniture?
out.
Scared me.
Also, I need to know
mirrors?
which
Furniture?
mirror you just broke.
How many
I
mirrors?
mean,
There
it does
are
piercing damage.
12 on each side.
I
I
break
would
the
assume
closest
so.
one on the left.
Like
Closest one on
a
the left,
Like-
nothing
a
else.
Like
full
a
body
mirror,
mirror.
like a frame or one that you
Yeah.
Ooh, we're breaking
You just
mirrors?
now broke a mirror and took 1 person piercing damage. Yes, Ben.
I would
7 years
like
of bad
to
luck.
Mage Hand tap mirrors and see if Mage Hand goes through any of them.
You do so, and it does not.
I'd like to fire an arrow at the farthest mirror on the right.
I duck. And
Why are
scream.
you?
The mirror breaks and would have hit someone if there was anyone there. Nothing else happens.
Okay.
many
I
years
start,
of
I
luck
start
do you
progressively
want?
breaking all of the mirrors on the right.
No, it's good. If he takes all the bad luck for us, then there's more good luck for us.
Stop breaking the mirrors. Maybe we need
Okay.
them.
Jolly.
That looks fun. I want to do it.
3 of us are sheltering. No. Both of us have decided to shelter
Aw.
Charlie, and we're also in a corner.
Tell me your secrets.
The mirrors on the right.
I
you
am
said?
giving him a death glare again.
Okay, first, like going from the farthest to closest and
Yeah,
stopping
we're
if
both
anything
dead.
happens.
Grandma.
Okay. If you are within 5
It's a
feet,
line
you
of
can
it.
take
One
one
mirror.
You can take 1 more point of piercing.
So
I
proud.
yeah,
for
If
the
you are
general
not,
party?
nothing else happens.
Sam
The ground is
really
now
wants
flooded
to
with
know.
broken glass.
Jensen will not.
At least not if you attack us from that angle.
I can fly.
Let's look at the party.
I hope the mirrors weren't
Oh, this is
important.
what boots are for.
I can't. My bond says
Never
that
trust
those
mirrors
beside
in
me are worth
caves.
dying for.
I think I'm sorry.
Unless
What's
not
at
fighting
the
beside
end
me,
of
they're fighting
the...
against
Was
me.
another mirror?
And
Is
Just
this
a
a
door.
door?
The end of the hall is a large wooden door.
Large wooden
I'm
door.
going to the door. This
Yeah,
is-
I'm going to, again, do the little chicken flutter fly over there.
To
Mostly
the
avoiding
door.
shards of glass on the floor.
I'd like to walk over there, glaring at the mirrors on the left.
Are any of you not wearing shoes?
Why?
Well,
You
I'm probably not wearing shoes, but I'm being carried.
I'm not wearing
Yeah.
shoes, but I'm doing my flutter flight to try to avoid glass.
If you are walking over the glass without shoes, you take 5 points of piercing
Wait,
damage to
hang
get
on.
to the other side.
Can my invisible
Unless
servant
someone is
get
carrying
that
you or
word?
otherwise
Is it
something
chicken?
else happens.
Yeah.
They have a strength of like 1.
Okay, never mind.
That was funny.
Gosh,
I mean,
Paranoid
how do
of
you carry
mirrors.
him?
Don't
Okay.
put the mirrors there if they're not for anything.
they are for something.
Yeah, don't put
And
a
he
door.
broke half of them.
Correction.
+1.
I broke 7 of them.
And I tapped the rest.
Okay. What would you like to do?
We were definitely supposed to use
I use the door.
a
I'd
light
like
puzzle
to
with those.
put my
Yes, I have boots.
ear to the door and see if I hear anything stabby on the other side.
Make your perception check.
How would
Never
you hear
trust
something?
mirrors in a cave.
That is a 7.
You do not hear anything.
I'm too busy thinking about
What
what's
if they
what's
show the
behind me.
future now?
I'd like to take a piece of the mirror and I'd like to throw it at the door.
Okay, there's now a shard of mirror that bounces off of a door.
I duck.
Does the door have
Yes.
any handles or keyholes?
I had a
It does
question.
have a handle,
I don't know
just
if it got answered earlier, but if you stand right in front of the mirror and look at it, does your reflection look exactly like you, or
Yes.
is it?
It is like a regular mirror.
It's a regular.
Because
okay.
that's what it is.
That's what I wanted to know.
Because it's a regular mirror.
Can you take the mirror off the wall?
They are attached to the wall, but if you make a strength check, I will allow you to.
I will make that strength check.
I would like to
Natural
go through the
1.
door.
So wait, do I add my strength saving
You
throw to
just
strength
walk
check?
through the door.
I know, I'm done.
What?
Walking through the door.
Just your
Walk
ability
through the
modifier.
door.
If it's athletics,
Open
you
the
add
door.
it.
That's a total 23.
What if the door's
Okay,
locked?
you take off a
Chaos
giant mirror that is about 3/4 the size of an actual door.
You now have a mirror.
You can carry it around if you would like. You can set it.
All right,
What do you
open
go,
the mirror,
Warlock
open
just
the door,
Eldritch Blast
and we'll
everything?
hold the mirror in front of us.
Okay.
How about I just
Wait, can
acid
the door-
splash
Okay.
the door?
Does the door just
Alright,
open?
Open it
Yes.
quickly,
I can
and I'll just shove the mirror through.
green flame.
Okay. I open the door.
Okay,
I
nothing
infest
happens.
the door.
It doesn't open, or Jacob's character is now holding a mirror
In
inside
front
of
of
the
a door.
door frame.
I like to cautiously start moving through.
Would you like to look around the room? You
I
just
would like to look around.
He's holding a
Don't look,
giant
just
mirror in
walk
his
through.
face. You're holding a giant mirror in your face. You can't
Micah,
see
if he gets himself killed, that's one less person, though.
You have just entered through this door. For every red little thing that is there is another door to another room. Not all of them are actual doors. Some of them are archways. A lot of different ones. This is going to be a hallway. You notice where the doors are. These two are arches. The rest are actual doors. To your left, you see a sitting room that has a fire that is still burning in the hearth.
So wait.
To your right,
That's what
you
I
see
want.
a library.
When you're smoking a
Okay,
pipe
so
or
wait.
something.
We entered this door.
At the end of
This
the
one?
hallway, you notice a pair of armor that is holding a shield. Holding a shield and has a sword at its side. It cocks its head to the side, but otherwise doesn't do anything.
Wait,
It
the armor
moved?
is moving?
It cocked its head to the side. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's doing
The
anything.
one in front of us.
It is right here.
Okay.
At the end of the
I hold up the mirror towards it.
I reactivate
I
Fiendish
move
Finger.
forward, and I cautiously open this door to peer inside.
It's an archway. You can just walk through.
Oh,
It's
this
the
one?
sitting room with the fire.
I thought
These
we
two are
opened this one.
archways. The rest are doors.
I thought we
Otherwise,
opened this one.
I know, we just
You
walked
just walk
through.
through
it.
that
You were
one.
on my shoulder.
Okay, and this archway, what is in this?
That's the sitting room, right
That's
there.
the sitting
Okay,
room with the fire.
what's in the sitting room?
It's a nice
It's a
room.
sitting room.
Okay.
This room has 2 chairs and 1 sofa centered around a bearskin rug.
Are the
4 potted plants rest in each corner. A painting of a
Alright, we'll break
fountain
them all.
surrounded by cherry blossoms. A tree
They
sits
have
above the
eBay
fireplace
knocking over
next to a
boxes.
cross tapestry that reads "Home Sweet Home."
Okay, I'm sorry, Corbin, but Ben has like made me paranoid of things in caves.
I have 2 questions.
You are technically inside of a house right now.
Question number 1: is the furniture normal size, or would it match the size like the footprints we saw outside?
It is the size of a normal sofa.
Question
They are
number 2:
normal sized things.
I would like to go look at that painting of with the fountain and cherry blossoms, and like see if there's a title, an artist, a secret map on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
Okay. Make an
It's probably a
investigation
safe.
check.
I'd like to call out to the armor. Who do you serve?
I would also like to investigate the area.
Hand
it
me my white
seems
D8,
it-
please.
Oh, I'm gonna,
Or D20, sorry.
you know what? I'm just gonna hand you the whole entire pile because I don't want to jump in.
Oh, coolly. I roll another
Okay.
22
It
to
seems like a
investigate.
normal painting.
Excellent.
The armor points over in a direction farther down the hall.
Wait, the armor's moving?
To the left?
Yes.
Yes.
That way.
It has been established the armor moves.
You are
Can you
facing
speak?
this direction. The armor shakes its head.
Are you hostile?
Shrugs.
Can you feel love?
Which
I walk up to it
Sadness.
and I give it a sad hug.
Like
I'm sorry, friend.
it gives you a hug and seems to tower over you.
I
It
mean,
gives
I'm
you a
5'10",
little-
so it towers over me.
It gives you a little bit of a pat on the
I
back.
wrap my wings
thought you
also
were
around
4'10".
him.
Do you know what
Sorry,
these
410.
mirrors do? Are they special in any way?
Shakes its
no,
head.
there's just.
Are they
mirrors.
used for something besides looking at yourself?
Shakes its head.
Then why am I carrying this around for? Why were there so many?
You're an idiot.
Yeah, what's... Yeah. Okay.
I threw it back into the
Anyway.
hallway it came out of.
It breaks.
What direction did the armor point in?
It pointed down the hall.
Oh yeah, I'm like here
12
hugging the
to
armor.
investigation
Going this
of
way.
the room.
Which room?
The nice room.
I'd like to move up here and peer into
The
this
sitting
room.
room?
Extra special in there?
Maybe we should
Um,
roll it.
you
We
do.
should determine everything that's
You
going on.
noted.
I'm
what was your
helping.
investigation?
12.
Hold on, I'm helping because I'm on
Oh.
your shoulder, so you have advantage.
Yay!
I'm also
It's still
investigating.
12.
Okay.
I'm also investigating.
One room at a time. I'm starting in sitting room. Sorry.
Alright, I'm investigating with her and I rolled a 22.
Okay, perfect.
Better than mine.
That's why I'm inserting myself at this point.
So you actually find. So in a corner, you see a statue of a woman that is frozen in a defensive stance. She's wearing armor, has a quiver attached to her back, and there is a long bow leaning against it.
Is that this room?
Is the statue
That's the
frozen, or is it a statue of someone
It is
frozen?
a statue of a woman that is frozen in a
Okay.
defensive stance.
With
So the statue
items
itself is not
that
frozen.
are also
Nice.
frozen?
Okay.
It's
No.
what it's depicting.
No, I know. I just wanted to clarify.
Are the items on it as well frozen?
No, she's not frozen. She's
Petrified.
frozen in a stance.
I was describing what stance she's in.
Yeah.
There,
Did she roll a
quiver
charisma
on her-
saving throw to
the
look good?
quiver on her the quiver on her back is attached and is actual stone. The longbow leaning against it is regular.
I will take the longbow.
Okay, you can write down in your inventory you have a longbow of sounding. Ooh. Does anyone have identify?
Can I
Fine,
look
take
peek into this room?
You can.
And I have a question as soon as you're done with that.
Oh, you know what? Wait. You got a 22 in investigation, correct? Okay. You also find underneath one of the chairs is a lovely cap. It is made of ermine and has platinum brooch set with tiny sapphires. It is worth about 250 gold if you were to sell it. There's also about
But worth so much more if you
37
wear it.
gold pieces of loose change between the sofa cushions.
How much gold?
27?
37.
37. Thank you. I would need that.
Wow.
We're already rich.
You guys can divvy it up how you'd like. Okay, so the
I'm gonna hang on to
library.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Go for it. I got the longbow.
I mean, you know I'm gonna share probably. It's fine.
I actually
Okay.
use longbows.
basically, the library, it just looks like there are bookshelves lining the outside of most of this entire thing. There is a desk towards the center of the room, otherwise it's just the two archway doors.
I'd like to turn over to the armor and say, can you move? Like, can you walk?
Walks forward closer to you.
Oh, I guess we're not hugging anymore.
You're still holding the hug.
The armor is trying really hard to roll its eyes.
Find it!
What is your purpose in this place? Can
What?
you write?
Yes or
is
no
your name?
questions?
What?
It motions
is
you
your
over
favorite?
to the desk. On the desk is a hand-drawn picture of a set of armor with a fey-like humanoid creature, and he turns it over and shows you the back. On the back is written, let me find where it is. It is signed Clatter and Siegfried, and has the date.
Are you Clatter? Ah,
Not said.
Siegfried, a tall man that likes to teleport.
Not said.
And he's kind of fayish.
Not said.
I think I have met Siegfried. Is this his house?
Not.
Can you tell him we said hello?
Shrugs.
Ah.
On the... Not on the back of that. I take, I don't know, paper out of my inventory. Do I have paper?
I have paper. Do you
Can I have paper?
Sure, here you go. I also
What
have
is
an
your
empty book.
purpose in this place? And I give him the paper and a pen.
Okay. He writes down on a piece of paper to guard and protect.
Against
So if we were
what?
gonna steal something from here,
Invaders.
theoretically,
How am I doing?
How would you rate your
We are searching, not invading, so I'd say just fine.
5 stars?
You know, we totally didn't break all those mirrors.
You
10 out of
somebody
10
out there
would
broke a
probably-
bunch of mirrors. You should probably check on that thing.
So
Somebody
my
dropped
question is,
those.
behind where that suit of armor was there like a door right behind him or anything?
There is a door right behind where the armor was. The armor was standing in front of this door.
Is there anything nasty in this house?
Points to you.
Nods his head and points over to this direction.
Ooh, we should go investigate that.
Is there, do you mind if I go into the room behind you? Alright. And as I walk in, and friend, take some time, find yourself.
Nods his head. Sadly.
And I walk into that room.
All right, you have walked into the greenhouse. Through the door, there is a large room covered with.
Where is everybody?
Okay, there's a large room covered in a variety of plants that are overgrown, that have overgrown their pots.
Everybody.
A low magical light glimmers from the middle of the room
I know.
and
I think we've
sitting above a
investigated our room
pedestal.
enough. We should
There's a
leave our
small
room, go
gray
find
rock
everybody
sitting
else.
on the pedestal's cushion. It seems just the right size to fit in your fist.
Okay, describe that last part again.
There is a pedestal with a small gray rock about the size, perfect size to hold in your fist, sitting on the cushion of the pedestal. Above it is some kind of magical light.
I'd like to make an Arcana check on that, see if I can figure out if there's anything dangerous about it, or useful about it, or like, does this thing look okay to handle? And that is...
I would like to leave this this room and enter the hallway.
18.
Alright, you notice that the light above it is magical, but the rock itself, the pedestal, and anything else in the room does not necessarily seem magical at all.
I caught on the hall. Maybe it's a key.
I'm going to pick up the rock.
You hear in your mind, just you.
Okay.
Well, it's about bloody time. Oh my gosh. Do you know how long it's been since I've had someone to talk to that can speak?
No, I don't. Tell me.
It's been about 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks without a friend. That's all right.
Was he speaking verbally or mentally?
Speaking telepathically to whoever is holding the rock.
You know, but Ben, is your character speaking?
I'm speaking mentally because
Okay.
I'm a telepath too.
I'm still just going down the hallway. I was pointed.
So what's your name? And as I'm talking to him, I'd like to make a nature check for a flower. Just a pretty flower in the room.
You find a daffodil in the corner.
I fucking daffodil.
Okay, that's nice.
And
Screams and
as I'm
agony you
talking
tear from the earth.
back and forth to the rock, I'd like to walk out and walk to the suit of armor. Now, if you find someone you find a connection with, give them this.
You're just turning him into an iron golem.
It puts one hand over its heart and grabs the flower. It pretends like it's sniffing it, but it can't because it doesn't have lungs.
I'm gonna seduce this armor briefly.
Are you trying to get inside that armor?
Yes!
Oh!
Is he proficient in himself? Because then I'm safe.
Okay.
Make 20 consecutive con saves.
Worth it.
Okay, so the rock explains that it did have a different name, but the master of the house calls it Clunk.
Clunk.
Clatter. The details. What's going on?
And the
I
idiot
made
over
new
there
friends.
in
Clutter.
the,
Her,
Flutter.
with the rocks.
Clang.
His name is Clunk.
The rock is speaking to you.
Say hello to Clunk.
Ah, yay, more morals.
Ah!
Someone else, come here.
Everybody else is coming.
What's the rock's name again?
Which one?
This is
Clatter.
Clatter.
Clatter. I put Clatter's hand, chink, as well. Are you hearing anything from Clatter?
From Clatter speaking? No.
Is that the rock talking, or is that you talking?
No, that's me, sorry.
Does the rock hear Clatter talk?
No.
Oh. I was hoping we would make a connection there. I'm sorry, Clatter. Next time.
That's
So
why
we
I
have
appreciate the...
Clatter. We have Clunk. Clatter, is anyone else in this house?
Not this time.
Is it the nasty
I'm
or
your
is there
friend.
somebody else?
Great. What?
There's two different things.
You're ridiculous.
There's multiple
Pointing to
things.
you.
Not.
You said there was a dangerous thing.
Shrugs.
Is a dangerous thing
Where
hostile?
were you
in
with?
this room with everybody else.
I was with him.
Voices.
Okay.
Does the
Ask
dangerous
him
thing
where
need
you
a
are.
friend?
Micah, where are you? Not.
We're going down the hall
Do you need a
where
friend?
the robot pointed.
Okay.
This is the perfect opportunity!
What are you doing?
Take the daisy! Go, confront! I know women can be scary, but it's worth it!
Have a minute.
I have a gourd. It's
You have a
somewhere.
gourd. Where's
Okay.
your gourd?
Do you want me to roll
Is it over
persuasion
here
on
somewhere?
that?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Where's the gourd?
Where's my...
Where is
gourd?
everybody?
Oh, is this
I'm
the gourd?
confused. So,
Yeah.
Ben is
There we
in
go.
here.
We-
You are heading down the
Yeah,
hall.
we're
Back
heading
out
down
to
the
meet up
hall.
We
with
just
Jacob's
are
character.
now in the hall.
Okay.
We're
This
heading
is
down
the
the hall.
library
There might be
where
traps. I
Is it
don't
just
care.
us?
picture
Yeah.
was found.
Yes. You have not searched the rest of the library.
What
Clatter just showed
Don't
up.
kill
Alright.
each other or
And you guys
yourselves.
walk
I
or
would like
both.
to go into this room.
I can't
Oh, that's a
make
good
any
idea.
promises.
Also, no
I
Are
promises.
those in the fridge?
What?
Okay.
Sodas.
Oh, you're not
Yes.
that
Okay,
person.
okay.
You figure out
Yes.
which room
Yeah.
that was. I forgot.
Yeah.
Is there any demand that I saw?
As far as
Yeah,
you know.
I'm very good at killing mages, so sorry.
They look the same.
Yes.
But I have more hit points.
Oh, that's right, because you saw the picture. Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can I
who's
counter
going
spell?
into a room next? What
Me
will
and
you
Hey
do?
John are here.
Counter
Okay.
spell.
You're going.
You won.
Yeah. I'm just we met on the trip over and
It's
never
okay, I
got
wouldn't be trying to kill you.
Yeah, like we became
Yeah,
pals.
yeah.
I'm assuming that.
You're the
Alright.
person I'm fighting with.
We're both old ladies.
Yes.
Yes.
We bonded over taking care of people.
So, you see mechanical constructs that are resting against the wall in a large room. The room is full of tools and work tables. There are wooden cabinets with labels of bolts and iron bars lining the walls. One humanoid construct made of cogs and gears stands near 4 deactivated ones. It's in speed, facing away from you, sitting at this work table and cleaning something with an oil rag.
Excuse
Oh, are we in a different
us.
room now?
Yes.
They
We
are
are
in
in here.
the workshop.
Well, yeah, you're with us.
Excuse us, young man.
Turns around, sees intruders. It's going to reach over and grab a sword and point it towards you. And in a computer voice, if you knew what a computer sounded like, it says, "Intruders."
Oh no, Siri,
Oh,
why?
you put that down
Oops.
right now, dear.
Where's the intruders?
Threaten it.
I'm scared.
We're not intruders, we're guests.
The guard let us in.
Put sword away.
Sit
I
down.
told you time and time again.
Now sit down, love, and you tell us
When people
all
come in,
about
you
yourself.
can't just show them around. You're supposed to kill them.
I am me.
Right, and do you have a name?
I'd like to investigate the room.
Unit 3, 5, 9,
Sure.
6, 5,
Oh,
2,
15.
1, 4.
Iron oxide calls me Gears.
Iron oxide?
Yes, and what can you tell me
Iron
about your master,
oxide.
Iron Oxide?
How do you
Iron
spell that?
oxide.
I'm kidding.
Yes, what's
The wizard's
up?
name
And
is
what can
Rusty.
you tell us about your master, Iron
No, it's a
Oxide?
monster.
not my master?
All right, what can you tell me about Iron
Lady
Oxide?
of the house.
Lady of the house.
She
Right.
is sleeping.
I see.
Oh.
And her lord is also here, or is she unmarried?
Not currently. The Lord is out for the day. Lady is a bit young for that.
Ah, it is his lordship's daughter. I see.
Yes.
Ah, nice. And then
What
who
do you
are
do,
your companions? I'm distracting him so that you can
Yeah, I'm
investigate
at
things.
15 to investigation. I'm looking
All right.
I'm helping. I'm helping.
I'm
Okay,
making
roll second
small,
round.
stupid small talk
So
so that they can
You
do things.
both
when I
find
find
a
If
paddle
you were
ball
better at investigation,
in one of
I
the
have
drawers.
0.
Tinker and
Not
Tinker's tools lying on the workbench.
Ooh, I can't take them because he's there.
What? I'm a barbarian at heart. I want to take all the
You
things.
can
do it. There's a paddle ball. and
Shouldn't
some
you be a
Tinker's
rogue
tools.
then? I want the paddle ball.
Get the paddle.
I have a paddle
Rogues take
ball.
he doesn't stop you.
I would like to give it to Jolly.
Kind of
paddle
listening
ball.
to this
Barbarians.
conversation
While
that's
I'm
happening
talking-
and getting used to just finding things.
Yeah.
I'd like to go
This
down
is
the
why
hall.
we can't have
Come with
nice
me.
things.
Okay.
And I'd like to
I just
peek
want
into
keep all
the
the
nasty
things.
room.
Okay.
And maybe roll
you
on some
have
I would like
made
to
your
gesture
way-
for Clank or Clatter
Mostly I just
to
want
follow
use
as
the
well.
wild magic table.
This is now Clatter. I would like to low-key kind of pocket whatever small and easily fits into a pocket without being super noticeable.
Okay. You find miscellaneous screwdrivers, screws, tiny pieces of metal,
She-
or
barbarians.
spare parts. It seems like so a few iron bars.
I'm a bard, thank you.
Was
Not class, you're just barbaric.
Barbarian? Shakal was a barbarian. I am
Yeah.
a bard.
Well, that's today. I mean, in heart.
Oh, at heart. Okay.
At heart, you're
Yes,
just
yes, at heart.
uncivilized.
She's my
Barbarian
teacher.
all the way.
At heart, barbarian.
All the way.
Okay.
Point your toes.
So the construct, seeing that you guys aren't hostile, is going to turn around and continue.
This
doing
is not
these
a
things.
bardic teacher.
You guys have made your way into the kitchen. There is another construct of sorts that seems to be chopping up some carrots and putting it in a pot filled
So
with
it's
water.
just dirty in there.
There are random sticky things
The
on
nasty
The
room.
nasty
on the
room.
counters. There are
I
dirty
agree.
dishes piled everywhere.
You have to
Someone's gonna die.
Stop beating up my game table, guys.
There are dirty dishes everywhere. There are sticky substances on the floor and random places on the cabinets and counters. It does not seem like anyone is cleaned in here or in a very long time, but it has been used.
So
Hello?
is that construct in there? Is that the scary one?
Shakes his head.
The nasty one.
There's another one in there then.
Tilted his head.
You said there was something nasty, spooky, or scary.
Points to dishes.
Ah. Do you know the one who cooks in there?
Who is holding the rock?
I am holding the rock.
Yeah, we call it. Shoot, I didn't make names for all of these. We call that one Scrape.
How do you start?
So, Scrape. Is Scrape a boy or a girl?
It's a machine.
So,
It turns around when it notices you walking in and kind of waves.
hello.
Because you're with
Bee.
Platter.
Clatter, are you
what is
friends
that?
with Scrape?
Nods.
You have a friend! Ah, so good. I wish I had a friend. Anyway.
You're probably here now. Is this a hallway or is this?
That is not a hallway. It's just kind of. This is the end of the hallway. This is
But-
connected. Sorry.
Scrape!
I ran the places.
Clatter! We should travel together inside this building. Give us a grand tour. Oh, we would love to see what there is to be seen.
Clatter gives you a fist bump, and the other one turns around and keeps chopping vegetables.
Okay, you do you,
Clatter,
boo.
how many people are in this house?
Well, you don't know, do you?
There's 7. There are 7 people in this house.
Are they all machines?
8. Shake its head.
I would like to
As
get
far as
investigation
you know,
check.
we know that there's a girl upstairs or somewhere taking a nap.
No, so we're gonna
That
be
is a
seven.
21.
Alright.
I rolled good for once.
Wait, we have a bard, a warlock, and 2
A white
sorcerers.
one.
We have
Okay,
so much charisma
so
in this
inside the
party.
cupboards there
We
are
are such a
cooking
good-looking
utensils,
party.
3 potions of healing, and a meat cleaver that is stuck
Wait, we
on
have
the
a
table.
bard.
But my good looks are
Using my
Sorcerer?
terrible
Bard.
strength, I'd like to unstick the meat
Bard.
cleaver.
It's
think
gonna be
it's a
fairly easy.
fighter.
I'm not gonna make
Fighter.
you roll for it.
Didn't he
It's
say
just
he was a
reflavored
fighter?
dagger.
He was a
You'd
fighter.
like to add dagger to your
cousin.
inventory.
I look at the at script. Was this stuff for you?
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
No, no, not. Do you mind if I
She was
just?
a monk.
I've always
What's
wanted a meat
Ben
cleaver.
Oh, maybe she
She
is.
said she's
It is yours now.
Ben's a wolf.
Yay!
Monks, sorcerers.
And 3 potions of healing.
I look at the potions healing. Oh, were you using these? We were having a bit of a party. Oh,
It
thanks.
continues chopping vegetables.
I have 3 potions of healing.
Clatter would like to give you a high five.
Woo!
Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
I think we have investigated this room.
Which is
Yeah, I
Before
think
you
would like
sound
to do
like-
Before we
something?
leave, Joanna would like to call up to the machines.
amazing.
Do you know where a fountain is? We're looking for a fountain.
Fountain. Water?
Yes.
Water is in kitchen.
Ah, the fountain's in the kitchen.
points to the sink with the dirty dishes.
No, we're in the
room.
totally different room. We gotta leave it and go find
Yes.
the kitchen. So we leave and go find
Water's
the
not running.
Or shall we
Perhaps
go
Oh.
to this
I
room?
have problems with the plumbing.
I-
I've been told out.
I'm gonna ask
You are now- well, I'm-
Let's
Clatter.
bang the
It
pipes.
mentions that there is
Chaos
running
roll.
water in the premium.
I am gonna ask
Flush things
Clatter
into
the
where?
exact same question. Wow, this is a fantastic kitchen. Oh, you know what always impresses me about houses, fantastic houses, is when you go. I'm turning to Mazda.
That's okay. I'm giving all my characters the same voices because I'm
Is
overwhelmed.
when they have like water features like swimming pools or fountains. Is there a fountain here?
Shakes its head. Oh, but it puts up a finger. It opens up its helmet, pulls out a map, and hands it to you.
Oh!
Oh, not fair.
You two need to
Isn't
go
that the
investigate.
house?
one of these
Actually-
rooms.
We're trying, but you guys
It
interrupt
has you both of
everything.
these.
All right, interrupt
Ah.
now, guys. Investigate.
Well, we're at
Okay.
this door. I don't know if it's
You wanna go to
locked.
this door or this door?
Shall we head
Door
down
at the
here
end
to
of the
what
hallway.
appears to be
I
the
only
upstairs?
go-
You don't have to
Make
speak
ourselves
up.
known to the
Otherwise, we're just going to
Left.
keep interesting
to
you.
the lady of the house. It's
There's
only
nothing
proper.
left.
There's
Quick question.
There's just
11.
It's supposed to be a wall.
Are those stairs going
down.
down or are those stairs
They
going
are
up?
stairs going down.
Oh,
Going
the
down.
door is open though.
Okay, well, you have to get
Well,
the
I think
Right now
information
we're in
from
this.
Made
there.
friends
Watch
with
this
our
room.
good friend
We're on
down
the
here.
loading screen right now.
Shall we go downstairs and see what there is to see?
Actually, first, let's try to
It's like
find
you
the
open the
bedroom.
door, it goes black like
Let me
Skyrim.
say hello.
Okay.
We're kind of
Wanna
intruding.
go
It's
Okay, where are you guys going?
And perhaps we should.
They went
friends,
down to that
you know,
end.
more meat.
Through that door if it's unlocked.
It is unlocked. Where is
Ooh.
everyone else going?
We'd like to go
You're
here.
Why don't you go in there?
I would like to call it friends. I have a map. To anyone who's listening.
We can't
I
hear
stopped
you.
paying
because
attention
we're-
too long ago.
Ooh,
Getting
Here we
ready.
go.
Which
I rolled a 19
number
to investigation.
That is. Ooh, I
Hold on.
like number this
Hannah,
is.
they're going at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's funny, but you don't know why.
Don't worry about it.
He has spell
Right.
slots.
Here.
Spell slots.
Is it the same as?
No, sorry. There's only 3 rooms.
Wait, no, that's the
I'm gonna-
bedroom.
Why do you have
Okay.
to
Corbin,
like that?
this is
so
the
we are going
bedroom,
in.
right?
It is the bedroom.
Oh, we were trying to go there.
Okay.
But we have the map, so we would know that, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So we meet up with.
Who would like to
You're
look
telling
up
me
rooms first?
These two
There
have
you
been
go.
waiting
They
for a long time.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Ignore them. They can wait.
Yeah, no, we
We're
can
actually kind of sort of smart.
Okay, which room were you going into? The
That far one all the
That
way at the
far
end.
one.
farthest room.
That's where
Yep.
the robot pointed.
It is a large room covered with strands of spider webs,
Ah!
which I heard were mandatory since you were coming.
I did not say a thing about that.
I just thought we wanted to start off on the right foot, Sam.
Every time.
Sam,
Okay.
what you need to do is you need to run your own one shot and make it all spiders to assert dominance.
I'm going to.
Alright.
That's
So
that's
in
the
one
next I
corner
edit.
is a gigantic telescope, and that's where I've set that tree.
Oh, okay.
There are no
I love the
windows
scope.
or openings to look through. It's just a closed-off room. It is just the walls are made of stone. There are charts of constellations along one of the walls, and as you walk into a room, you feel a vague sensation of being watched.
And we find
And
out.
I see where that is coming from.
Same.
Look around.
You can make
Perception.
probably perception.
Deception.
Only
thing I'm good at.
21.
I have a 0.
Between all three of us, we kind of made us a spy.
Oh.
You both see that
Investigation,
there are
perception,
spider webs
deception.
along different places in this room.
Look at the
You
old spider
also
web.
notice that there are,
Corbin's holding it.
I'm going to say, spiders in 2 different places in the room, at least. And
Spiders
2 of
or
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
spiders?
Like a
you'll find out.
spider.
You'll find out.
Shelob or like
There
Charlotte.
is there is one spider in this corner. It is up at the top of the ceiling. It is about the size of a large creature. There is another spider over here. It is hiding right next to the telescope. It is also the same size. There are smaller spiders crawling around on some webs in this general area over here.
Oh no.
They're here for you.
The
sir.
2 large ones you notice are
This
slightly
feels like the
see-through.
prequel episode.
Oh, it's
Oh. These are what I think they are.
Might need help.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're going into
Hi.
the bedroom.
You don't understand.
Yes.
I really don't like spiders. Sorry,
Do you have an inhaler?
I have asthma. Excuse me.
Alright. I'm actually going to need the 2 of you to roll initiative.
And we also have a fight music thing.
Alright. Un momento while I
14.
look up stats
Yeah,
of
so
things.
9.
There's an announcer manual if you need it.
Just so we can say they were
This
fighting
is-
while
I
we
don't
were
know
fighting.
where the manual,
I have
I don't
the
know
perfect
where
spell
any of
for
the
it.
things
So,
are.
hi, we just came by.
I
Said
have-
hi. We don't
I'm
need
gonna
my
use-
car.
No, I have a cantrip.
Excuse
Infestation.
me, guys.
Reverse card. Take it
We're
back.
not so sorry. Do you want us to help clean them up? We can.
Can you have it just be like those tarantula hawk wasps? Just
Would
Okay.
you like to see what it looks like?
No.
Can I see what it looks like? Turn it this way.
Is it a phase
I know.
spider?
It is a phase spider.
I
It's phase spider.
What does a face spider look like?
No. Aren't
Is this
those
a
the things
spider?
Oh,
that
wait,
just
is
like?
this the spider?
It's
They
like
your
your
horse.
spider.
No.
It's like the spider that turtles between like the
I want to fight.
Sort of, yeah.
Good job, Michael. We got
No, I want to fight.
Oh, good.
Nope, you have no idea this is happening.
Nope.
I know.
We
That's
also
annoying.
closed the door behind us so you can't hear me.
We have entered the boss room. The door's closed now. I'm joining
Wait,
allies.
does this represent? Wait, do those D8s represent spiders?
They
That's
do
not D8.
represent
Those are
phase
D10s.
spiders.
Uh-huh.
The up over there represents a swarm of spiders.
Percentiles.
Ooh.
This is
No,
gonna be
not the
fun.
spider swarm.
Figure out how
Hey,
close
this
that
will work out
is.
fine though. You don't have anything
That reminds me
offensive.
of that one
you have only
time-
offensive.
Yeah. No,
Buff.
That reminds.
Buff.
No, this reminds me of that one time that
The reason I went in the
Travis
front
saved
was because I
Thomas
was
Fair.
intending.
It was not bad. That was
Now
bad.
you're in a bedroom. Congratulations.
They are going to be here right next to you, and each one of you gets
Okay.
stuff to my things.
Yeah, Corbin, I think this one shot might become a miniseries.
You're stoked. She's stressing her out.
I may have to just skip things. I've already taken stuff out because you know.
Because they can't
Time
I had
management.
so many encounters.
I had so many things planned, and I don't
You
know
also
if
have
I'm
7
gonna-
players.
That is also true.
Yeah.
I'm dying. It's okay. But it's okay. You're doing great. Everything's fine.
It's not good.
No, you're not freaking out.
I'm
should-
freaking
You
out.
should call for help.
I'm good.
Oh, I have a message.
It is.
Should be
Who
looking.
do I know? I don't know where anyone else is. Never mind.
Do you have to know where we are?
I have to know you, and if I can't see you, I have to know where you are.
I don't think. Right. Well, we were on a boat for a week, so I'm sure we have all met each other.
Just
No.
yell. We're like one.
Yeah.
You don't know. We're one room over. Just yell.
We don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if you're one room over.
I know, but
We
just
kept walking
yell.
and never turned back.
Okay, Sam, your character takes
Just takes damage. You didn't even ask me what my armor class was.
well, I got a nat 20.
Oh,
You didn't even ask for our initiative roll.
that's also
They
true.
get a surprise round on you because they saw you coming through the door.
Ah.
So
Run back
I
out.
was my
Run
barbarian.
back out the door.
And proc opportunity attack.
Disengage.
19 points of piercing damage.
Run. Spellcasters.
What did you say?
19.
19? Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
Great.
And
hit
40
points do
points
you
of
have?
emotional damage.
Seriously. And I'm down.
May or may not be right.
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. 40 points of emotional damage.
That would have put me down.
That's a 22 to hit and 7 damage for you.
attack.
Alright. Is this damage magical?
Does
It
that
is not
actually take
just
away your
regular
hit
piercing
points? Thank goodness.
Slowly start choking.
And that is their turn. Now it is yours. I'm assuming you guys rolled initiative. Can you tell me the numbers?
I got a 9.
Got a 9. Okay. And you?
I can't remember.
You
It
said
was like what?
14?
Yeah, it was like 14.
14 or 15. I think it was 15.
I remember it was a teen.
Yeah, it was like a low teen number.
I think this is important.
It's important.
Would any of you like to join in the room?
No, we're gonna investigate
We're-
the bedroom.
No. As soon as I hear combat, Jean-Leon is booking it toward the combat.
Why are you so
Even
timid
though
about
that's not in
everything
his
else?
character.
Because my
Do we
God,
I want to.
I wasn't expecting you all to split up, so it's kind of making everything a bit
don't you
slower.
Do
know?
we hear
you never
combat?
split the
You do
party.
hear-
Let's say once we hear something
I think we should
happen.
take care of that. I think we should ingratiate ourselves with the. This is the bedroom. Are they asleep? Oh, perhaps we shouldn't barge in while they're not asleep.
Would you like me to
Let's
tell you
go.
what you see, or should
Yes.
we go back to
I
it?
rolled for
yes.
saying.
Tell us-
Tell us what we see.
Investigation.
Okay,
You
you
have-
see a bed towards the center of the room over here. There is a small child
spooters.
sleeping in it. So it's a girl.
What the spooters
Is
do?
a Master door over here with the mirror leading.
I'm gonna avatar my way out of there.
Is the mirror magical?
Oh,
It
they
is
got
covered with
closer.
I'm not looking at that mirror.
I really don't like
Nuh-uh. I know what this item is.
If
Nuh-uh.
any of you are joining combat, please roll initiative and tell me the numbers
I'm
now.
going
Then we
to,
shall start.
20.
You moved me without my
Take
permission.
one gold coin, leave it at the door
Don't
as
say
an I'm
yes.
sorry, close the door and join combat.
Are you joining combat as well?
We're very sorry, just so you know, we're kind of rifling for your house a bit.
I don't like this.
Okay.
I'm
I got
speaking at
24
anyway.
for
My
initiative.
character is all about telling the truth. Because it's the true
It's a
character I
nat
was,
20, but
I was
doesn't
meaning
matter.
to
It's a
put.
24.
Okay. Is anyone
That
else
guy was
joining?
like,
Oh, I'm also saying to Clatter, oh no, it sounds like trouble. We must go and help.
Pulls out his sword.
Yes, we would hate for whatever's going on there to harm the little one in here. That would be such a shame.
Let's barricade the door. And they'll be trapped in here with me.
oh wait, rolling initiative.
I was down in the room.
Okay.
So she's gonna wake up and see a cat like,
Nice
watching
dog.
you sleep.
It will roll a 20 very often.
18 plus
It will roll a 1
You hide
twice
in
as
the
much.
room.
I'm hiding in her room.
You're not
There's
joining
nothing to hide
combat?
in the
It's a
room.
total 5.
Okay.
Okay.
I will later. I'm slow. Give me a chance.
You can
Okay.
roll initiative anyways, then we have you in the cycle.
Saying that telling the little girl we're
Questions,
rifling
I'm
through
not
her house
sure.
a little bit.
You two
I
are already
leave
in the
during
room.
combat
The
for
others
all
have
five.
ran over. Should I allow you to go first before the rest? Yes.
Probably.
Does not Clank?
Well, technically, they would still be
Clatter
near the
need to roll
room.
initiative.
Yeah, so you guys would have at least one round before we
Yeah,
get.
because you guys would still technically
They would have
be
one
in
round
that
before we get there.
Yeah, because you guys would all still technically be in that room.
Does the little girl wake up when we talk to
Corbin,
her?
I'm going to adopt all of the NPCs, and you're gonna have to track
Go
initiative for
ahead.
all of them.
I hate you.
Don't worry, I'll eat them.
Congratulations, your party now has 8
Payback.
people in it.
Is this payback? Great.
No!
No, not at all.
No, of course not.
Thing.
I put a thing in a
Oh,
place and
You
I
will
can't
behave.
I don't know who that is, but I think I'm going French, but I think that is danger.
You are going French.
Hannah
You're rubbing off on me.
got an 11 to initiative. I got
To
a
be
16.
fair, only that guy was doing the French
I'm
accent.
16. I'm
Kinda.
a grandmother.
This is just kind of like a voice.
Said by a 4-year-old. This is too many things to keep track of.
I was trying to be a Cornish pirate, like Blackbeard.
Mm,
I am
okay.
not playing a
I'm
mage
sorry
again
that I
for
don't know
a
what I'm
long
doing, but
time.
I'm trying.
You're squishy.
Just
It's
too
not that they're
squishy.
squishy. There's too many things to keep track of.
I'd like to note that
There's that.
Alberto
When you hit things, you just hit
is
things.
made a
You
bit
don't
of
do
fun of you in the
anything
chat
else. Yeah.
for not
It's nice.
just refusing to go full wizard after doing two
whose
half
turn is
wizards.
Well,
What do you mean
my,
two half
she's
wizards?
trying to catch back
Oh.
up with things. I know, I'm
You were
sorry.
rogue who went wizard,
Oh yeah.
and everything Eldritch Knight.
Oh, and he thinks
which also takes from the wizard list. He's like, he's just not committing to wizard, is he?
Well, if you're gonna play spellcaster, I want spellcaster.
Wow.
Spellcaster. I'd rather play
Skills.
a warlock or a sorcerer because they're just more fun. in my
I have not
opinion.
played either of those yet.
Okay.
My first time playing sorcerer.
To me,
I had a
Bard.
terrible idea.
I played barbarian.
Which Kel and I worked out, and they're like, okay, no, that's stupid, it doesn't work. But long story short, we had an idea for a thing. Very long story, doesn't matter. Where something would get 2 reactions. And we're talking about, okay, so you take sorcerer, because they can double cast.
Asking either one of you the question. They were already in the room. You are moving towards the rooms on your turns, I'm assuming. Should I just follow initiative as written, or for them to, and then you guys as you go?
I'd say
Them
follow
first.
initiative, and 'cause we'd have to use our movement to like get in there
Okay,
and stuff.
sounds good.
So it's like, yeah, just
Then Ben, you are first.
I throw open the door. What do I see?
The hallway and
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
No, I close the door, drop the coin,
I'm gonna
as
say
a
that the
meme.
door is already open because
Oh.
they're standing in the doorway.
I enter in there.
You
What is-
see both of them.
We don't move
and
yet.
2 large white and blue spiders. off to the side.
Splatter! Look at these spiders! Oh, they must not eat the little one in the other room!
Okay.
Shakes his head.
Who invited you?
Does he seem like he's aggressive towards them, or like not caring?
He seems like he's unsure what to do.
Pest control.
I shall stand here at the door, I draw my cutlass, and make sure they do not cross.
Okay. You're here? You would you like to
and-
attack them?
No, actually, I'm going to...
You know what? Actually,
Technically, right.
you're on
I'm going
timeout.
to hold my attack
There we go. Back to back in the doorway.
to...
More like
bonus action.
that.
more like
Less this.
That's,
More
it's a
this.
bonus action. I only have 3 of them.
Ooh.
No, maybe we should.
I'm
switch
going to
places.
hold my action to attack, because I can't hold
So
a
you
bonus
gotta be
action.
closer to
That's
the
what I wanna
face
do,
spider
but
against
I'm
one
holding my
spider.
action to
Yeah,
attack.
no,
Okay,
second
sounds
thought.
good.
If I could hold a bonus action, I would do that. but I
Really, I
can't.
just want to look
Mikey
through
G,
the
you're
tub.
next.
alrighty. I guess I
off
hop
my
down and then
Oh,
run
sorry.
toward the door,
Please,
and I'm under his
Do a
legs.
thing if he gets stabbed. Do a
Okay.
thing if he gets stabbed. Okay. That works in my favor too.
You still have full movement. You can make your way into the room if you
Yeah, I
like.
don't want to go all the way into
Okay, then stay there. Would you like to hold your action?
Ah,
No,
lad,
no, I'm-
if they
I'm-
hit you, I can hit them back.
I will use my action to dodge.
Alright, I will never use my rebuke of the talisman.
Aw.
No.
It's fine.
Okay. Nana, your turn.
I'm hiding.
Oh, that's right. Why did you give me an initiative roll?
Because they said to.
That way she is just in the order if she
Okay,
does
I'm
decide to
crossing
come
it
in.
off
That way
That's
you have
it.
something
You're
else to
out
keep
of
track
Do
initiative.
you want to play
That's-
combat music?
Hey, okay,
Corbin
so
wants us to
I
combat.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I have to find out where that is.
That's made her remember something.
I'm
You
going to do that
are
second.
leaving the room because there's
Oh, right, because you're a
Because it's the
sorcerer.
bonus
that
action.
is in the bed.
Oh,
Very pretty
I'm
combat
hiding
music.
So I
in the
cast
corner
my
and you just heard them scream.
infestation first.
So, I
Party
assume you were leaving the room.
Right, Micah?
I'm gonna go help.
There's
does it
an
matter?
action,
Yeah.
so you have to.
Bonus action
But if I
sorcerer.
He is
use
the
the
star of the
quicken
horror
spell,
He's the
then I
protagonist.
can use
He's
that.
the
Yeah,
boss.
you have
He's
quicken
everything
spell.
you need.
yes,
Yes.
it's very
He's also
useful,
sword
isn't it?
cast.
Especially when you're casting mage armor.
Ha. Casting major.
Hey, it bumps up my armor class like 3 points, so...
Yes, I know. I always have major. I
What's the biggest group you've DM'd for?
think it was
This.
like 8 people.
Is
Because
that the second Clyde episode?
it was,
All
I think
hail
it was
Clyde.
a Ladies Night Out episode with guests.
We did not have guests.
You didn't guess.
Sorry, Bars McGuffin with
Okay.
guests.
Okay.
That's bad. That's it.
We had Zach
my
and
boyfriend
Gianna, but I
likes to
think we
fly.
may have been missing people.
We have had at most
Up
like
on a
6 or
new
7.
beach.
What?
Yeah,
Nice.
we were missing people.
Yeah, so that was easy. I think we did have a guest
in the
on
last episode.
an episode where we had.
Counts.
I'm gonna use these dice for the rest of the night because these
Okay,
are on
I
timeout.
need the spider in front of me to make a con save.
Alright.
11. It does not save. Alright. Huzzah! Then it is going to take 8 poison damage. And it is going to move 3 east.
What?
It is going
It's
to
moving 5 feet east.
Okay. You move it.
Which
5
is
feet
directly
to
away
the
from you,
east.
or
I'm
What is
assuming this is
east?
north.
Yes!
No, okay, so to the right.
What?
Just away from you.
It is moving 5 feet
That
away from me.
Okay,
That
that's literally just there.
There we go. And then I'm casting mage armor on myself.
Okay, you do so.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Wait. Sorry, not Hannah. Clunk is next.
The rock?
The rock.
The rock has an issue.
I hold the rock out. Dwayne,
Sentient dirt.
spirit of the
Sentient
rock.
dirt. Sentient dirt.
I have
What do I have to roll to
I played the rock.
Okay, not that rock.
You can see his character sheet.
No, Dwayne the rock.
What do you have to roll to kill
Oh
him?
gosh.
Oh,
That
no, his numbers are backwards.
It's going to use the guidance cantrip on whoever is
His
holding
maximum
the rock.
says 56, but his current says 65.
Whoever is
no, that says
55.
55.
whoever is holding Clunk, you now
That's a
have the
5.
guidance cantrip
A poorly
and
drawn
add a D4
5.
to any ability checks.
Woohoo! It's like a talisman, but better.
The talisman of
It's
Clunk.
gonna be
That's talisman.
The pack the Clunk.
Unfortunately, he speaks to you.
That's fine. I'll never be alone.
that's
Oh
fine.
my god.
Hannah,
Right, so I'm coming in because I heard the commotion. I would like, is it possible for me to use sneak attack damage?
I knew it. I knew it. She was a rogue. She started stealing stuff. I was
say
right.
If there's
Yes.
a person within melee of the creature she's hitting,
She has to
that's
get
sneak
through
attack.
first.
Okay, I would
Aren't
like
you
to
two kind of
roll.
blocking
She
the door?
can,
Kind of.
because Lightfoot Halfling.
Halfling.
This one looks like
Halflings
it
just
needs
go
it.
through.
So,
plus an ally needs to be within 5 feet, so
yeah, I'm good.
so it's good.
Yeah.
On that one, that's good.
Wait, how do I roll that? So do I roll
Make
my
an attack.
make an attack?
Oh, they're right next to each other.
Yes.
This is good.
That is a 13 to attack.
Do you add your modifiers?
What do you want
Yes.
to kill?
What are you attacking with?
Kill everything.
I'm attacking with a short sword.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hobo.
that hits.
Awesome. So
I
then I
actually
roll
was-
3d6.
Technically,
You
I was
roll
perfect.
what you're attacking with?
So it's like a
Short
hobo,
sword?
but
So it's
fancier.
46.
Okay.
A self-reliant.
Can you hand me the
hobo.
D6 tower so I can give her some D6s?
Self-sufficient Toro.
Yeah, self-reliant, self-sufficient hobo.
7, appreciate it.
Very independent.
Yes.
3, 7, 12,
I'm gonna mess up on these spiders.
There.
12, 17, 19, stabbing damage.
Stabbing
Or whatever.
Piercing.
Oh, piercing.
Yes.
Alright,
Slashing
S,
for
I don't know.
Short sword. is
Slashing?
Slashing.
Either
That's
way.
it.
It's
The
piercing.
bigger
I
one
hit
is
it.
slashing.
It's still piercing.
Yeah,
It is
you are in
hits.
timeout until
What?
you stop
It is
rolling
hits.
that one.
It's basically
Alright.
furniture if you think
Yeah.
about it.
It is now their turn to
Yes.
get.
You're
I felt
doing
like
much
three
better
nat
than I
ones.
expected it to be.
Out of like
150,
10
she's.
things.
Oh god. I sneak in and go.
I'm gonna use these ones in front of me.
It's empty.
Not poison needles.
Sad.
8.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Quite
Tell me your
disappointed.
secrets.
Oh no, my allergies gone.
It's not dead yet.
How they moved.
And that is
No! Dang it.
Everything changed.
I'm attacking the swarm next.
All my plans have changed.
it's going to go over here and attack your character again.
I don't want to use my spells
Just
yet,
let me there.
though, 'cause, like,
Does a 15 hit you?
Phase spider.
no, yes.
I thought you have mage armor.
I do!
This is a battle to
How
the
much
death.
does it
Use
add?
everything.
It changed from 11 to a 14!
Oh, my changed from a 14 to a 17.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad.
I just
Okay,
start
that's
with
5
18.
points of damage.
Oh,
Piercing.
Oh, that's much better.
that was much better.
It's not
The
a
first
crit.
one was a nat 20.
Wait,
So-
can you use mage armor as a spell, or is it only like a class?
I'm
thing?
only at
It's a spell.
less than half.
For me, it's a class
Second
thing.
one,
You took armor of shadows.
But,
But we have a
It's
bard.
like smile
Like
silent
this
jump.
character.
Bards can
Yes.
heal people.
I'm assuming an 8 does not hit you.
8 does not hit me now.
Alright.
Bards
Ah.
kill people.
That is their
What?
turn.
I'll try.
10,
No.
9. Micah is
What was that
ready.
conversation that just occurred?
Jolly.
Tomorrow.
That was like, we're like
That's
that felt like a,
tearing each other to
that felt like something Oblivion NPCs would say to each other. That conversation just now.
I wasn't paying attention, so.
Spiders isn't quite close enough.
It's right there.
The
Swarm.
swarm.
Spiders is
Oh, wait,
okay.
the swarm is also an enemy we're attacking?
Yes, there's two.
They just haven't made
There's
their way
the
over
two
to
big
you
ones in the
There's 2 phase spiders and a swarm of spiders.
Okay.
I can take care of it.
Okay, jump
All right.
into the swarm and you'll crush it. Nothing can go wrong.
Alright, so I'm gonna move around to back here.
Alright.
I'm gonna technically proc an opportunity attack from hit that one.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, that one.
Can we say it hurts itself to speed this combat encounter
Emotionally.
along?
Emotionally, it is
It's
hurt.
embarrassed.
It accidentally stabs one of the little spiders in the swarm. It kills one
Ow.
of the little
It's
spiders.
where
It was its favorite child,
Oh.
too.
It was the one that was loose from the swarm.
It's children.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points for a quicken spell.
Haha.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands,
Ooh.
which is technically gonna get basically everybody right here.
Why?
My God!
He's.
Wild magic.
What is your alignment?
He's
I've
bad.
left it blank.
You did that
If
for a
Micah leaves
reason.
it blank, that means he's evil.
Or he wants you to think he's evil when he's actually good.
Wild magic. Make him roll.
No,
Well-
don't do that.
I need
The spiders?
Let him finish the
I
burning
need
mass
the 2
first.
spiders, and I need Hannah, and I need Sam to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh,
Okay.
I really stink at
No,
those.
that was really bad.
16 and an 8.
The 16 succeeds, so they're taking half damage.
10.
11.
Fail.
So the spiders
Like I
succeed.
said,
One
I
spider
have
succeeded.
70% of my character.
All right.
That applies for everybody.
I'm going to die soon.
You should probably run.
I have a healing potion. We don't know that.
You
But
can disengage from
You
one.
just
without
gotta
triggering off
do
the
what
ability.
Narya did. And
So,
force him to shove
everybody-
the healing potion down their throat.
Everybody,
Glass and all.
hang on.
11.
everybody who failed takes 7 points of fire damage, and the spider who succeeded takes 3 points of fire damage. And my curse of the wild mage activates, and I roll on the wild magic surge.
That is a 16.
16. So for the next minute, I regain 5 hit points at the start of each of my turns.
That is nice.
Oh, wow.
Would you like me to roll?
I thought you just roll a d20, and if it's a 1, then you roll on the circle.
My
Okay.
curse of the wild mage dictates that I roll it whenever I cast a spell, regardless of level.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, would you like me to roll on the d20?
No, it's fine.
And then, as my action, I
Mike,
will,
did you take any damage?
I haven't taken damage yet.
Alright, never mind. Careful.
I will
So worried.
No, I have
cast
an
a
ability
shocking
that
grasp
triggers
on the
each
spider in
hurt.
front of me, and I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage.
That's pretty good.
That was really good. That was also really good still. Does a 25 hit?
I would sure hope so.
Hold on. I've never cast shocking grasp before. I don't even know.
If
what
it
damage
doesn't hit,
is.
it's time
It's
to
a
go.
melee. It's
I
like
know-
a melee attack, but you roll specific damage.
I'd have
Yeah,
to
I
roll
know.
an 18 to...
Shocking grasp is 2d8 lightning damage, and it can't take reactions until its next turn.
Alright.
No
that spider
reaction.
in
So
front
it
of you.
takes 7 points of lightning damage,
It had 6 hit points.
and I have to roll on the wild magic surge table from my curse of the wild mage. That's a 17. I grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until I sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out of my face.
I poke my head in. That's a very good look.
Oh gosh.
I appreciate it. You're going the monster voice.
Baba?
That's my turn.
Sweet. That is now
So
Columbus.
this spider's dead?
Thank you.
What initiative count are we at?
You are at 9. This is 5.
5. I rolled a nat 1, and then I add 4.
Oh,
Because initiative is the one thing you add stuff to nat 1s.
I was gonna do a thing on my turn.
You were hiding on your turn. Plus, you weren't supposed to be in initiative.
No. I was gonna put a cookie on the mantle and run away.
Okay.
You have to roll initiative.
I did. She's good. Because I'm not hiding. She's not actually in initiative.
My stealth is actually really good because I'm a cat.
Cacta.
Okay, Jacob, your turn.
Yes!
You get to do a thing.
I love doing things. 5, 10.
But we still technically can't enter combat because we're moving there, correct?
Speak for yourself. I moved that far.
Just checking.
Okay, I come in. I see the spider. I go, Gah! A spider! And I attack it with
A natural 1.
another axe. You can shush.
I attack him with my natural 1. Pulls out a 1.
Is a 10 hit?
No.
Well, I'd like to use my extra attack.
Alright.
To be sad.
Okay, I hope a 25 hits.
It does.
Nope, it doesn't.
Shush.
One minute.
Okay,
So I
that
guess it can
is
go along.
a total of 9 damage.
Alright.
And I'd like to use my action surge to attack again if it's still alive.
It is.
Alright.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay.
1.
This is the wrong set, but that's a 5 damage.
And you have another attack.
I don't have a 4th
No,
attack.
you made 3.
You have extra attack.
I did that.
Yeah,
I know,
and then you
and
action surged.
Whenever you take the attack option, you attack twice. You did action surge, which gives you another action, which you use to attack. So you have still
Wait,
another
hold on. So
attack.
I have 4 attacks?
You have 4
Yes.
attacks.
Oh, okay.
What we've been
That's-
fighting for.
This is what I've been wanting. So 17 hits.
Mm-hmm.
I should have multi-clicked.
Still 1.
4. That's another 5 damage.
It is a
Alright,
die.
it is dead.
Yay, at least
wasn't so
I
bad.
did kill it. This is, I should have multi-classed in the fighter.
Well, if only there was a divine fighter.
Yeah.
Right, okay. The swarm of
called the
insects
paladin.
is next. It's going to go to the biggest and baddest in the room, but it can only move
Yeah,
30
more spiders.
feet. So we're going to go
Not going to.
Thank
30.
goodness. And it's attacking from my got feathers on the
How
That
big are
is
you?
true, but he's also the biggest thing in the room.
That's just okay.
How tall are you?
How tall are you?
I never decided on that. Average
Your
human height.
figure is the biggest one in the room.
5'9".
This is 6'2".
I'm assuming an 11 does not hit you.
An 11 does not
Oh,
hit
yeah.
me.
All right.
Like,
Nothing happens.
Short.
How tall are you?
6'2".
And back
He's
up to
the
the top.
biggest one in the room.
Ben, your turn.
Man.
I just came in and hacked one of them to death.
I just burned all my friends. It was great.
Still,
We're still salty
Still-
about that.
well, okay.
Don't worry, I can burn that off of you.
I'm looking at that and goes, oh no, there's more spiders, and I am more French. I would like the horde of spiders to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I'm sure they're gonna do so well
I'm
on
sure
this.
Natural
they
20.
definitely don't have a -5 + 2 to that.
So negative
so
3.
that was what?
A feather 8, negative 3.
Well, I have a crappy safety DC, but that's worse. Now, could you check on one of the Internet Explorer pages, which is the Mind Sliver. I believe I'm 86 now.
If I have haste, that means I take another action.
You can only make one attack as haste, though.
Yeah. And you
It
can't use an
specifically-
extra attack?
Not
It
on
specifically
haste.
specifies in haste that you can't make multiple attacks.
Okay, so
Under
that's,
the class
that's at
feature
least
one
5.
or the other one?
What?
Under the class feature one or the other one?
Oh, the other one.
Excuse me.
Wait. These
What's the
classes.
number?
Under classes. On the last page of
The last
classes.
one or the second one?
I don't know. Whichever one
Oh, wait,
says
mine's
a
the one I
barrack
found it.
lurker or whatever.
Okay, so it's one action, 60 feet. Okay.
That's the one with spikes. It's tracking.
Oh no, I slipped. Oh no, I attacked
Roll
Hannah's
from the
character.
But I'm an extra.
Okay, it's 1d6 psychic
Extra
damage.
make parties.
At
Oh
5th
no, I
level, does a
attacked
bump.
again. My action surge and I attack again.
That's 2d6.
Again.
2d6, and then
No,
I
I
if they make an
got-
attack or a saving throw or whatever, I roll a d4
She
against
rolled
them,
down
correct?
to 0 hit
Yes.
points. Does
Well, it
anybody
makes
have
for it roll a d4 and
Revivify?
subtract it from the number from the roll
Oh,
save,
or a health
but
kit?
it's a -3.
Oh no,
so.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well, that's
on
for
the
future
medicine
things.
check.
6 psychic damage.
Alright.
Poor little spider's brains.
Do a bunch of their heads explode.
Oh, well.
Some of them squish.
It was too incomprehensible for them.
Size of the
Comprehend my incomprehensibleness!
Woo!
Mikey G.
Alright, I'd like to poke my head through the door and attack.
Alright, you do so.
I make 2 attacks. Oh, I should probably specify 2. Where is it?
Are these melee?
Because of my monk powers,
Are these melee?
yes.
Do you want to move to melee?
I'm using a bonus action to increase the reach of my unarmed strikes by 30 feet because they do
Oh.
psychic damage.
Okay.
So,
Soul punching.
does a 22 hit?
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, you're using a swarm. They're funny.
Yeah.
I use a swarm like once.
That is
Snakes.
12 points of psychic
Yes,
damage.
I thunderwave them, right?
They
They all
were
died.
I
they
get
were
one more attack.
bugs that were attracted to the donkey.
Yeah. I thunderwave them because
Natural 1!
Do you stab me in the thigh?
I've moved out from...
Oh, okay.
He is using a ranged thing, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
or not.
Good.
It's a psychic melee.
Yeah. It's probably fine.
Okay, good.
It's a ranged psychic melee.
Just
Yeah.
really hear screaming.
Does he trip on his
Oh!
necklace?
Oh, I really hope the swarm hits you. Because I have a feature which is hilarious.
I'd rather the swarm not hit me. I only have 23 hit points, okay?
I know, but this is hilarious.
Don't worry, I will squish him.
For the sake of funny.
For the sake of funny, can you take damage instead of me? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Sweet. Does 3 damage to it.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna.
It's just a little swarm.
Yes. I would like to. I'm assuming I no longer have sneak attack
Wait,
damage.
I'm sorry. Sam is before you.
That's
sorry.
right.
That's my bad. Sam.
Okay, I would like to make a ranged spell attack on this swarm
Alright.
with advantage. That
That was on my computer.
wild magic.
Wild
magic incoming.
Yeah, was that your
Tides
tides?
of Chaos.
Was that your tides of
Tides of Chaos,
So you can whatever you want, just make her wild magic.
and
I
that
also
was
cast that
a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and then I need another D8. Yeah, I need 2 D8s.
There's a D8 over here. You need a D8?
Minor characters.
No, she needs 2 D8s. So her
Ah!
D8
Twice.
is
No, I need 2 D6 for later. I need to see the dipper.
Ah, yes,
Okay.
the zipper dipper dipper.
So 1
Ah, yes.
Kill that frog.
The ancient arts of the zipper dipper.
acid or lightning.
That's exciting.
Acid or lightning. Suggestions, anyone?
Acid.
Acid.
Okay,
Definitely acid.
Because
We're
I do
going with-
lightning.
acid damage. And the swarm takes
one of us Fine, I can do cold.
7 points of acid
technically
damage.
I can do
The D8s too.
Alright.
Oh, and
So that's 13.
Yes, 13 points of acid damage.
Alright. They had 1 hit point left and they are gone. They
Woo!
are
Oh my gosh, I
You
killed
just
the thing!
evaporated the swarm of spiders.
I was really trying
What
to
is
figure out
this,
how
combat
to
not
kill
taking an
the
hour?
swarm with it.
Right, with 7 people, I'm kind of
7
surprised.
people and 3
I'm,
things?
Like,
It's true.
To the telemascope!
okay.
Are they gone?
Uh-huh.
They're all gone.
Everything needs
I walk
now.
directly towards the
Okay.
staircase with
1500
Plank.
XP for that fight for each of you.
tour.
What?
When do we have the
Roll
initials?
it. 1500.
We're all level
What?
5, so I don't think that tip up is level 6.
I doubt it does, but
So if we were level 5 and had no other XP, we would have 6,500. So with 1,500, we'd have 8,000.
cool.
And we would level up at 14,000.
Okay, I guess we'll keep
I
track
will
of
leave
that.
a cookie on the mantle and then leave the room now.
To the telemascope!
I would like to take not clank, clatter.
Yes.
By the I'm just thinking Ratchet and Clank.
That's fine.
Like by the arm and like now let us explore the wine cellar.
of chaos.
Come on, my friend, we must explore.
I'd like to go back to the room,
Which one?
the bedroom.
Okay, you can. I'm going
But
to
nothing
say
weird
we're going to
happened
do
to
for
me.
the sake of making things a little bit simpler, do bedroom scene first.
Okay,
Okay,
that is,
bedroom
I'm traveling with you and I'm
going
bringing
to leave the room
Clatter.
now.
Clatter and I enter the room.
Okay.
Are we all gonna
Are you all going to go to the room?
Bedroom?
Miss?
Alright,
Yes?
here, wait, I'm going to change the music real quick.
Does he catch me on the way out?
Are you still hiding in the room?
I was. This whole time I've been hiding in the room.
Okay.
She should have worked going back to the room.
I roll
Can
insight
say
to notice if
catch
you're
me?
there.
Yeah, I'm hidden. Pretty dang
Maybe
well.
perception.
I don't
Like
like being back
perception?
here.
No.
You have
Do you want to have your spots?
roll your stealth.
You have a chair then.
Anyway, I guess we're all going to the bedroom because
15 or
there's
It's 20 plus 8.
Okay. That's a nat 20, so
go
it's
to
just
the-
you
go
don't
to
even
the-
you don't even add that.
All I'm gonna say is still there. I don't know what that accent was all of a sudden. but
It's the
there.
accent of the woman who stares over a child bed.
Jeez, you thought we were creepy.
What? Hey, Okay,
I said
this all
that.
ended really
So
fast.
in the bed, you see a girl. It looks to be about 9 years old. She's asleep in the bed. Her skin is the color of iron, and there are rust-colored flecks and random patches on her skin.
Does anybody know mending?
Is she alive?
She's sleeping.
Can I investigate the reason?
She's breathing?
Yes.
Miss?
Her forehead seems to be a little bit sweaty, but other than that,
Perhaps we should just
Fine.
let her sleep.
14 to investigate the room.
all right.
I'd like to make a medicine check, make sure she's okay.
I'd like to make Arcana.
As soon
I'd like
as
to
you
make an
touch her to
intimidation
do
check.
so, she's going to wake up. She's a bit
I'm also
groggy.
in there.
Okay, that was a 17 medicine. Cool.
Are you
We're
all
all
in this
here.
bedroom
We're all
now?
in here.
Apparently.
Okay,
we
none
all
of you see me. Do you see me?
I am not in the bed.
That is a
Treasure
dirty
on the
22
side.
Arcana.
with the dead spiders.
Yes, I'm poking through the
You
remains and letting
do
my rat feed
feel
on
something magical emanating from the mirror. Whether or not that's in a
No,
positive
I'll
or
be in
negative way, you're not sure.
Don't break it.
Yeah, I'm
Would
not
someone
going.
actually
I'm not
be
even
in
looking
there?
at it.
So
I
the
am.
girl wakes up.
The girl wakes up and she's calling for someone named Gears.
Miss, hello. We are.
Who are you?
Ah, yes, we are visitors. We made good friends with your companion here, Clatter. And also we met, and I rattle off people that we've met.
Wait, what? Why are you here?
Oh,
We
yes.
are looking for the Fountain of Youth.
And we were told to visit here to check along the way.
Oh, does Donna know you're here?
We haven't. We were looking for him. We have not been able to find him.
No,
I
he's
believe
probably out.
I've met him. He said not yet. Regarding some contract, it was a bit of an odd meeting.
Where's Gears? They said they were making me soup.
Oh. Oh.
Spider soup.
Wait, never mind.
There's like some roasted spider.
Miss, are you okay?
Well, I'm really tired, but yeah.
Was Gears the one I met in the kitchen?
Gears
No,
was the
that was
one that
somebody
was
else.
in
That was
the tinkering.
Sorry, not Gears. I think I said
Great.
Yes, something.
scrape. I said
Scrape,
scrape.
scrape.
Is what I called that one?
She's asking for scrape.
Yes.
Oh, I met Scrape. Lovely person.
Oh,
Construct.
okay. Yeah.
Machination.
None of my supposed to be.
Friendly.
Yeah. My dad calls them robots.
Oh, interesting.
Robots.
Robots.
Comic-Con. What are these Rubits you speak of?
Oh,
It's
they're
like
alive.
Rupert, but with a B. Robert.
Oh, they're
Robot.
really cool. They're
Super
like
powerful.
made of metal, and
my
they're
gosh.
Oh my
kind of
gosh, it's like
but
Star Wars
not.
all over again.
What time is it?
It is 5 o'clock.
At night?
Shouldn't you have rolled
It
a
is-
12?
That would have
At
made
14.
more sense.
Wait, that's not how time works.
I
2 in the
would like
afternoon.
to go over to the kitchen and see if Scrape is done with that soup to bring
It is
to.
7.
It is stirring the soup on over
In
a
the
small
morning.
flame.
Okay. The
Military
little one's
time
awake.
says it
Is it
is
ready
2
for her, or shall I tell her in a few minutes?
Oh, 200.
Ready now.
That's not
And it
military
goes
time.
like
That's
it's a bowl,
1400.
puts them in it, and hands it to you.
Oh, very much.
2 in the afternoon
I
is
carefully
1400.
took walk my way
roll
back.
14.
Scrape
It
said
is
here's the
2 in
soup.
the afternoon.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Thanks.
So, in that case, I suppose we won't bother you anymore.
You had nasty spiders, just so you know.
Had.
Yeah, my dad's doing a breeding thing with them.
They broke out.
They were all over the place. They broke out. They threatened your safety.
Well, they're face spiders. You can't really put them in a place.
So
Well, we tried. We did
put
have
them
a
in a
we did have a
For now.
what do they call that? A jail cell in the basement, and we tried putting them in there, but they kept getting out. So we just let them go in the observatory, and they like it because it's warm there.
We found them coming out of the,
it's I'm afraid.
we found them coming out of the observatory this way. We sort of panicked.
Past tense to all these things. We found them. He had spiders. They liked the warm areas.
It was very warm for a little bit.
Did they cause you trouble?
No.
trouble.
They were easy to deal with. I mean,
They were very scary.
I thought you said you
Yeah,
were
they can be
coming
kind of
here.
scary though. I do
They
like
did
the
bite one of my friend's shoulders off to a degree.
The male Webb, he's really cool. He lets me items sometimes.
Ah,
They smell
was that
funny
the
when
one
they
that?
burn.
Okay, where?
Are
Good
they
child.
okay?
That's all fine. Everything's fine. You know what? You need to
There's a lot of
rest.
people in your room.
You need to have us
There
not
are
be
a lot of
here.
you.
We're gonna just go now.
I'm
Okay,
going
guys?
to roll
We're all
a
gonna
d4.
go. Are we
Wait.
going?
That's not
No, we're gonna
That's-
let you
yeah, I grabbed
rest.
Wait.
Okay.
And we're gonna go now. Okay?
Evens I tell the truth, odds I lie.
Before that, you know where the Fountain of Youth is.
Yeah, okay.
I know that it exists. I haven't gone there myself.
Little girl, what is your name?
I'm not allowed to go in the basement.
Little
She
girl,
said
basement.
She just said that.
a map.
All right. Little girl, what is your name?
I am Aronoxid.
Aranoxid. I'm afraid your spiders are rusty.
I kick you really hard.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm afraid your spiders are gone.
Yeah, they do that.
No, they're gone.
Can I roll to
Yeah,
attack him?
They're gone. They're sleeping with the fishes. They have a horse head in their bed.
Not the fishes. Not the fishes.
They've gone away to the farm.
Even the babies?
All of them. They've gone away to the farm.
That's so synthesized.
Somebody.
I pull out of my pack. I pull out of my pack a belaying pin, which is it's a club.
Okay.
It's a common ship item.
She's
The biggest thing is he won't lie.
her nightstand while you're
That would be fine.
It's very much
Here,
a lot.
whenever I'm sad, I always hang on to this. It was a memory of my first ship, and I feel like this might be better for you than this for me.
No, she had a dagger. She's putting it back in.
I give her a
She
club.
pulled a dagger on us.
She was pulling a dagger out of the nightstand and then put it back. It's like, oh, thanks.
It's the exact same thing as a dagger, but strength based.
That was.
I'm
not
very
helpful.
sorry.
The child about
That's
to
okay.
try and fight us?
They're kind
Would
of
not go well
scary.
for the
They really only know me and my dad. No one else is supposed
Unless
to
it's
go in there.
Amy.
Well, see. Oh,
not
that
a
may have been
child.
what happened.
Or we
Because we
forget
walked
she's
over
there.
to say hello
She
earlier, but
was
we
a
saw,
child.
We don't know
everyone's
that.
asleep, we should probably not. And then
We
they
don't
started
even
coming
know
out
that
of there
she's-
towards here, and we thought, oh no, they're going for the little girl!
We don't even know if she's human.
bad.
Which I'm fairly
Sorry.
sure you know
Oh,
she's not
that's
actually.
sweet. Thanks.
She's not.
Do I need to
She
roll
changes
anything for
color.
that? Cool!
Meaning and
Anyway, we're leaving
She's
now.
very tired and
Okay,
seems
well-
kind of sick.
quick,
Let's
no
head
sleep.
to the
I
basement.
pat her on the head. Okay, well,
No.
have a nice little sleep, and we'll try to be quiet.
Smother. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Well, Clatter has been a good friend to us and showing us around the place, so I think we're okay.
Oh.
We wanted to make sure that we did meet. Since apparently your father's out, that's kind of why we wanted to meet you, but then you were asleep, so we didn't want to bother you, and then
Just
let's
home
talk.
invaders.
He talks a lot.
He that does. You got that?
That's
I
what it
missed
is.
that.
basically.
To
That's
the
fine.
basement.
That's
Good night.
okay.
I'm not doing it. I'm
I'm
not
at
doing it.
20.
I'm
You
just
don't even
gonna-
know I'm here.
I'm just gonna go back
My
to bed.
investigation's
That's
horrible,
cool.
so I'm hoping I found a good thing. What did I find?
Their mom.
I'd like
Oh, found
history on any strange mirrors.
some can.
I'd like to roll. I'm leaving the room.
I'd like to roll. Let's go to the basement.
I'd like to roll. I have a map.
I follow
Follow
that.
the
Of the
map. That is a
basement?
total 12.
It is relatively easy to cast spells on mirrors.
Okay, one more thing. What do you say is iter
Iron oxide.
iron oxide?
Ironix.
It's
Iron
probably
oxide.
just
Iron.
Iron oxide.
I get it.
It's iron
I get it
iron
now.
oxide.
I get it now.
Scribe.
I get it now.
Okay, wait.
Just
I
It's
get
the
it
words
now.
Iron
from
oxide,
color.
rust,
That's
put
it.
together,
All it
taken
is.
off the E.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is with that mirror?
Oh, that's magic. I'm not supposed to. Well,
Do you know what it does?
yeah.
What does it do?
It makes a duplicate of whoever looks in it.
Is that duplicate evil?
It depends. I mean, it's my mirror, so it doesn't do anything to me or Da, but I don't.
let's
I don't know
all
about
look
you.
into the mirror.
I am walking down the staircase at this
Doubles
point.
the initiative count.
Let us not.
I'm hearing cursed mirror.
You.
I hear cursed mirror stuff, and I am walking away.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all.
I
we're all-
do want to mention that Clatter does stop you before you go down the
kill him.
stairs.
Oh, okay.
He just puts his hands in front of you and points down at the floor.
Oh.
What's down the floor?
Since you've been hanging around with Clatter the most, you notice that there is a wire.
Oh. Thank you very much, Clatter. Would you like to lead the way for us? Give us a tour of the basement?
Shakes its head,
Oh.
What's down there, Clatter?
points to itself, and then points back.
Oh. Well, I shall go down and see the basement, and if
Maybe
I
like to
find
test the wire.
anything worthy of a great
Should
adventure,
have him summon Slappy to test the wire.
I pat. I take his hand and I pat it, and if I find a friend, I'll bring
I
him
mean, I
back
don't
for
know
you.
what this
shakes
is,
your
but I
hands
can test
vigorously.
too.
Very well, Clatter.
We're just going downstairs.
You hear the stone in your mind say, "Oh, for heaven's sake,
How
can we
rough are
just
you
get
looking?
going?"
Pretty rough.
Look, I'm talking to a rock. I think I'm pretty emotionally attached. I step over the wire. I point it out, and I would like to
really good.
fly down the stairs and not touch anything.
All right.
Look
While
great.
carefully looking for
Everything
airborne.
about all the cuts and burns looks great.
Okay.
Yes.
You look metal.
Find in the room.
I'd like to step over the wire and
Let
continue
me go
down.
back up to the things. I had it written down in a place.
14.
Walk through the wire.
Okay, there is a
I don't
mirror
wanna go to the
covered
room.
by
I walk on the wire.
Me too.
tablecloth, some kind of cloth. There in the room, inside of a dresser, are a bunch of clothes that look like they belong to a little girl, and more clothes that look like they belong to a much larger, probably male person. They're very expensive looking, and you figure if you were to gather them, they probably could sell for a good $100.
Male person. Not
I don't
the
know
other
if I
man
have enough
will
room
do.
for that.
Mailman.
Are we seriously just gonna keep robbing them blind? Come on, this is wrong.
No, it's fine. That's their clothes. Do whatever.
Who wants other people's
already
clothes?
invaded their
Clothes.
home.
It's
At a certain
just
point,
robbery.
at a certain
So
point,
she wouldn't probably notice it.
the neutral good.
Does she see us walking over the wire?
What to say no?
You can make a perception.
Going up behind you.
Clatter has already walked away after telling you that the wire is there.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
okay.
I didn't know how long this is taking, so.
I noticed because I'm right
It's
next to you.
23, I think.
Alright, we continue downstairs.
We are in the Le Wine Cellar, unless there's anything in this hallway here. Like, that's.
You could. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yes.
Not being trapped.
Investigation.
If you would like to roll perception or investigation checks.
Perception.
Crud.
That's
Natural
very-
one. I'm flying down, having a good old time.
Oh, I rolled a
That's
nat
0.
20 on my perception,
You're just gonna let me
investigation,
walk through the
investigation.
A nat 20 on
Okay.
her looking for
Yes.
traps check.
Yeah, nat 20 on looking for things.
Okay.
Whichever sounds better.
We're both walking traps right now. At any point,
Pretty
we can
much.
just
Okay.
go on.
For any of you that got a 12
I have to
or
disarm
higher
you
in what you
with
just
this
rolled,
sword.
you notice that there are
I'm not
several
going to
racks
relax.
At any
in different
I'm sorry, it
positions
was for your
along the
throat,
floor that seem to be made of stone.
Racks made out of stone.
There are rats in various positions
Rats.
around the hallway. Some look like they're about to climb up the wall. Some look like they are laying down. They are made of stone. There's 3 in total.
Wait, hold up.
Apparently didn't like them.
I'd like to roll to determine if iron oxide is a construct.
You can.
I would
What
like
would I
to
add to
Roll,
that?
can you roll a history for me?
History.
Ben.
That's a 23.
Okay. You know that iron oxide. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She is a earth giant.
I relay this information to everybody else.
Well,
I would like to investigate the spy. Sorry, the
What information?
forgot
On
her
a
name.
scale
oxide's
of 1
a
to
nuke,
44,
and I'm
like
trying to find
13.
thing marks like a spider bite.
It's not good.
Would this be nature, investigation?
I'm going to probably say either one.
Nobody
honestly.
has healing.
Nope. Everyone sucks.
got healing potions that
really
we don't know
hurting
about.
people.
Nice.
That's not
If you
helpful.
try and cast a spell.
Wait, none of us
and
even
I'm
have healing
5
words.
feet of
Oh.
No.
You look hurt, right?
Yes.
I give you a healing potion.
Thank you. What kind?
I should take
It is a single healing
I thought
potion.
about changing
Which
to a
is
healer. or
standard
something,
healing
but
potion.
Corbin told me no.
I think
2d4
it's
plus 2.
D4.
I think.
You just have
2d4
managed
plus 2.
spells.
Where's
Yeah,
my
I can't do spells.
So I advised against it.
Ooh,
You
nice.
can.
No, it's too late now. It's fine, whatever.
Great.
That's not too
You
bad.
do not notice anything out of the ordinary.
think about
These rats are made
halfway.
of stone.
Little under.
What else
Are
do
they
we find
living?
in the room?
I do
No, they're made of
believe
stone.
that there be either something turning these rats to stone, or this man has an odd sense of statuary.
I'd say it's probably both.
Probably both.
A 16 for anything else in the room?
And what clues you in?
There's nothing else in this
Rats.
hallway. It's just a hallway. There is a torch on sconce over in the corner, and there are 3 redstone rats.
I love skunk.
All right.
At the end of this hallway is a door that appears to be locked, though.
Is how
Oh, we're
locked
talking
is
like right here, right?
Appears to be locked.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Maybe we should talk to it first. See if it'll
I would
open
like
up
to
to us.
intimidate the door.
I'd like to ask. I was going to put my hand on
Step
Clunk
aside,
and ask
door.
Clunk. How do we
Clunk's
get
not
through
here.
here?
Oh, Clunk's the rock. Right, never mind. Clunk.
You're in my way. Stop following me.
Clunk. What do we do?
At first, the rock with.
Here you go.
Speak to me, Clunk. Tell me what to do.
Just so
didn't
you
take
know, I do have a few spells at my
knock by
disposal.
any chance, did
I
you?
can heal and hurt things.
So you
walk
heal
up
that
to
thing.
I walk up
Just
to the sorcerer
FYI.
and I kind of like, Cecil, and I just put this rock on your forehead.
What? No. Why are you
I'm
so
sending
mean with
healing
the rock?
vibes. It's a crystal stone. It sends you healing vibes.
I'm not
Also, the stone's not touching your face, so it can talk to you.
You heal by 6 points.
I half expected you to say the stone casts fireball centered on you.
It does have inflict wounds. It can do something.
So tell me,
Hi.
is there a way we could get through this door that you know of?
You can unlock it, or you can break it down.
Where is the key?
Property damages.
Where is the
Does
key?
anyone have thieves' tools?
Tell me where's the key?
Does anyone
count as
Does anyone have thieves' tools or expertise in thieves'
I have
tools?
expertise
I do.
in thieves' tools. I just don't have thieves'
I have
tools.
thieves' tools.
Yeah,
Rather strange thing for a bard to have.
They're useful backstage. Now shut up.
But how?
Could you open this door for
Chaos.
us?
Yes, I do. How do I do that? Sorry.
Roll.
I think I would use it.
Add your proficiency
If we
modifier.
both do it at the same time,
Okay, roll
Chaos.
what?
Roll.
we could get 2 different
Would you
kinds
say
of
this
damage.
is like?
Nat 20.
I'm
Nice,
opening the
some
door.
Good news.
You have unlocked the door.
Woo! We're in.
We enter into the door and into the wine cellar.
Any traps by the door?
For everyone who walks into the room, I need you to make 4 consecutive con saves.
No.
You should have made it 7.
No.
Never said I walked in.
No. Did not walk in.
I
For
didn't say I
anyone who
walked
did
in.
not walk in, you notice
4
possibly
consecutive
them
con
making
saves.
4
Okay, who's walking in?
Oh, I'm not walking to any room first.
Nope.
Unless I'm
Who
flying.
walked in?
Okay,
And I
you
do
two
need
just
order.
walked in.
Those 2 did.
So
If
it's
you
just me.
said you
So
went
we
through
gotta
the
walk
door,
in.
you walked
Oh,
in.
us?
B and I dumped Colin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We were 5.
Do not
Although I am
fail
Fine.
me. You are not mine, but I shall not hesitate to crush you
15.
beneath
I'm
my feet.
15.
So we might be okay.
Not if you
Okay.
roll 1.
That's a dirty 20.
Hang on.
Hannah,
Not
your
if we
character feels its muscles begin to harden as slowly from the ground up your body turns to stone.
Okay, I am peeking into the room. I'm not walking through.
I'm gonna yell out as my body's
Do
turning
I
to
get
stone.
affected by
Guys,
anything, or do I
this
just
is
see
a
what's
prop.
happening?
Can anything see? How far are you sticking your head inside the room?
I'm not sticking my head inside the room. I'm just looking into the room through the open door.
Then you
Just
can probably
Twice. Turn
If
into
you're
a
looking
rock.
from the hallway, I'm
Yeah.
going to
Of
see
course
that
she
you
would
can
bring
see
it back
this,
in.
because that's what's directly in front of you.
Right.
You
Would
can
you
see
like
a
to
little bit of
reset?
this because vision.
So I
is
see
out.
her turning to
You
stone.
do see her turning to stone.
Okay.
We're coming through this door?
You are
Yeah.
coming down from the stairs through this hallway. And,
I think you
Okay,
expect us
okay.
to go much
I think I've discovered where the section's be coming
I'm
from.
just
Yes.
muttering
That's
something.
Corbin, that's a dirty 20.
okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Again, thank
Filthy 20.
Filthy 20. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
you. Do
Don't
need to
do
make
not do that.
4 of those though.
Oh, that's right. Okay, continue to behave and you shall be blessed. That's a natural 20.
Oh my
Can I subtract 1 con save because of that natural 20?
No. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I would love
that one is a 12, and that one is a 9.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nat.
Yes.
But there were 2 20s in there.
Nat 20, 12, and 9.
I can't help with this. I'm gonna go use
Nat
this.
20,
Sounds
dirty 20, 12, and 9.
The hours going to be over here. That's the spiral staircase. There's this. He actually has a map.
I have an idea. It is not a good idea, but I have an
You
idea.
have also turned to stone.
All the way,
Yes.
She failed to.
but I critically
No.
succeeded.
I survived 1 of 7 consecutive con saves.
I'd like to note that your amulet
Jam is nice.
wouldn't have.
5 players max.
Really?
Yeah, the amulet's for tackles only.
Alright.
Yeah.
There you go. So you need the.
It's small mass.
I know she's referencing
Yep.
it
Oh.
to make the thing.
No.
It's her.
Okay.
Let her flounder in confusion.
Okay, Hannah, Jacob, you two in front of
We are
you
dead.
staying out. Which ones are yours?
These 2.
There's a way for us to turn back out of stone, right?
Spiral
Okay.
staircase. You guys have turned to stone right about
I'm
here. The
right
rest
in the
of
back.
you are in the hallway.
Does anybody have greater restoration?
No,
I have
that's a 5th
darkness.
I have
We are only
enhanced ability.
level 5.
Did you add in the catch to get us out of petrification? That means nothing to me,
Says
Corbin.
maybe you'll see.
You're about to meet
Okay.
Faydad, and it's all gonna go downhill from there.
If you don't kill it now, you die.
Good luck, people.
That's, yeah.
Okay.
That's where that's
You
at.
guys see their characters turn to stone. What would you like to do?
Hide.
Okay, so I have an
I
idea.
am hidden.
We all entered the room and end the campaign right now.
So I see kind of this direction right here, right?
You see a bit from a cone from where you're standing in the hallway.
Do I see the door there?
You do not.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the door open or closed?
Can we?
It's just an archway. Sorry.
Are we conscious while we're stone, or like
You are not. Okay.
I
That I know.
have an idea. I'm going to tell them all to hug the left wall,
I'm gonna go find.
and I'm going to cast darkness here. We cannot see anything. Nothing can see us.
All right.
Here's the problem with that, Ben. If you start turning to stone in the darkness, no one will be able to see that happening.
But we won't know till we know, do we?
My character is going to stay hidden behind the stairwell. Stairwell?
I am also flying, so if you hear a thunk, well,
There
you know
is
what's
a
up.
hallway right here, and that's the doorway.
You shatter into 1,000 pieces.
So I'm going to do my flutter, hugging the wall to the archway, and may God have mercy on my soul.
Those are the.
You made a DM have mercy on your soul.
At this point, I'll take what I can get.
You know what? Either one.
You have Corbin. God cannot save you now.
Kenny.
We're rolling some more wild magic search.
I haven't
If that was
gotten
a
to yet.
natural one, I would have laughed so hard.
I want
Oh,
to.
he is good. God and anime are against me.
So, how far does darkness radius? Should I look, you want me to look
It's
it up?
like 30 feet.
I have the power of God and the enemy on my side. What are you doing?
A, B, C, D, D.
Night school came out, huh?
Darkness.
Darkness,
15 foot
15-foot
radius.
Which means a 30 feet total.
Okay.
I know, I can't see in this magical darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna say there's about 15 feet that you can't
Don't
reach with
like it.
darkness. Where would you like to put it?
Which way did the
Because-
door open?
This is about where the door is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I would like to
30,
put it
40,
right
45.
right in front of like the doorway, and I'm going to like look at the wall
Yes,
as I'm like,
Would you like to relay the information?
Are you human, Micah?
yes, I will do that.
Do you have any character traits?
No,
Am I rolling any con saves?
You are not.
I get
Killing.
to
Um,
the door.
Wild magic search, wild magic search, wild.
Actually,
You gonna try to help us?
Are you gonna
Oh!
Are you gonna call out and say, hey, it's safe to come through as long as it can't see you?
Well, I'm gonna say no to you because I already told everybody else, so.
If I lose my
So I guess you just want to
I shield my body completely.
Okay.
Yeah, I've informed
The
the plan.
petrifying gaze thing is if a creature starts its turn within 30 feet of the basilisk, and the two of them can see each other, the basilisk can force the creature to make a
Do
DC.
they have to make...
Oh, there's a massive.
So if darkness stops over here or over here, I forget where I said, and you came over here.
So,
But do you...
if the two of us can see each other, and I'm gonna look at the wall.
Okay, then
does,
you're fine.
does that mean you have to not make eye contact, basically?
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
look
you
at it.
can avert your gaze at the start
Oh,
of your
those are
turn.
rhinos. Never mind.
I'm like, what about the time I was running away
Who
on a
entered
horse?
first?
Different creature.
Those are different creatures, but
I
yeah.
don't know, none of you specified.
You just like,
And I
think
didn't
technically-
ask.
Well,
Yeah,
Hannah would have
Hannah-
gone through first.
I think Hannah entered first.
Probably.
Yeah.
So since I saw her turn to stone, though.
No, you
You were
went in
surprised
with her.
though.
That
Because
was
you weren't
how many feet of movement?
I think it's a 30-foot radius, so this is about 45 total. So I'm gonna say it stops about here.
Okay, so
You
how?
started from the doorway, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You, we're not in initiative, so I think it's fine.
Okay. Following the map, I'm going all the way over here.
Okay.
well, I guess we're gonna follow this run through the darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do any of
Blindly running through
Look
the
in the way
darkness.
of the basilisks.
Okay.
Why would we?
There
Where
are
am
4
I?
of them in a cage over here, just to let players know.
Oh, that's what the cage was.
I guess I go next. Question mark?
And don't look.
Yeah.
Sure. I avert my eyes.
Reading programs, man.
It's
You
dark anyway.
I can't see.
Whoa! I only go left.
Can you stealth and
Good
dash at the same
adventurous
time?
when you go.
That is my
check
flaw.
Rogue, yes.
That's your
we're
flaw?
My flaw is I only go left.
Because we're not in initiative. So
Alright, then I'm just dashing. That's it. I'm
Is
running.
this door open?
Left the
They
child
are
behind.
both just unlocked.
Leave no child
I would like
behind.
to.
Out of fear,
Leave all
I'm going to
children
follow.
behind.
I would like to enter that
And
door.
not...
Which doors would you like to move?
According to the map, there's the brewery, and then there's the not brewery with a weird thing. I'd like to go to the not brewery with a weird thing.
Alright.
Ah!
There's been a lot of talking. I've made some friends. And I made a promise, but I don't intend to keep it.
Aw, okay.
Sorry, Jacob.
Alright,
I love
so
you. Bravo, Vlad.
does anyone else go into the other room,
Look
or are
at
you
that
all following
direction.
Ben's character?
We're all following Ben.
Okay,
Ben.
Jack Dom, literally everyone who walks through
I
that door.
don't go in.
I walk to the door.
I don't go in.
Okay.
We
Is it a
don't
marker or is it a
step
door?
in.
This
It's
door?
just an open. It's a door you can open.
Now.
It's locked.
Because
No
we
one
have a
wants
map
to.
and we don't want to go in there.
That's just a
Okay.
brewery.
At the end of what seems to be another longish hallway is just an open portal.
Oh gosh, dang it.
Alright.
Now, who among us would like to be the first into the breach, beyond where any mortal man can comprehend,
Can I push
where
you?
everything is fantastical and
Can I
frankly
push you?
So
close?
close.
can.
Is,
I'm gonna push
How-
you halfway through your sentence.
And who? Oh!
how close are you to the portal?
Would you like to contest it?
No! It's a one shot. Let's go for it.
Alright, do it!
I am pushed through the portal.
Just
Do I have
so,
to roll anything?
Just so players know,
Any safety throws?
no. There is a way to undo the petrification I've built into this place if you guys would like to go and explore.
Please do it. I
Yeah.
don't want to be
Probably
sitting here.
brewery.
We're just gonna have you go through the portal. I'm going to go through the brewery.
Okay.
We'll say Hannah push you in.
Please, Micah.
Okay, I'm gonna
But
do
you're
brewery
doing
first
stupid
because I can really
things.
only
I
do
don't
this.
Okay,
Once.
look
Yeah,
at it this
Don't
way.
ask him. His character doesn't have empathy.
Okay.
I'm useful to you because I cut down a spider in one turn.
Investigation.
That I weakened for you. I
Alright,
cut down
Ben
spider one turn
investigates.
as well.
Okay.
I another
Hey,
spider.
but it does help you to have a tank on your side.
I am
investigate for you.
I've
That's a
taken
23.
0 damage.
Hannah,
Oh,
you're
Sam!
No, sorry, you were wrong.
Would you like
Never
to
mind.
investigate the brewery?
Apologies, I forgot you were
Oh.
wrong.
No.
I was like, that's why I thought it was okay to be gone for a minute.
Alright,
So I
yeah.
went Brock.
Camp Granny.
No, to investigate.
Granny.
Nana.
Granny.
Nana.
Nana.
This is Granny.
Nana, would you like
I'm
to
gonna go through the
investigate?
portal.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you do so.
Well,
I'm gonna put a
I
pause on whoever
follow
goes through the portal to do
portal.
this first.
What?
I said I follow.
Everyone
through the
else
portal.
is going through the portal.
Except
Granny's
me?
turned to stone.
Portal is going on a pause. Whoever is going into brewery goes first.
Are you
Sorry,
staying with me or are you going through
but-
the portal?
He doesn't know what to do.
I can only do these
Stay
things
with,
one time.
stay with Nana.
Thank you.
Help me investigate.
I'm gonna stay in the hallway.
That doesn't help me
If
investigate.
we were a higher level,
things.
Okay, I'm investigating.
You see before you a
Oh.
Nah, I'm gonna go.
What?
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
There is
No, like,
a desk right over here. There is a mortal and pestle in the center of this desk. There are shelves lining both of these walls. All of the shelves seem to be filled with various jars of miscellaneous knickknacks and junk. Some of them look strange. I like
There's
to throw
snow
them.
globes
Some
from
of
all
them are
over
different colors.
no.
Some of them are magical, some are not. This is a list of the things you see on the shelf. On the desk in front of you is this paper and a mortal and pestle.
The kleptomaniac cat is the person who can potentially save your life.
Pawns go. Would anyone else like to do this
Thank you.
for fun,
Please.
or
Do what?
Nope.
Look at it?
to
Mm-mm.
help Maria the person?
Sure.
Flavor-wise, it's just her character doing this.
Okay. To gain flesh from a hardened stone, infuse dust from a funny bone, the sorrow of the fiery beast,
Kill the bard.
essence of a spider's sting, drops of water, undead's bane, deep blackened sea knight's stain, mind of beast lacking haste, a touch of something sweet to taste, merely a drop should amend, thine weak comrades' unity.
Untimely.
Untimely end, sorry.
Ouch.
Well, I already know what two of these things are.
Crud.
We need,
Alright.
so,
Would you like to try on your own for fun?
I can try.
Meanwhile, in our universe.
Actually, while you guys figure
On
that out,
another
I'm
plane
gonna
of
start
existence.
portal shenanigans.
Portal shenanigans.
Oh gosh.
Are you still there?
Is there a femur in here?
Someone pull me out. I'm going through the portal.
You're not there yet. You dawdled.
I'm coming behind anyways.
I'm
slow, but I'm gonna make it.
orphan blood?
There are.
What?
Small
Okay.
Coagulated orphan, but Corbin!
Hey, I'm
Okay,
fast for
I need
small.
you to
Oh, it's
not
what the
look at
science
this
is.
person if you can.
Sweet, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Like it's like
Essence of
I done
spider's
con,
feet,
but I'm
coagulated
fast.
orphan blood, you know? Get enough spiders.
Yay.
Hey, actually,
There
Spider
are
poison? All
some
insects.
things that
coagulates blood.
you can find things that are not on the list as possible substitutes.
Like
Okay, what else
bug
is in the
bones.
room?
Kill the bard.
Kill the bard.
Investigation check.
I think I know what 4 of these things are.
Okay.
Should I
Would
put the
you like to make
down?
an insight check?
And your journey
I'll do
towards
that.
the sensitive side
Okay.
of the force shall be complete.
That is 17.
Okay, you remember
Okay.
that you just faced spiders in the other room, and there were webs all over
What? You
the
both
room.
have jackets off already.
Whoa,
Hey, hi. Whoa.
okay.
That's pretty much the only clue I can give you.
Sorrow of fiery.
You, with your investigation check, inside one of the drawers of the desk, you do find some moldy chocolate.
That's not really fun.
Chocolate.
You view Rhea as funny.
That's like finding gold.
As much as Corbin is funny.
Do you view yourself as funny?
On occasion.
Do you think you're pond scum?
She's not Steven.
Absolutely. Do I think I'm scum in general?
Or
Do you think Freya has many funny bones in her body?
Seems like there's a ton of
Yes.
Are you telling me elvish bone marrow is one of the things? That's not dust, though. Bone marrow's not dust.
There's a mortar and pestle. You just grind it up.
I mean, spiders' face poison typically coagulate blood,
Don't
so...
spiders eat moths? Moth wings?
Oh, sorry.
Remember what I told you with your insight check?
Yes,
Spiders will eat anything.
there's webs. I need to go get the webs.
Sure. Okay, so for everyone who has stepped through the portal,
You first.
on the other side, you step out of the portal and
Okay.
see this in front of you. For every number that is on these papers is literally just a number that is in the dirt made with some chalk.
Oh boy, it's math.
It is not math, by the way. The letters
Wait,
and
math
numbers that represent these portals are arbitrary. I just put them on things.
So these are.
The numbers don't matter. The numbers are there to show you where the portals are.
Oh boy.
It's for her to know where they
And
connect
for
to.
me to be able to reference what you find.
Always go
Yeah.
left. Does anyone have ball bearings?
We're not doing that again.
I have 2 things: the clothes on my back and my arcane focus.
What I need you
We'll
guys
use your
to
arcane
do
focus.
while you are exploring
Hi,
this
I'm
little
dashing
thing-
to the left portal with my flying speed of 100 feet.
Okay, sweet.
It provokes an opportunity attack.
It's not a spell. I'm flying.
One thing I would like to mention to players. I only have one of these copies of the maze, so you can either all go together at the same time, or you can do this separately, and I send half of the room out.
Okay, well
No,
then I
let's
think
all go
we-
together.
We should. I can only go left.
She can literally
Is
only
that
go
part of
left.
your base
Your
training?
analog stick
Go
broken,
left.
it can't go right.
To do
character
this
flaws, I only
puzzle,
go
I
left.
need you to tell me the numbers that you are going through,
Wait,
and I will
is that
give you
seriously
the next
true?
piece that will lead
That's
to
why
the
you moved the
portals.
east?
You have reached the end.
That's right.
when
No,
I
I
hand
rolled
you
a
a piece of the
D4, so
picture.
it was east
Okay.
anyway.
So.
Let's go through 10.
So sorcerers and monk are joining you.
We can only.
Okay, so we're going
sorcerers and
yes, we're going
cabin
left.
boy.
Okay.
10.
In that case, we're hitting 10.
Okay, let me find 10.
10.
10.
Do drop. Let's put that.
Okay.
Let's see what we can eliminate.
Step through number 10.
Okay.
And you step back out of this number 10. And you
Okay.
find
Not
yourself
So
there.
then we go to 4.
Alright, well,
Not do
4.
droplets.
We only have one place to go.
4.
4.
4. Okay,
Not
for each
more
number you guys go
not
through, I have to
dragon
find
from
it on here, so.
Not rabbit.
Oh
You mean you're not
my
organized?
gosh.
Do you know how many pieces there are?
I
That's
don't.
like a bajillion pieces.
Don't look behind the screen.
But there's so many pieces.
I know, but the numbers are.
Alright, so we come out
important
4.
I
for
would
me.
like to
Wait,
talk
actually, sorry.
to
I need
Clump.
a.
Clunk.
Clunk.
I'd like to talk to Clunk and be like, hey,
I
Clunk,
was
bro,
crazy.
bro.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
You know anything about this place?
So as soon as you walk, okay, sorry, I'll get to you in a second. As soon as you walk through, that is letter G. You see off to your off to your left,
It's the most
circular-
obvious one on the list.
a large circular fish tank about 15
Sorry, what?
Inside of the tank is an enormous octopus-like creature. It has no eyes or visible mouth.
I say hello.
It's all black, but reflects different
Ooh.
colors when the light is shined at it.
I say
There's a
hello.
ladder attached to the side of the tank, and at the label on the bottom of the tank, it says void fish. There's an accordion sitting on the floor off to the right.
I say hello.
This is telepathic, correct?
Yes.
Oh.
It answers you in a sing-songy voice that does not have words.
All right. Okay.
It's more of like a hum that you can hear in your mind, and it
Like
sounds
whale
pleasant.
songs.
Nice to meet another person who can swim. Okay, I'm just gonna pop right by you. You know what? You're a pal. I flip him a gold coin.
The gold coin lands in front of the fish tank, and it waves with its tentacles at you.
Okay, that would expend a use, so I'm not gonna do that. But I would wave Slappy at it if that did not cost me things.
That's alright.
It's Bane. Holy water! A drop of.
It's not dragon's breath. It's dragon's tears.
Okay, whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. I believe in you.
I love you.
Okay.
Don't take this far.
Okay.
We
Walk through
have to
number
go to
4.
2 then.
So I
Alright.
climb out of the
Wait.
Okay. You
That's
guys walk
left,
through your
right?
portal
I don't
number
know.
4, and you notice as you step out the other side, it
There's no
closes
chocolate.
behind you. Before you
said
is
there was
portals
chocolate.
We
11
can't go back.
and 2.
We can only go
I got
forward.
chocolate in a drawer and there's
Two.
a web.
You are
Let's go to Florida!
Okay.
Huh?
As soon as you step through the portal, you are on a grassy
Let's get the
hill.
chocolate.
There's a
Ooh.
carved oak tree.
Moldy
With
chocolate.
sorry, there's a carved
Moldy?
oak
Yeah,
tree
moldy
stump
chocolate.
that holds
That's
several
not
volumes
sweet.
of music.
It's chocolate.
Chocolate can be very bitter.
Yes.
Chocolate is
Did you have
bitter.
something to say? Oh, okay.
Already.
Well, I was
you were
just gonna
gonna
comment.
buy
I was just gonna
She
comment on there
wouldn't give
seems
me
to be a
chocolate
musical
that's
theme.
bitter. It's Corbin.
Well, Hannah's
trust her.
character is a
My mom's cookies.
bard,
Vanilla ice
and,
chocolate added
but
to
she's
art
also
section.
petrified. So the stuff
Who's
I make
Vanilla
for
Bean?
characters is not necessarily always.
Where's that
gonna work
happens?
out.
He dies.
Use the
I'm
nose.
okay with
She
this.
wouldn't mention the chocolate.
Okay, what number would you like to go through next?
Sorry, we're going
Two.
through 2? Yeah, 2.
So you're
Florida!
going through number 2.
Because it's shaped like Florida. I forgot that way.
She-
Okay. There is a group of sleeping bats. One is awake and staring at you.
How adorable.
Can I
Frank.
test this?
From Origin
It's a
Story.
one-shot KO.
You can absolutely test it if you have made it correctly.
What?
It will
Yeah.
work. If you have
No.
not made it correctly, it will not.
Prefer if I
Okay.
ate
Have you
it.
made it with a mortal and pestle?
Yes.
My
Okay. Can I see your answers?
Yes. The chocolate one.
It's not chocolate.
Give me the chocolate.
I know it's not chocolate.
I'm
Chocolate is
gonna
bitter.
try it either way.
Chocolate is bitter.
It's also
He has
moldy
diabetes.
chocolate.
Chocolate will kill him.
It's moldy chocolate.
It's that or a vanilla bean.
Yes,
Alright.
vanilla beans are
Vanilla's not
sweet.
sweet.
She does the chocolate.
No.
I can test both of them.
Test.
Okay.
Do you turn into a chocolate statue though?
Who are you testing this on? 'Cause if you are going back into the room, I need to know whether or not you are looking at the basilisks.
I am not.
Oh, yeah, darkness is no longer up.
Them.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
I'm
am
gone,
up in it.
so
And
No
I can see in
longer
the
on this
dark,
plane
so
of
I don't have to
existence.
look
Okay.
at them.
I'm assuming we're on
When you
planet
try the concoction that you have
I'm
made,
assuming we're just
nothing
drawing
happens.
hands.
Alright.
Basically.
I will try the vanilla bean.
See, I figure we're all just on one
So
thing.
she tries with one vanilla bean.
Yes.
Sections.
It's just
again.
with vanilla bean.
They're like rooms in a house.
Maybe.
It's still
If the house was in an
Alright,
earthquake.
I'm switching.
Okay. So,
web.
I see the bats.
Moth wings.
I bow. Ah, yes. Another flying creature.
It's winks at you.
And I walk towards 18.
Sure, we're going to
18.
We go through 18.
Alright, sounds good. Okay.
Ignore
For 18, there is.
There's a thing on here.
Okay, let me see.
There is.
There's a ledge on both sides with a hanging rope in between. There's a 20-foot chasm in the center.
I'm terrified. I'm just shaking in my non-existent orphan leather
Imagine
boots.
these are raised
Orphan
platforms.
leather boots?
This is similar
Yes,
to a
orphans
slide
baby
that
leather
goes
boots.
into 17. There's a rope in the center.
I fly
So we
to.
want- Wait, if we're going always left, we'd want to go to 17. Though.
We need to
Yeah.
go to
Sweatshop
17.
or child murderer?
Wait, we went through 18. I like to fly to 17.
You do realize that left and right is dependent on which portals you enter.
Correct.
Yeah.
We're always
No,
going
we don't.
left.
But we always go left.
Okay.
I'm flying to 17.
Okay, sorry, I'll get that to you in a second.
Although I feel like we should go to 9 though.
Okay.
Maybe.
I can only do one.
I
at a
can only
time,
go
so I
left.
do need you to go together if you can.
We are
Well,
all
actually,
going
unless you're
to
just going off by
17.
yourself.
I mean, frankly, I am not concerned if they're following me or not.
I'm going to whichever. I want to ride you.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay,
There's
are
a
you,
lot of homoerotic. You're a little young for that.
Okay, are you going to 9 or
You
17?
T-pose.
I'm
I
on
grab
him.
your I grab your arms and we fly through 17.
Would you guys like to go to 9 or 17 as well?
17!
Okay, you are.
We're going to 17.
17.
Okay.
That is C. As you walk out of the portal, you find yourselves floating in the middle of the ocean. The next portal is underwater.
Do I telepathically sense any fishy nearby?
There are several minnows.
Friends, guide us in your school towards that portal.
They all go into the portal.
I just murdered so many fish.
I hate fish. It's fun. I would like to wing swim.
To
The
12.
portal is about, I'm gonna say,
You know, if I was
10
6th
feet
level,
underneath the
I
water.
could just do this.
Yeah, just to swim.
Yeah, we just swim
which
down.
takes you to 12.
12.
Well,
You find yourselves in a swamp densely populated by foliage.
I'm flying to 6.
foliage
Okay.
is your friend.
You notice that behind you, portal 12 closes.
Oh.
Actually,
I knew we should have gone to 9.
Uh-huh.
It's an eyeball!
for every portal that has so far closed, I'm gonna put one of these over it.
Oh, are they permanently closed?
They are permanently
As in you
closed.
can never go back that
Yes,
way.
sir.
So
You
if
can
we
never go
went
back to where you were.
So
because it'd
10
be different
here doesn't
emotionally.
exist anymore.
10 does.
So you can just
So
get
we
trapped.
can't back.
I'm pretty sure you have gone through.
Now we have to go through the whole maze.
We went through
Correct.
10 to 10 to 4 to
To
4
4,
to 2
to 2.
to 18.
Okay.
18 we took to 17, 17
okay,
to 12.
so 17 and 12 are closed. And then you have just walked through
12.
12.
And we're going through 6. I'm
Would
dodging.
you like to be in charge of idols?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm dodging foliage and.
For each
Line
one they go
6.
through, it closes.
For everyone that is underlined, the portal behind them closes. So they
Can,
just walked through 6.
can I, does that close all the
Oh,
sixes?
so 10 is still
I
up.
think you actually still have
So
6.
only the underlined
Yeah.
ones
You are now
Corbin,
back here.
Corbin,
Your eyeball
do
is
we, does it work now?
Do we go to 14? Or do we go to 22? It's the highest number, so.
Well, technically we go to 14.
We have to go to through 14.
14 is to the left.
I know, but 22 is the biggest number.
But
I could
14!
be lenient and say yes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be lenient and say
Corbin's
yes.
like, I could
Alright,
be
you are
lenient
now
and
both
say
not
yes.
I'm
stoned.
gonna be lenient
Woo!
and say yes.
Okay,
We're not
I
in this.
close my eyes. I ask you to guide me to where everybody else
Grab your
is.
hands. I
They're not
point
gonna
you
be able to
towards the
follow
wall
us.
They can
and
meet
we
us,
shimmy
actually,
back
because we're in
over.
that
Alright.
central area
What's
again.
happening?
Don't open your
So
eyes.
they were back in
Okay.
6, right?
You guys have just come through this portal if you are following them.
And we see
Alright,
you across the way.
This portal is closed. You can go to any one of these.
So what do you guys see?
Wait.
Wait. We come through the
I
portal
saw
and we join them.
an incomprehensible monster that looks
Hey,
so
we're all back
familiar.
together again.
And
Yep,
yeah,
I saved
I
them.
also
They just
met
got
some
one
bats.
six, so you're
And also,
My
you're
best friend.
alive.
Oh, joy.
Yes,
they're
I
back.
am. I thought you were a statue lost for the
I'm
ages.
glad you're alright.
Thank you.
Hey, you
Oh,
guys
it's so
aren't
good to hear
stone
back.
anymore.
Yes, we've noticed and
Yes.
established that.
They're no longer stoned.
No thanks to
Silently flip her the
some of
grave.
you.
I thought you were gone
You're
forever.
abandoning me.
I wept tears of pain.
I
The
forgive
for
you.
the originals make you
I
go
can
over
walk.
to the spider.
I do
web.
not forgive you.
Oh.
My
14,
talent's my
14.
You
let's
two
go.
can't find us about your mouth.
14, 14,
I'm
let's go.
sorry.
14, 14, 14, let's go.
14, 14,
Let's go.
14, 14, 14, 14,
Let's go.
14,
Okay,
14.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, as you go through 14, you are in the middle of a pine
The rest of the
forest.
days.
I feel at home.
Pine.
Wait, this isn't the sea.
Where are we?
I roll survival.
You are in the middle of a pine forest.
Oh,
Also roll survival.
You can come out of timeout.
my allergies.
It's a 5.
Okay, they've learned their lesson.
Okay,
Where's
what are
my-
you looking
My
for?
asthma.
Just
No.
anything suspicious.
Okay, you do notice that there is a rope to your left that is tied to a tree and leading up
Why
into
is
the
it
canopy.
springtime?
I'd like to pull on the rope.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I can pull on the rope.
Okay, as you pull on the rope, there is a net that falls down in the center.
Well, that's good thing
Huh.
none of us were there.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Nothing else happens.
9.
9.
Nine.
Alright,
Nine.
you may actually
That- which
have
means-
9.
9's there.
Yeah.
So that means we have
Yes,
to
you
go
are
to
here
18.
again.
To 18.
Which
We
goes
have
to
to
here.
There.
Mm-hmm.
I
Which
guess we're on
means we
8.
want to go to 8 to 2. 8.
We have to go to
8.
8.
8.
Okay, right?
We're always going left.
All right, sounds good.
That kind of sort of makes it easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Almost.
put this over there. You are in a stone hallway with no entrance or exit besides the portals.
16.
There are children's drawings lining the walls, but they appear to have be a wide variety of both quality and style.
I ignore the creepy drawings. Slenderman.
What are they of?
Some
Quick,
are
let's assign
of
ratings
a
to all of
beautiful hill with a rainbow and a house. Some are random people that are together that seem to be different colors.
Are any of them iron oxide?
Some of them say
They're not.
don't sleep.
Investigation.
None of the people
Are
that you see
any
are
of them
gray.
the Slenderman?
No.
I'm going through the portal.
For players,
16.
information for players, these are a bunch of children's drawings that is stolen from other people's homes.
Oh.
16.
Wait, what?
These
16.
are children's drawings.
Moving on.
That the main that the big
Eyeball
bad
on
has stolen from
16.
people's
We just keep running.
I need you to put an eyeball on
Yep,
that
running
because
like
of
crazy.
reasons.
Yep.
15.
You are in the middle of a canyon. It is quite hot outside. There's
I
a small
fly.
fountain trickling into a water basin. The flow seems to be unending, and the water
Hey, it's a
basin
fountain,
doesn't
yes.
overflow. But
There's
it
a
is
fountain.
just a pot with a tiny stream of water.
I want to drink it.
It's just dripping very slowly.
I like
Go
to
ahead.
watch her
Arcana.
drink it.
Okay.
I'd like to roll Arcana before they
Which
do
means that
But
I-
she's
I
drinking
stopped.
it. All that matters is she's drinking it right now.
Yeah.
So hold off, everyone else.
Roll history.
See what
Everyone else,
happens.
hold off.
Anna, you are now poisoned.
Alright, that's fair. I roll a 16 for history check.
You,
I don't believe this be the fountain of youth.
It's
Let's
still
move.
slightly off from what water probably should be.
Yeah, no, that looks wrong, and you don't look
it's
so
wrong.
good.
Yeah, it's
I,
gross.
Okay.
I
Without me
fly
having to
through
look
15.
it up.
Wait,
does anyone
hold on,
remember
hold on.
what
I grabbed the
poison
rock.
was?
Disadvantage
didn't
on
write it down.
all the things.
Okay. You have disadvantage on all the things.
Yeah. Does she get healed?
I think it's specifically attack rolls, but
The rock, clunk is on her.
You get healed by 6.
Yay! I don't know how much damage I got, but yay!
You don't have any
15.
damage taken. It's
Yeah.
just disadvantage.
disadvantage on attack rolls and
it
ability.
done
Something
now?
fell.
No.
Something
I
fell.
think so.
Attack rolls and ability. It lasts until you say it's gone.
Micah,
Alright.
move your feet.
To 15.
No, don't move your
15.
feet.
15. This is K. Okay, you step out of this portal and are falling from the top of a tree. I need you all to make dex saves.
He's flying. I'm flying, and he's flying with me. So are we
Okay,
fine?
then you do not have to
Okay.
make
What are you
dex
trying to do?
saves.
19?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Alright, alright,
7?
alright.
19.
15.
Okay, where's falling damage rules?
What did you say? A dex save?
I'm among 2. I was a feather ball.
Well.
Damage stuff.
11.
10. We both failing. Why didn't I take Featherfall?
I'd like to note that there it says 1d6, but elsewhere it says 2d6. I've been doing 2d6 per 10 feet, so.
Okay, it is 20 feet up. How many of you got below an 11 on your save? Well,
I got a 10.
Such nerds who fail at those.
well,
Try that
actually,
again.
that's 4.
We're too
You
white
got
for
10?
this.
Okay, did anyone else go below an 11?
No!
Okay.
Oh, help, because I'm now no longer a statue. Or
Alright, let me roll a d100 to determine your damage. Let's see, Sam, I'm afraid you take 50 damage.
Whoever did not save
Micah,
by an
6.
takes 15 points as you fall and hit the ground. The rest of
Got
you
it, so
have
50
grabbed
damage,
branches.
my
6
feet,
damage, that
I'm a
seems fair.
cat.
Yes.
Ow, my ankles!
Yeah,
The
that's
next portal is in a tree about 5 feet that way.
15.
15.
15.
Do we have to climb up the tree?
It's only about 10 feet up the portal.
Oh, okay.
Climbing speed of
It's
30
just
feet.
like basic training.
So if you want to, if you would like to throw each other, you can do so. If you'd like to climb, you can do so. If you magically fly,
I
you
can't
can do
throw
so.
anyone.
I'd
If
like
I
to jump
naturally
into the
fly,
portal.
I can through.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wait,
I can throw
wait.
him.
I'd like to do what they did in
Like
Portal.
Maybe.
Jump into the portal, and all I meant to make me fly through.
Just like how not allowed to play.
Wait,
Alright,
what?
How many-
I jump into the portal.
It's,
So I
it's
grab her.
10 feet in a tree. 10 feet up.
But we were in a tree.
You were. You did get your
You
dex
were
save, so
in
you
a
caught
tree.
yourself from falling on a branch. It's in a different tree, about 5 feet
I'd like
that
to
way.
swing to that tree then.
You can try jumping. Can you make an athletics check?
Okay, don't fail me now. Don't fail me now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
I'm just
that
gonna
is
climb
a
down
total
the tree
13.
and climb up the other tree.
You make it to the other tree.
I assume we're going to 19.
No.
I'm using my momentum to kick whatever's on the other side.
Now I'm like,
You're a 19.
we only have a couple pieces of that left too. Oh, it's so tiny.
We go through 20.
You are in the
We're in the
center of a
heart.
very
Wait,
small
we
island.
went through-
There's a chest off to the side.
Whoa! Wait!
The chest!
Give no. No, no.
gosh,
I've seen this before. I've seen this all before. I'd like to roll to determine if it's a
I would
mimic.
like to ignore the chest and just go through 20.
Okay, what are we rolling for?
I'd like to roll to determine if it's a mimic.
Oh, good
I have
job.
someone hunting me.
I think that would be investigation.
Investigation.
I have a prize.
That's
Ignoring
total
this,
10.
going to 20.
20.
It is almost
Okay.
It is a mimic?
It
It's
is
not
not.
a mimic.
Oh, okay.
You have a bad habit of opening chests without thinking.
the
Okay,
chest
who
is
is
a
opening
mimic.
the
It's
chest?
the lock.
I need you to roll a
All the
medium
gold
We need to wait for
items.
them.
What?
20's underlined. If we go through now, they're trapped in.
How much
41.
They're all
We
looting.
can leave
Just
the
like-
people looting
You
behind.
have a
I'm gone.
potion of Hill Giant Strength. If you would like to roll another percentile for me, please do so.
Is it tempting?
I'm a chaotic
24.
neutral hedonist.
We have to.
I don't
Okay,
care
they have
about
a
them.
potion of
We
resistance.
have to keep the party together, Ben, for
I mean, not
Corbin's
together.
sanity.
If I trap you there for all eternity, it's taken care of.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeet!
Let's go.
Let's go!
Alright. Kill
Okay.
him. Kill him.
You're all trapped in an island. You don't know what we're talking about.
Keeping track of which numbers we were doing.
20.
We are
20.
now
1 through 20.
Okay.
We only have one
thing on the
option.
thing. You are now going through 20. Put another thing on the thing.
Obviously we have to go to 7!
Actually, wait,
No,
what letters?
7's one we would have been through already.
J.
So we can't go through 7. We can't go through 22. We want to go through 5.
Okay, so in front of you
But
on a
that's
ledge.
to the right.
You know what?
That's
we fly to the
metagaming,
right.
Micah. We don't know we've been through those portals before.
We can't go to the right! I can't go to the right!
Whoever just
What if we
stepped through
spin
the
you around
Because if
until
we go
you're
to 7, we can
facing
go
the
to
other
15 and
direction
then
so
use
it is the
13,
left?
which we haven't done through
No.
yet.
Oh, yeah.
So we're jumping all the way to 13.
7.
If you guys care, there is a goat about 10 feet above you on a ledge.
I shoot the goat
There you
for longbow. I shoot the goat for
Whoa!
longbow.
Whoa!
Over attacking the goat.
And if you would like,
I do it.
Why?
Because
Yes.
he wants to die.
I thought you were not using that dice.
I have to look up
That
goat health now.
is a 23
Goat health.
to hit.
Google.
Just
How
say
much
it's
HP
dead.
does a
Just
goat
say
Say
have?
it's dead.
I'm just gonna say it's dead.
My added damage alone would
Does
kill
he
it.
get XP? He killed the goat.
It'd be
You get
10 XP.
You get 1
Because it's-
XP.
I'll take the
It's
1
zero
XP
XP.
Okay,
instead.
which number are you going through?
We're going from 7 to
7.
15 to 13.
I have 8,001
13
experience
goes.
points. I have officially one up to
Where is it?
I think we need a
been
new
through
one.
5 yet. Why didn't we go through 5?
Because it's not left.
I wanted to go to 5.
Where is
I
it?
wanted to
Somebody
go
has to
to
go to the left.
Wait, how did,
Did we
get
cover
to...
it?
Oh, we
Is
went
it
to
covered by a
7
thing?
We were
to 15 to 15.
Oh, there's the. Wait, no, that's that
Sorry.
one.
Yeah, we needed
Yeah, it's the one you just went through, right?
Is 13 even out?
I'm pretty sure it's 20.
Did you miss one?
Is there no 13?
Pretty sure there is.
It's a portal to nowhere.
13.
Yeah.
There
There's
is
2
no
of the
13.
tower dice over here.
There's.
There has to be. Wait, was it?
No, we marked all the proper ones.
Do you have any hidden ones? Anyone that fell down?
No,
Because there's
I
still
double-checked this
some that we haven't gone through at all.
Because,
There
okay.
it is. Ah,
Aha.
Ah.
that would be a yes. There it is.
Aha.
Yay!
Sorry.
13!
13!
21.
Lucky
21.
number.
21.
Even luckier number.
It's a tree.
It's not a number!
You went through all of these but 2. For reference, Caden did this in 10 minutes.
Nice.
Hayden is not a professional.
I'd like
group
to
of
say-
adventurers.
She also didn't have a character, and I wasn't describing random things.
And Caden probably was doing this alone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without the.
Thought the arguments of 7 people.
That's
What arguments?
That's also
We
true.
were all in agreement.
We were
Left.
in agreement!
Left.
Okay, so as you step through that portal, you are now on the very top of this mountain.
Oh.
There's snow
See,
all around
we
you.
went under the
It is
mountain.
freezing.
It was perfect.
Time for
Oh
puns.
no.
Freezing.
In front of you, you see.
Time for puns.
I'm going to use markers.
Where's my pencil?
Okay.
This reminds me of the time me and Mortimer had to kill a goat for food and
Fantastic.
warmth. I am wearing that same goat now.
That was very fast.
You are on top of the mountain. There is a circle of stones right there. There's a picnic table right over here. At this picnic table, you see a very tall, slender man. He has pointed ears, looks kind of fey-like, has very fancy clothes. He is reading a book, has his glasses on the edge of his nose, and you can see in a glass in one of his hands is a clear liquid with some olives in it.
Is this the same guy I saw before?
It is the same person you saw before.
So how about that contract?
What?
Ah, finally, you made it. Oh my goodness, this took forever. You have no idea how long I've waited for people to come up here again.
Turning the stone, day spiders. It took a while.
Congratulations on finally making it here. Have to say, it's been a very long time since I've had visitors.
So, you are, Siegfried. You're Siegfried, correct?
That is what the stone calls me. He said it was the name he thought of first whenever he was trying to come up with a really bad villain's name, and he's just been calling me that, and it just kind of seemed to stick.
So
At least that's my common name.
Views you as a very bad villain.
Yes, that's.
So, I heard that there's a fountain of youth nearby.
That there is.
Intriguing.
What might your interest be?
Well, you see,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
when I was a lad, 10 years ago, one of my dreams was granted. My ship was risen from the depths of the
Nobody
ocean.
wants to hear the story
Actually,
again.
I think I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this time. And he waves his hand, and off to your right appears a man shed with a sign above the door that says man shed.
Man shed?
Man shed. It's a man shed.
Is he
Like
even?
male and a shed.
Like a she shed, but for dudes.
Yeah. Man shed.
Okay.
I'm not going
There's a
anywhere
proper
near
name
that.
for that, but okay.
He motions to you since you asked him first. All right, you're first, and walks into the shed, leaving the door open.
Oh,
Okay.
you get interviewed first.
I walk in.
This is the post-interview.
Oh, man. I wish I had.
And why should I give you?
Alright.
Alright.
So, I basically.
entering with him?
Basically,
give it
what
to
he's going to
people
be
who
asking
deserve it.
each of you in turn, and
Like
for the
me.
sake of time, I'm going to shorten this a little bit. You are
Here's the
not
time to do the whole
Fae,
thing.
and you don't necessarily belong over there. I'm not sure if any of you are aware. I'm doing this all individually, but for sake of time, I'm doing this all at once as a DM. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the circle over there is actually a Fae crossroad, and I'm the guardian of said crossroad. You all are obviously not Fae, so I can't just let you through willy-nilly. So I would like to know, what are your purposes with what you find on the other side?
Yeah, am I going first? Okay.
You can go first.
So,
whoever comes
I'm
up
not
with
going
the
to
answer
character this all. I'm going to just tell you the shorthand version. Basically, what happened was, so Erica could reach maturity at age 3. I was out and about looking for interesting shiny things, and I found that something that was always shiny was the sun rising over the ocean. So I'd always go back to the ocean and become a sailor, because I could fly. It was very handy in a lot of situations. My pathetic strength ended up not being that important, because I was always in the crow's nest. Ha 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 ha. But basically what happened is, there was a ship I served on for a while, and eventually the captain died but left me the ship. And I was very proud of that fact, because I was only 6 years old. So, you know, I was a young man looking to make his fortune. I had my ship, and then in a terrible storm, the ship sank. And I wished that the ship could come back. And then,
What does that have to do with the fountain?
that's when I met him. A giant creature rose from the depths. He's kind of staring at Mike at the moment. Tentacles rising from the deep and said, "Oh yes, I've granted your wish. Here is your ship. However, the catch is, when you die, you must serve me forever." So,
You don't want that.
I don't want to die and serve that guy forever. I would kind of much rather not do that. Once I've reached middle age, I've really realized that that life is precious, time is limited. I gotta do something while I still have a bit of youth left in me. And if I can just not die, I could get more time to get out of that contract that I didn't actually sign, but it happened to me.
I see.
It was more of a, man, I wish
Some
the thing would
truth
happen. It
context.
did. You owe me
Some
now.
context
It's like,
thrust upon them.
Alright. Is there anyone else who would like to explain why they want the water to the Guardian?
I think we're just going counterclockwise.
Sure.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
I don't so much want to go after. You see, the reason I came here, it's not because of what I wanted. It was because of what my Uncle Mortimer wanted to do. You see, I was sort of his manservant to a degree. I've been traveling with him for about a decade. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack before we could leave.
Ah, so this elixir you were seeking for him before everything happened?
Yes, and, well, now,
That is a gosh darn
for
shame.
many things,
I'm just switching between accents, I'm sorry.
Stick with British.
I'm trying.
no matter what though, he did always live free. Now it seems that somebody who found this is not living free, namely that woman Letta. So, as long as I'm here, I might as well try to help her.
Yes. I remember her. It's actually been a bit since I've seen her. Maybe a year or so?
You were just with us.
How was she? Is she, I suppose?
Well, you were there, talking about some sort of document that I couldn't see yet.
All in its time.
That's not scary at all.
Alright. Who else would like to explain their case?
I, as a old lady, would really like to take this story back to my people as one final triumph of my...
I think more of what I'm asking is, what do you intend to do with the water? You have this flask in your hand. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to take it yourself, or are you going to give it to someone else? Is basically what he's asking.
Gonna put it on a mantle to look pretty, and when someone asks what it's about, I will tell them the great tale of how I got it. That's about
Seems
it.
a bit self-centered, don't you think?
Yeah, but if somebody wanted to
And
use
I'm
it,
saying
it would
that
be
as
there.
a guardian of this thing. Even I allow people to use it.
If I used it on myself, I would feel even more selfish.
Fair enough. Who's next?
Me. I, as you can see, am getting on in years.
Ah, so you want the elixir for yourself?
Yes, I would like to go and return to the stage and have a chance to start again.
Ah, performer.
Build a new life.
Of course. You have seen to go by so fast.
Basically it.
Alright. Who's next? What do you intend to do with the elixir once you get it? Whoever is next.
Just a brief explanation,
Oh.
I guess.
Well, sir, you see, I was sent here as a special mission by my commanding officer.
To get headlight fluid?
And
Ah,
elbow grease.
So your officer seeks things.
wait a
What do
minute.
they intend to do with their
This
extra?
is red versus
Well,
blue.
Actually, sir,
Oh, first, blue.
it's probably just because they don't like me very much. I think
No,
they
no,
thought I
no,
would die
no,
before I got here.
You almost did.
What do you have between your
Anyway,
legs?
I did take out
Diabolical
my food.
intention.
It's okay.
That's about it, sir.
So you intend to just give it over to your officer? Or the king?
Yes, I think it would prove my worth to him.
What would that gain you?
I would be a higher rank in the army.
Is that what you want?
Maybe? I'd rather not be in the army anymore.
Maybe think about it.
Okay.
You want to go next?
I'm still working out why
Child.
Star's even here, so you
Oh.
know.
What do you intend to do?
Jolyon
with
wants it because he thinks it can revive his dead parents.
Alright.
What?
They are dead.
Well, I was sent
We'll
here
adopt it. It's
to
fine.
retrieve.
You don't seem like the kind who needs it.
No, I don't need it, but the one who sent me wants me to give it to someone else.
And who might that be?
I don't think you'd give it to me if I told you.
Well, I am the guardian. That's kind of my job.
He's the guardian.
I am the guardian.
You are the guardian?
I
This is
am
the
the
way.
guardian of the
I am the
Feywild.
guardian.
Do you know the way? Do you know the way? It's through the circle of stones.
Bloody queen.
Can I stealth through there while they're talking?
Well, I'm assuming Siegfried is an archfey of some sort. So I'm just gonna say, well, I assume that you can sense the curse that's upon me.
Being very vague in one shot, dude. Just spill it.
Fine, so I'll just kind of explain that I was on my own.
This is pretty much the end of it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to explain. I was living on my own. I got attacked by a creature created from a null and aberrant wild magic, and I got cursed, and now I'm one of those as well. So I serve the demon lord Yinagu, and I'm just getting some water for another champion of Yinagu who's getting on in years. It needs to be returned to its former glory so it can spread.
It's good that
More
you say
chaos
that,
to
'cause
suck in
otherwise
that
he would have
hunger.
allowed you to actually go.
Yes. Rampage across the world.
I have to say, I do love meeting new people. As you can imagine, it does get rather dull up here. I mean, I do have Einok's son and the other pets
Yes,
and stuff.
Clatter
that
desperately would love a friend. You should give him a hug sometime.
He has the constructs. He has my daughter. He's fine.
But he told me he was lonely.
Aren't we
Inside.
all
Want some-
in some
Maybe a
I
second
mean, yes,
god.
but you can fix that by making friends.
Maybe a
something
second
later, I'm
god
fine.
in the hallway.
When next adventurers come and I lose my temper, I will be sure to keep some extra armor around for him.
Very good. Good idea. You know, I know some guys I can send your way.
If they had laid a finger on my daughter, that's where you would be as well. I gave her a cookie.
I gave her a
I
club.
whisper under my breath.
In the middle of a nap time?
Poison
We
cookie.
gave her dinner and I gave her a cookie.
I spoiled her!
Yes! And then killed a school of minnows.
I rolled a nat 20. and
Oh,
gave
now
her
flopping on the
some
ground.
candy.
Wait, was it from the ocean to the trees? Was that where that one
Yes.
was? Oh,
so they all fell
Flying
from the top
fish!
of the tree. Yes.
No, I wasn't in the
They failed their deck saves. It was
Yeah.
tragic.
Yep, they have no arms.
All of them.
Alright. Who are you letting through, great god?
See, look, I'm okay if I don't get the Fountain of Youth. If you could just, like, break with the other guy, that'd be fine too. He gave me the black spot written on the back of a religious document.
I would help you out, but it just really seems like a lot of work. And it would only get you a few more years.
That's cool.
So, one at a time, now that you have told him your stories, he hands you this.
Oh no!
Ah, this is the document.
On tracks.
Always read the fine print.
I do need you
You're too
to,
excited
out
for
of
this manga.
character, sign in character your names on this contract if you plan to go through.
Should we read it out loud?
I can read it out loud if you
Sure,
want.
go for it.
Okay.
Another thing, who cares?
Okay, this contract contains the full details of the constraints placed upon the individual or individuals who have agreed to and signed below. Any creature who agrees to this contract will henceforth be known as a bindee. From the moment any amount of elixir of youth is taken from the fountain, the contents of this contract will be henceforth legally and magically binding. Any disputes over this contract or application of the terms therein will need to be presented to another Fae who cares or is powerful enough to force the overseer's hand within the next 10 years, lest all disputed rights be forfeit forever and amen. In any term detailed below is broken, the years the fountain elixir has reversed will be given back to the bindee threefold. If the above punishment is insufficient to kill the bindee outright, the overseer of this contract has the legal right to punish them in whatever way is justifiable in a Fae court of law. This agreement has been overseen by Gyutwal Tweepsas, whose true identity is linked to that alias in official Fae records. There is a list of 9 different binding constraints that I
Don't
can
talk
also
about
read out.
Don't talk about it, don't give to other people, basically.
Basically, if your characters agree to the contract, I need you all to sign your character's name at the bottom of the contract. And one at a time, you can step into the circle of stones and make your way into the Feywild via the crossing.
Oh, so I'm gonna need a copy of this.
Oh dear.
So if I just print, because I literally cannot sign anything besides my name.
Real quick, is it actually determined what the Fountain of Youth does?
It does not. This is a contract to put constraints on your actions after you have taken water from the fountain.
Okay, so we still don't know for a fact what it does, the fountain.
I need you to do that in your character's signature. You are not signing a contract. Your character
I'm not
is.
making up a signature for my character.
Then you don't step through the portal.
Are you serious?
Kimberly isn't making the contract.
Yes, she is.
Handwriting looks suspiciously similar to my own, but it's okay. I just focus
All right.
with
It's legally and magically binding, it's fine.
Yeah.
As
One
long as
at
it's
a
legible.
time, you step through the portal.
1 minute.
Uh-huh.
So,
There's no fine print.
I will take this back to my officer.
You take the contract back to him.
There, you signed
so
it.
cool. No, you asked for another copy so you could take it to him. And
No, you guys actually get to keep this. You don't actually have to turn this into me.
Oh.
You as people get to keep this.
I
just wanted
worked
to check
hard on
whether
my-
or not you.
I know.
My signature.
Wait, that's wait, yeah, I do sign it.
You're going to sign Jensen and
I just want to make sure that you're doing it. Right.
above board. Let me just put this right here.
And do you two sign?
No.
Okay. Then, if you try to step through the portal, the guardian will stop you.
That's
Or at least
fine.
that's the vague sense that you get.
You are not
He
signing.
seems very serious about his job, but extremely bored. Okay, as the rest of you...
Seriously, boy?
Alright, as the rest of you step through a portal, you find on the other side there are mountains surrounding this open space that you're at. At the base of this open area is a bunch of cherry blossom trees, and in the wind there are petals that's blowing and the grass is blowing. It looks very lovely, and you all feel an overwhelming sense of calm. In the center of this opening is a fountain with water, and the container for the fountain is very large and it is inlaid with a lot of fancy brickwork and such. There is some kind of humanoid sitting at the edge of the fountain who's just looking into the water. It seems to have green skin and dreadlocks of some kind, and
It's the other half of my soul.
beard. Also dreadlock-like.
Hey, I got a beard too.
Investigation.
Just my
Arcana.
And
History?
it looks, well, you can. It looks up to Jackdaw and says, well, I have to say I am impressed that you made it this far.
Oh!
I have to also say, I'm not entirely pleased with the intent behind your getting here.
You seem to forget. 10 years to the day. You still got a month. Also, how did you get here?
My ways.
Does the Guardian know about this?
We have to go.
That's curious because he would not be happy, but interesting. Go on.
I'm not taking from the fountain. Also, the Guardian is standing on the inside of the
Bye.
building. Oh, bye, guys.
Bye, thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
Bye.
Alright.
so much room.
I have to say, though, I am alright with you doing this. If for no other reason, then when I finally do get you, you'll be that much more powerful.
Well then, and I tip my hat. Until we meet again, Necken.
Till then, he tips his head, walks over to Siegfried, and Siegfried teleports him out and teleports back.
Guys, the Kraken knows polymorph! The Kraken knows polymorph!
You know, you need to chill.
In Feywild voices.
Kraken knows polymorph!
I would like
Alright.
to take
So
some
what?
into a bottle.
Shapeshift all the time.
And then also drink some that's not a part of the bottle. Because you can do that. It's just an open thing.
I just take the
So
bottle, I just drink
So
it,
now
and
I'm younger,
I found
and I have the bottle.
The water normally does sparkle. You notice that as soon as you take a drink from the fountain,
Oh, I'm gonna.
the water in the bottle stops sparkling.
I just take a normal drink. I'm not bottling anything. I'm
Okay.
just.
For your respective races, you are now at
Excuse me.
peak physical condition age. Yes.
See, I want to be at peak physical condition age.
I am.
I don't take
3
anything.
years old.
I smile at Siegfried,
I'm
and I just
thinking
wait
now.
for us to.
You can?
I didn't take anything, so therefore I am not bound by subsection 1.
I leave. I've gotten what I wanted. And
Alright. For everyone that has taken from the fountain, Siegfried also gives you a stone and says to you basically, if you know anyone who is asking about this and requires a contract or requires to speak to me, use this stone. And he passes one to each one of you.
So that's like if I'm planning on sharing this in any way, shape, or form, correct?
Kind of.
And if I wanted to never,
This is on
ever,
an extremely need-to-know basis. If you never use the stone, all the more free time for me. If you must use the stone in order for me to talk to another individual or possibly dissuade them from doing something stupid, I'm also open for that. Gives me a bit of an excuse to get off this mountaintop.
Fine, I'll take the rock.
Fine.
If somebody else signs this contract, will this water work for them? Or do they have to come here?
Yes. The water will work.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know what to put down for this one.
So I still get it, but the person who uses it has to.
Yes, but you do have to call Siegfried in order for him to give the next person the
Can I have a
guarantee.
bigger rock?
No.
Thanks.
It's a sending stone.
I know, but I'm gonna lose it. I'm not an old lady anymore. I'm a spry kitten, guys.
I'm 3 years old.
Okay,
Hi.
Mandy, you look
I'm
good.
not bound under
Woo,
anything, I
so are
suppose.
you. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen these girls in forever.
Correct. In
Different
assuming
curves.
that
Your eyesight gets better.
I believe that the contract states any creature who agrees to this contract will henceforth be known as bindee from the moment any amount of elixir of youth is taken from the fountain.
So why would you sign it if you weren't going to take any?
he is not known as a bindee, technically, unless it is taking water from the fountain.
Then what-
Therefore, not bound.
Therefore, I have walked towards the fountain of youth, walked away. You can speak freely of it.
That's true.
That is also true.
You should smite him.
But it's also a one shot.
I could eat him.
Can I smite him?
Okay.
For personal reasons?
Look out, there's a cougar.
You notice behind you, Siegfried snap his fingers, and in front of you appears another portal. He gestures to it, then steps out. He created a portal in front of you and gestures towards it.
Oh, this is for me for the...
Literally all of you.
Yeah, I leave.
Yeah.
As you step through the portal, you are now on the ship.
Wow!
Before I step through, I bow and say, I am sure one day we shall meet again.
Till then.
You hear me on the ship running back and forth, flying on the ship. The Kraken is polymorph! The Kraken is polymorph! And some of the crew members are like, what does this mean? And some of the crew members are like, ah! And ringing bells.
Who do we call?
Ghostbusters!
Alright.
Ghostbusters!
So if there's nothing else that you guys would like to do,
I ended on a
going
pun,
to
I'm done.
call that the end of it. I am Corbin Poole.
I'm Gabriel Poole.
I'm Hannah Anderson.
The Kraken is polymorph! I'm dead.
I am formulating plans for the future that will never come to
He
fruition.
never
Yeah,
says
go
his
Black,
name. Go
practice
for it.
Blackbird.
Micah Morrow.
No.
And Micah and Sam Grabowski left.
They say goodbye as well. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.
The Kraken is polymorph!